Okay, let's go.
You guys want to party in there?
Yes. That is a yes.
You guys want to party? Say fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Say fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
College educated, she graduated.
That's a big fucking plane.
Get on the plane.
Get
on the fucking plane.
The show was far, and you the only one with a card. Your girlfriends, but being that she's a big fan, of course she made it. Most girls wanna hide the fact that the thrill they changed it. Let's go.
You guys got it.
Let's go! Let's go! There's no way. No, there's no way. We're sore losers.
He cheated. Victor really good. So this is the whole golden hour situation. He falls asleep while driving to the golden hour. We're doing that for 4 hours.
Always pushing up the hill, searching for the
Plus up 4 SUVs. Had 0 cars. Obviously, there's 12 of us.
never looking down, I'm just an aura of what's in front of me.
Coming to you live from the FanDuel stage at Radio Row. Is this stupid ass sports show?
Let's be real. We're laughing at the Cleveland Browns. You got it wrong. Aren't we?
If you don't like some shit, go ahead and change that shit. Get out here. That is.
You're too big of a star. What do you think the punter's gonna do?
Oh, this guy.
That was low.
No, it's fine.
Hey, see you,
I'm
man.
gonna go do serious
Hey, we're
like
busy.
Welcome to Hammer Down!
We're trying to get we had limited time at Radio Row. This is just not working.
What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to see if I can get these working. We're gonna need these later. Oh my, you see right there.
That's AJ Hawk.
Oh, hey! Shout out to the Khalifa pushers. Smoking on that KK. Lighters, ashtray, grinder.
You kind of look like a what?
What is that? What's what?
What?
Excuse me?
What? TJ What? JJ What?
I don't know what words are coming out of your guys' mouth right now.
What? Whiskey? What? Vodka? What?
What is in that? That is not tea.
This is green tea.
What?
This is my cell phone.
What?
You're in a suit.
What?
We're talking into microphones.
What?
Everybody else being forced to hear us.
What?
Because they built our stage a little bit higher.
What?
In front of the bullpen.
What?
They all hate us.
What?
That's why.
What? What?
LeVar Arrington, what up, dude?
I'm a big fan of your show, guys.
Okay, that guy goes down to Clowntown, makes 10 plays. He deserves to be in the Super Bowl. Oh, my God.
Show
Hey, we
yesterday.
watched your intro yesterday.
We filmed it.
Electrifying. The playmaker, the electrifying Michael Arda. I didn't mean to cut in on y'all show, but yes, I did.
You're really lubing up.
Put some on your face, though.
Dude, wait till you see how good my elbow feels.
I think you put too much on.
No, dude. I mean, oh my God.
Have Zeke sit on your back.
There you go.
I've been working my face a lot. All right, I should be fucking good to go. I mean, there's some mint flowing in my eyeballs.
It's not really for the face. It's more for muscles.
The mint's really going right in my eyes.
Yeah,
man.
looks like.
I'll tell you what, the muscles feel good though. This is stuff, it's getting in my eyes. It is completely in my eyes. I mean, this is a bad deal. There's a lot of mint in that. It smells good though. I'm so happy. I've never felt better, man. Of course, I'll tell you what, don't put it on your face. Oh my God. I think we got to end the show, huh? I got menthol CBD in my eyeballs, but other than that, pretty good, I think. Good show. I'm happy that thing got out of my eyeball. Has a thing ever fit a human better than that fucking thing?
Oh, this was even better. They made a movie about this. It's called Dumb and Dumber.
Thursday, what?
Go smoking dope.
Why'd you say what?
Khalifa push. What? Used to not be allowed in the building.
Baby Foxy.
But now we on the rooftop, dude. That's basically what we are at Radio Row. And then when Wiz comes out and blows out the terrible speakers we have, and then they kick us out. It'll be a nice little fucking cap on the whole thing.
Hey, Adrian, you want it? You want it?
Yeah, do you want it? I can go get it.
Yeah, no, gift it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hood. Anytime.
It's time! Bruce Buffer.
Yeah!
What the hell?
Hey, my rating is like a 3.
Oh!
Just one more.
And I gave Kirk like a 4.
No. Bang your head right up his forehead. Jeez. Oh. He's gonna knock you off. Careful.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Here we go, dude. Here we go.
We are live at Radio Row here in Los Angeles, California, with an audience of people.
USA! USA! Hell yeah!
Are we not talking about a little freedom here?
Come on!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah!
You gotta come through and smoke with us.
I'm in. 100%. I never get invited to those types of things, but I feel like I can smoke an adequate amount of marijuana. Ben Roethlisberger's dead, dude.
Yeah, well, not dead.
No, yeah, he's
He just doesn't play football anymore.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Let's go.
Everything I do it big. I put it down from the whip to my diamonds. I'm in.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Ain't no love for a nigga breaking heart.
What?
No keys.
What?
Push the stars. Say, you know what it is. You guys want to party? Say fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Say fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, get the fucking hands in the air like this. Say yeah, bitch. Say yeah, bitch. Hands up, hands up. 1, 2, 1, 2, and
Champagne makes me sick. Are you actually addicted to champagne?
Not anymore.
Okay, good.
I was when I wrote the song.
Yeah.
Hey, so what? We smoke.
Let's go.
We're just having. So what? We get.
Do it for Pat. Sing it for AJ. Hey.
So what? We get.
So what? Smoke weed.
Louder.
We just having fun.
Scream
We
it.
don't care who sees.
Let's go.
So what? We go out. That's how it's supposed to be. Living young and wild and free. What?
Thank you guys, man. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
What a joke. That's awesome.
We are always running for the thrill of it. Always pushing up that.
That's alarming. There's a lot of young people that are about to ruin a guy's fucking
We
self.
are falling out now again. Never looking down. I'm just an aura. What's in front of me?
More specifically, Modelo.
Hey, baby Ron. Hey, we
Our commanders! Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Okay. You guys can have it. Hey, that is a touchdown throwing quarterback in wrap-up. Because we are
Commanders.
Bum,
Where did that come from? You said it before. Okay, that's from afar. I have respected the size of his skull for a long time. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Atta baby, Coach O, atta baby.
Coach
Coach O, atta baby.
Go, go, go.
Come on.
Yeah, game. Let's go.
Hey, good week, Foxy.
What? You know what I mean? What?
Live from Radio Row. It's over, but it was a great time. A lot of good memories. Now the weekend has to happen to be awesome. Well, I had a great show, dude. We just talked to all their big dogs. I think we're doing business with Foxy. This is a big day.
Follow our beer since your retirement, and all I can do is sit and watch Twitter videos. Oh, this guy! And I just dream one day to be invited on.
Now we got a 3-hour thing tomorrow, then a 6-hour thing on Sunday, then an overreaction Monday, then a nap.
Bought this bad boy back in '98. Come on in, it's set to 79. Oh my God. That's what it's all about. You know, take a shit right before you go out there. Come in here, go through all your stuff. I'm not a script guy. They've tried to give me a script like 6 times. I don't do it. This is fucking awesome. This is my first trailer.
Don't worry about me, folks. You know, in the making. We do this every day before the show anyway.
We are live in a parking lot in beautiful Los Angeles, California. It is the FanDuel party, the $200,000 superstar show Dahn. Hey, here we go, Mike. Here we go, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Let's go.
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Get this bum out of here.
Yep, you got it. Hey, Michael Irvin, take a fucking hike, pal.
We got a game of accuracy here, okay? Joe Montana is pretty damn accurate. I like his chances.
Joe Montana has found a groove. Could maybe airmail that, bring them both in. Oh, and he did.
Yeah, Pat, I'm going to say it so Lexi doesn't have to. The odds maker absolutely stinks.
Who would have thought? Site is crashing.
Well, you know, you won a lot in football. However, you are a loser tonight. How does it feel?
I'm not a loser.
And someone who is versely vast in self-handicap, I think Michael Irvin is self-handicapping.
Is the tech working yet?
I don't think Chidi knew what he was doing.
Let's go to the loser.
I'm not going to let that go. Pat just called me a loser, man.
No.
Called me the yoke. Come on, Pat.
I love the guy, but boy, has Luda choked down the stretch here.
Can T.O. go 3 for 3 to end this thing? Yes, he can! Yes! And John Dornbos, getting a chance to hang out with you. This has been a gift, pal.
You get on FanDuel, you make some plays, and guess what happens? I'll tell you this. You're going to leave a winner every single time.
Those are hundos! Those are hundos!
It's a big play. For a week, I'm going to nap for a bit. Beautiful.
Come on, Billie Jean! Ah! Billie Jean!
Good evening and welcome to the 3rd annual Draft Spectacular.
Bang! Dang! Dang! Thank you, Brock Lesnar. Welcome to the 3rd annual Draft Spectacular! An annual event around here that we don't fully comprehend why people enjoy it, why people love it. A room of men who are so lucky to cover the NFL on a daily basis in front of millions and millions of people monthly. Of course, we're going to get accurate with the stats.
That's right.
Yeah.
Come together and talk about something they know nothing about. There's a good chance we won't know 50 to 65% of the players that get drafted tonight, but we will figure it out as the next team is on the clock. We will have special guests. We'll have Chris Ballard live from the War Room.
Hell yeah.
We'll have Tom Telesco live from the Chargers War Room. We'll have Cliff Kingsbury live from the Cardinals War Room. Yeah. And to cap off the evening, we will have the back-to-back MVP of the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, joining.
Wow!
Tonight's a big one. Tonight's a big draft spectacular. We're very thankful for everybody watching. And the people that are watching are the reason why this whole thing can even happen. So we are giving away a shit ton of things tonight. And let's get started. As you watch along this draft spectacular, I want you to look at this bin on my desk on top of these papers that have been stacking since the first day we were in this studio.
That's right.
Go ahead and use hashtag PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular. Yes, that's a lot of letters. It is at the corner of the screen right here to help you out. Tweet that alongside your guess, your cash tag, and then say something nice to somebody. And you can guess throughout the entire evening. You can make multiple guesses. And we'll have numerous giveaways that revolve around that hashtag. Now, if you get the right answer, and you guess accurately how many peanut M&Ms are in this bin right here, you will win a Grand Champion prize.
Grand
Champion prize of $15,000.
Jesus. Good God.
If there's numerous people that get it right, we will then obviously randomly select. We do not think that'll be the case, though, because this is an obscure amount of fucking peanut M&Ms. Both bags and barrels were used to create this thing, so nobody could accurately guess. Now, if you enter in at all, or if you're one of the winning numbers that don't get picked, but if you enter in at all, you also be randomly selected to win a Callaway driver, an Oculus, a PS5, a state-of-the-art, fine living massage chair. Yeah, that happened because I was maybe on some vitamins this morning, and on my Amazon, a massage chair popped in front of my face and was like, what do we need to give away?
Those are awesome.
Those things are awesome.
Right there.
Nobody would ever buy it for themselves.
No.
But that is a great thing to have, so we will gift one in the hashtag PMS FanDuel draft. Spectacular giveaway. You could also win a majestic $500 to 50 different people. We'll continue to give things away throughout the entire evening. Go ahead and enter. As the concurrent viewers climb, we will also potentially have like achievement giveaways as well from our friends at SeatGeek, which are tickets to things, and we're going to have an incredible evening, and we can't thank you enough. This could go 5-6 hours. We all know that. And the people that you'll hear speak throughout this entire event, the Toxic Table's here looking incredibly fresh. Ty Schmidt, Mad Mel Kiper.
How you doing, Pat?
Hey, not too bad, Mad Mel. I know you've been waiting 364 days for this.
That's absolutely right. We'll see what happens tonight. You know, typically the last couple years, the Packers have absolutely gutted me, and everyone wants to see me lose my fucking shit and go nuts. But hey, we got 2 picks tonight for the Packers. A lot of other guys. Let's see where my big board winds up. I'm feeling very good right now.
Oh, you're glad Mel Kiper, not Mad Mel Kiper.
Wow. You could say I'm glad Mel Kiper, but if I know anything about that son of a bitch in Green Bay, he's got something up his sleeve, and he might be waiting for me.
Let's not get pissed off just yet. And at Boston Connor, obvious Patriot fan, we said we're dressing up like it's an event. What happened?
I figured like Star Wars event. I heard costumes. I thought, okay, I'll go as a stormtrooper. Also, everyone wants to, give their own thoughts on who they should pick. All us fans are just stormtroopers following Darth Vader. Just let your team pick your player and then be happy about it.
Really good.
Okay?
Really clever.
How about it?
The mustache looks amazing. Happy draft spectacular.
Happy draft spectacular to you.
On his computer, looking at the odds, looking incredibly fresh. One half of the hammer.
Dahn!
Cowboys. Tone Diggs, what are you excited about tonight as an avid Pittsburgh Steeler fan, pal?
For the first time in 18 years, we are looking to replace our franchise quarterback. And tonight might be that night. Every single mock draft has us taking a quarterback. And hopefully tonight we find our next franchise guy.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
Wow. Good luck, Tone.
Good luck to you, Tone. There's a lot of teams, by the way, thinking to themselves, as we have to move that TV out of the camera, we will get a strike so quick.
Absolutely have to.
Absolutely have to get that out of the shot right there as we try to make it feasible for everybody to see what the hell's going on out there. Because last year we were in a living room in Tampa Bay, and guess what? We didn't know a damn thing.
No clue. Didn't say anything all night.
That was a social experiment. Joining us this year, we are incredibly pumped about this.
Yeah.
Last year he was on Pro Football Focus's draft coverage, and we know that Pro Football Focus is incredibly diligent in their draft scouting and such.
Absolutely.
So what we said is, we need somebody that knows who these players are to help us out. We need somebody that is a friend of the show, gets the show. We need somebody that is a host of the Man to Man podcast that is released every single week with Antoine Bethea, 11 a.m. Yins go live on YouTube. We need somebody that can tell us what the fuck's going on and why the teams are picking the players they're picking. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Darius Butler.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for having me, man. Back in the stew. I didn't know the dress code. You told me, hey, suit on. Put a suit on.
Well,
put a suit on. It's a little bright in here. Put some shades on.
There you go. I will let you know.
I just saw Ice Cube. He had some shades on too, so we're on the same page.
Yeah, well, they say you're only wearing sunglasses inside for a couple different reasons. Yeah. I'm not going to draw any conclusions, but I might put some sunglasses on about an hour into this when I get bored as well. Just let everybody know that. You look incredible, dude.
Marathon.
Does this dude not look fucking outrageous?
Absolutely fabulous, D-Bud.
I appreciate you.
No, you look like one of those Instagram photos, like in real life. He walks in here, tailored suit. I mean, Foxy refused
refuses to cut to you because Foxy hates you back here. The tailored suit, a fucking rollie on. The boots are on.
I had to be on par with you. Come on, man.
I didn't know you were a lefty, too.
Nah, I'm a righty, but I still wear it on my right.
You do that just to show people, I think. You use your hand a little bit more?
Yeah, it's just always done it.
Well, listen, we're thankful you're here because you're going to make us much smarter, much brighter, and you're going to make the show much, much better. Now, with that being said, we're expecting you to know everything about all of these guys. How much scouting have you done, Darius Butler?
I mean, you guys, if anybody follows me, you know how much I fucking love college football.
That's right.
So I know everything about these guys.
That's what, that's what we need.
Here we go, D-Boy.
Hey, we made the right decision.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we also... and AJ's having a little bit of internet issues, so he'll be joining us in like 10 minutes. Of course.
Per usual.
Ohio, by the way.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be in the studio.
Yeah. Well, he's probably not even at his house yet.
Well,
scumbag.
He probably completely forgot this was even happening, even after we've talked about it for 3 days. This is the only show we have promoted, by the way. And it's not AJ's fault the internet went down. I was FaceTiming with him. He looks good, by the way.
Does
he? Yeah, because I got to see it. His internet went down. Hopefully it'll connect in like the next 10 minutes or so. But but it's great to have you here.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. All the boys behind the scenes over there, can't thank you guys enough. Let's fucking have a night, huh?
Yeah,
Let's have a draft spectacular. Let's get right to it. I think what we should do, and I know this has kind of become an annual tradition, and we are very lucky that that is the case. Because I know Mad Mel Kiper is here, and he's promising to be Glad Mel Kiper this year. Of course. But one insider is not enough. We have been lucky now, back-to-back years, to get an opportunity to chat with an insider legend, an insider OG, a man that created a hashtag called #JNew, because literally everything that happens in the NFL, this man knows a week or two in advance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go boots on the ground in Las Vegas, Jason Glazer!
This fucking guy! Kidding me? Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Really,
No
thank
problem,
you. I
Jay.
appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Pat, once again, thank you for having me back this year to the Draft Spectacular. This is my 30th year covering the NFL Draft, and there is nothing better. Hey, when it's in Vegas, too, no one's arguing. I love Vegas just about more than any other place in the world.
Yeah, we know you love Vegas, you absolute sack of shit.
Oh, fuck you, Kiper, okay? We're not starting this shit, okay? We're not doing this yet.
Booze bag?
Jeez.
No, I'm not a fucking booze bag, okay? I'm not a fucking booze bag.
Yeah, you are.
But what I am is the best goddamn insider in the game. And what I'm hearing, boots on the ground, here in Vegas, from not only the hookers and the strippers, but from the NFL execs, is that the Eagles have interest in moving up their draft board to get Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton. They really love what he can do, that is the hottest story of the pre-draft process.
That's not fucking happening. You're talking about hookers and pit bosses. You don't know who the fucking Eagles are taking.
Fuck off, Kiper, okay? This is happening. This is true. You know why? Because I'm here. You're not here because you're an unvaccinated fucker, okay? So I do know what's going on. The Eagles are moving up, and they're getting Kyle Hamilton.
You have no idea. No one fucking respects you because you're a complete sack of shit, Glazer.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Jesus. Well, hopefully you two can cool down a little bit. Let's get to somebody that might know. Notre Dame legend, what are your thoughts on Kyle Hamilton of Philly?
I'm definitely not surprised that Kyle Hamilton is linked to Philadelphia. And let me tell you why, Pat. First and foremost, thank you for having me back. You know how much I love coming on this.
No problem, Coach. We love you.
Kyle Hamilton is one of the best
He didn't even hear me.
captains to come out of Notre Dame, probably since Paul Hornung. And I think we all remember how good Paul Hornung was in the NFL.
Do we?
We don't.
So, no, it doesn't surprise me that Philadelphia has inkling to trade up and get Kyle Hamilton. He's a day one starter.
He's not a day one starter. He ran a 4.7 at the goddamn pro day. Might as well run backwards. He's not ready to play in the league, Coach. You're an idiot.
So once again, Mel, you know, guys like you who have never had a fucking jockstrap on in their life think that 40 times mean everything. I'm here to tell you that they don't. Guys like you, I don't expect you to know because you never coached, you never played, you never did any of that stuff, okay? I am one of the greatest coaches in Notre Dame history. I'm one of the greatest coaches in college football history, and I'm here to tell you that Kyle Hamilton runs faster than my applesauce runs through my digestive system, okay? He may be a 4.7, but he plays like a 4.3. I've seen it.
That's not the type of player they're looking for, okay? You got no fucking idea.
All right, Mel. I mean, let's cool down. We don't know what type of player they're looking for, but let's go directly to the source. Coach Sirianni, you legend. What type of player are you looking for, and is it Kyle Hamilton?
I want an absolute dog.
Of course. Okay.
The fuck does that even mean? Is anyone listening to this asshole? Jesus.
That's what matters. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dog.
Of course.
Well, of course you want a dog.
Makes no
Everybody
fucking
wants
sense.
a dog. And I can tell you this guy is a dog. Now, granted, he's not as much of a dog as my little beautiful 30-pound Cocker Spaniel Melania. Now, that's a dog. That's a beautiful dog. You're in the market for a dog. I would highly recommend maybe getting a Cocker Spaniel.
We're talking about football players, not actual dogs, you fucking
He is
doofus.
a dog. I'm trying to tell you time and time again. I bet he eats kibbles and bits. That's how much of a dog he is. I mean, gee whiz, what's everybody saying this guy's not a dog for? He went to Notre Dame. Of course he's a goddamn dog.
This is fucking absurd. How does this guy keep getting fucking airtime every single year? Is anyone fucking listening to this idiot? Jesus Christ!
Yo, Mel, relax, please. I did not expect that, obviously. Boys, I'm so sorry.
Man, from the sounds of it, smarter than all you fucking doofuses, man.
Oh, shut the fuck up, MCDC.
What?
Jeez.
Hey, sorry. Hey, Sheila, we grab coffee?
What? I do not think Sheila Ford Hemp is getting Coach MCDC any coffee. Must have been some other Sheila. Mad Mel, I am so sorry. I did not expect that at all, pal.
Can we get these guys out of here? I mean, that fucking doofus wins 2 games and acts like he's Newt Rockney. The other guy who thinks he's Newt Rockney has no fucking idea how old he is. And Glazer's probably knee-deep in cocaine and titties right now. So get these guys out of here. I thought this was my fucking night.
And well, it's great to have you here, obviously. Well, you weren't allowed in Vegas, which was an accurate thing, but we're thankful you're here. Let's get back into some good vibes, huh?
Yep.
Let's get into some good vibes.
Oh, the pick is in. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Let's go. Sorry about that, Mad Mel. Let's move along here, though. What a moment. Wow. By the way, what a moment there. Let's bring in the college football national champion, Super Bowl champion, Ryder Cup champion from his attic in Ohio, AJ Hawk. AJ, you look incredible, pal. How about fucking Lou J and Sirianni and MCDC and Mad Mel just leading this thing off? This is a positive night, AJ.
Yeah, very positive. It was amazing that all 4 of them got together, 5, 6. I don't know, so many guys threw in there, but I'm pretty sure I heard Cocker Spaniel, 30 pounds, Melania. Is that true for Lou Holtz?
Yeah, well, we don't know. We can't talk to him. We don't know. But we do know the first pick has officially been announced. Almost absolutely perfect timing for your guys' blow up to end the way it did. Yeah. Roger Goodell jaunts onto the stage and says, hey, with the first pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who had the #1 pick last year, and they did not get any better. They still had #1 pick, new coach, just like last year. They have selected Travon Walker. Wow. Hey, let's get Darius. I want to talk to you about this. His name just started heating up like 2-3 days ago. Literally, it was Aiden Hutchinson, and then Sunday night, a bunch of people bet on Travon Walker. The odds moved Monday morning. This is a big time. Like, this is a surprise if you ask us a week and a half ago.
Yeah, this big. He shot up the board like you said the last few days. Versatile, freakish athlete. Surprised that he shot up and got up there at 1. I thought Aiden would be the guy. Kavon Thibodeau obviously been up there, but this is a big pick. Obviously matching him up with Josh Allen should be a good pick for Jacksonville.
AJ, defense goes #1 overall. Got to feel pretty good about it with the state of the NFL right now, pal.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, right? If there's no #1 lock quarterback that's going to go 1 overall, yeah, it can go anything. Offensive tackle, D end, whatever it is. But yeah, how many? You only had 9.5 sacks in his career or this past season?
I don't know, because Mitt, whenever he introduced his last mock, he said he started watching the film and he did not like Travon Walker as much as everybody else seemed to.
Why?
Now, Mitt doesn't watch highlights, he only watches films. And I think it's because that D line down there had dogs.
Yeah.
They had dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think they were kind of cannibalizing each other potentially when it came to stats. But also, it would be easy for people to judge against each other, in the film. They got 4 or 5 guys that are projected to go in the top 50 or something like that. Go ahead, Tom.
So he had 6 sacks this year. Last year he had 1, and he had 13 total tackles. So, and the year before that he had 2, and 15 total tackles. So, like, there just wasn't a ton of production for the number 1 overall pick. I
Hey,
believe.
Mad Mel, you know,
potential.
yeah, a lot of potential. That's what I was about to ask, Mad Mel. You know what I love about this?
What's that?
Everybody, you know, Cards Against Humanity, Mad
Oh
Mel?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
So Cards Against Humanity, you know this game?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I thought this was potentially a Caucasian game. But anyways.
Also a crossover.
Yeah, I think they've done well. Congrats.
That's good. Yeah.
Congrats. Cards Against Humanity. But you got to play for the person that is judging. Like, whoever's dealing and is picking the funniest thing, you can't go with what you think is the funniest. You have to go with what they would think is the funniest. You have to play the person. All these mock draft people were playing bulky. And they're like, bulky loves like somebody that's not real good now, but potentially incredible later. Number 1 overall pick. He stuck with that entire process.
Yeah, absolute freak athlete, rangy, you know, really shot up a lot of people's big boards during the draft process, really blew away a lot of people at the combine. Like we said, the production wasn't exactly there, but once Schrager and all these other guys, Mitt included, started saying, hey, listen, Balky loves guys like this. He took Aldon Smith. You know, I mean, it was kind of a slam dunk pick. I mean, let's be honest. You know, this guy isn't going to change much for the Jaguars next year. They're still probably going to fucking stink, but he's a great piece. He's a great building block for the future. There's no question about it.
Ian Rappaport just put out a tweet. He said that a big-time scare before the draft, Georgia's Trevon Walker was in a serious car accident in Athens, Georgia, before the draft, crashing into 2 parked cars. Tom Pelissero, the Arrow, and Ian Rappaport are reporting that he emerged without injury somehow, no citations, but certainly a scare. Holy shit.
Jesus.
Happy you're all right, dude. Number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
And the second pick has been announced, A.J. Hawk. If you are from Michigan, you are from 6 to midnight. If you're sitting down, pillows and blankets are going to the ceiling. A Michigan guy with everybody saying the most talented dude in the entire draft. Aiden Hutchinson, now a member of the Detroit Lions. Foxy, let's go right to you, pal. You got to be fucking pumped. The Lions, historically, not great at football.
Nope. I'm so happy. This was an absolute no-brainer. We got our A.J. Hawk for the next 10 years, and guess what happened after the Green Bay Packers selected A.J. Hawk? They went on and won the Super Bowl. I'm not going to go that far yet. I'm not going to go that far yet. Aiden Hutchinson will be the guy, though, to lead us to 10-7 in a playoff.
It started to make sense whenever Aiden Hutchinson's name was no longer the top name. You start piecing things together. You're like, oh, MCDC's going to fucking love this guy, man. He's from Michigan, too, a pillar-type player. Yeah. D, but you said you thought Aiden Hutchinson was going to go number 1. He's going number 2 overall. How do you feel Detroit won here? Do you think this is a good pick? Good for the organization.
Great pick. Guy can come in day 1. Obviously be good in the run game, be good in the pass game. Freakish athlete, great work ethic. Everybody says he's the guy you want to build your defense, build your team around. So I'm excited about Detroit. This is, for Foxy and the guys over there in Detroit, this is the best time of the year for them, so I'm happy for them.
Hey, you remember GM Brad Holmes was jumping up and down celebrating last year.
Smashing tables.
Yeah! We did it! Offensive lineman!
Yeah!
Let's go, dude! AJ, Aaron Rodgers, we're going to talk to him later. He's going to have nightmares, Aiden Hutchinson. 2 times a year, AJ.
That's right. I mean, he did not want to see this happen, I guess. But, okay, Foxy, you tell me. Hutchinson, obviously Michigan guy. Is this going to bring a lot of juice from all the Detroit people? Are they super pumped that they got a hometown kid?
100%. Like, absolutely. That's why it was a no-brainer. Even if he stinks, everyone's happy. This is the guy they were supposed to pick. If he stinks, whatever.
Connor, what are your thoughts on Aiden Hutchinson?
You know, I mean, Foxy brought up a Super Bowl right away, and comparing someone to A.J. Hawk, the all-time leading tackler in Green Bay Packers history, is a little absurd. But I do wish we would have a few more, fan interaction. So actually, right now we are doing a little PMS FanDuel fan cam. Look, the people need to know.
Called for it too. He even called for it. He's like, hey,
I got one. Well, we got 2 picks in already. I don't think any of us expected this draft to be flying by already. But yeah, PMS #PMS. FanDuel Fan Cam. Send in a reaction to your pick, whether it's good, whether it's bad. The best ones are going to win $500, Pat, and include your cash tag, because obviously
the best ones are the ones that get chosen and played on the show.
Yes, there it is.
And this is not a part of the giveaway that we're doing with #PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular. This is on top of that. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of giveaways tonight. We're giving away the company tonight. We're trying to.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah,
It's a Draft Spectacular.
This is the biggest night. Aiden Hutchinson going to Michigan. This is fucking huge for Detroit. I'm like legitimately happy.
Should help Okuda too.
Yeah, well, I don't know if anything's going to help him, but
Okuda stinks. Does Okuda stink?
Look, he got potential. His film coming out was excellent. Obviously, it's a tough position to play in the league. So I think you
Gotta
get
have
more
a pass
guys
rush to play corner, don't you?
Exactly. You get more guys getting after the pass rush. A guy like this dude going to top of the draft.
Deba, he's coming off an Achilles injury. Can he come back from that, or is that tough?
Yeah, he's young.
It's 2022.
Yeah,
no more Devontae.
Good. Akers came back in the same season last year. Come on.
Hey, maybe
Come
the
on,
Lions
Jeff.
turn around on defensive
Why
side.
not?
Why
7
not?
and 10.
That's what draft night's all about.
They take Ritter at 32 now, don't they?
Yeah, get a quarterback. Who knows? Who knows who's going to be there at 32, dude? A lot of mocks had a lot of things happening. I guess 6 will tell us a lot. Let's go to a war room, though, huh?
Here we go.
Listen, it's very early in the night. That's because, the team that is joining us right now doesn't currently have a first-round draft pick. But will they, Jim Irsay was tweeting, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Indianapolis Colts war room, general manager of said Colts, the Texas Southern Draw having, incredibly handsome, good team builder, what the hell's going on next? Chris Ballard.
Thank you.
Hey,
Appreciate it. How we doing?
Hey, not too bad. How are you? Is it tense in there? Are you guys ready to go? Are we trading into the first round here tonight or what?
We might be.
Whoa.
We might be.
What?
It might happen. Connie made me turn the TVs off so y'all wouldn't get the picks sooner than the public did. Because the feed gets in there sooner. So he made us turn off all the audio.
Well, listen, let's talk about this. Jim Irsay's putting out tweets. You're in the war room. He's got a button down on.
Yeah, wow.
I think you got that on just in case with the next pick, the documentary series that the Colts social media.
I got the kick in the stigma.
I mean, they're filming something.
Here
Chris
we go.
Ballard's in.
I'm on it.
Are you
got all the boys? I got all the boys. Hold on.
Hey, let's go, boys! Let's go, boys! Hey, let's go, boys! Hey, let's have a night in there, huh? What do you say? Hey, here we go. Hey.
One guy looked very happy.
Hey, what's going on? So how does it go in there, Chris? You guys are just all hanging out, waiting to see what's going on? Are you thinking about implementing some stuff? Where are you guys at right now that the draft has started, but it's very early on?
Well, it's too high right now. I mean, we wouldn't go up this high, but we just track it on who we think is going to come off the board, and we'll track it all the way down to the end. If we think there's a player we really like that we think we need to go get, we'll do it here at the when it gets reasonable for us. In the first round.
I don't want to break any news, but the Houston Texans, division rival, team that's rebuilding, obviously, seem to be doing a lot of that, but have a lot of promise. They just got Derek Stingley Jr. out of LSU, a corner. Whenever you hear the rumors before the draft, how much can you take into account? Do you know anything else that we don't know on the outside, or are you just trying to read tea leaves through this all?
Everybody's lying.
What do you mean? Not me, dude. I'm fucking telling the truth.
Everybody's lying.
No.
Nobody's telling the truth. And everybody's guessing. That's what the best thing about this is. Everybody acts like they know. They don't know. And they're just taking a wild shot to see what they can throw against the wall and see what sticks. And then when out of the 1 in 100 shots that stick, then they jump on Twitter and tell everybody they're right. But when they're wrong,
pretty cool, though.
they're asking, you don't hear shit coming out of them.
Hey, Chris, though.
I was right.
Hey, those retweets go whenever you fucking. Yeah, I was right.
Yes, they do.
Go ahead, AJ.
Chris, who do you trust or who do you lean on then throughout this whole process? Do you have to have a couple people you're close with that you trust that you can kind of share everything with?
Only in our group, only in our group. We keep everything internally. And it's I'm just really lucky and fortunate to have a really good scouting crew. The coaching staff we work really well with. They put a lot of trust and faith in us. And, the biggest thing is they have a vision we have the same vision for the player that we draft. And then we just roll. We don't listen to a lot of the outside noise. We line it up and on draft day when it starts to unfold, we take who's left. And when you work this hard at it for this long, why change, on draft day? You've done all this work. Why change then?
Okay, so, you're an interesting guy, though.
You've traded multiple first-round picks at this point. You've paid a lot of money to a lot of people, but myself included, and I do apologize, especially on draft night. I don't want to bring this up, but we all get really antsy, with things happening, especially with how good that roster is. But in this offseason, you signed Matt Ryan. You trade for Matt Ryan. Fucking great trade, especially after he brought us beers in here the other day. I don't know if you saw that.
How about that?
He's awesome.
I know. I know.
And then you signed Gilly Lock.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
Yeah, and then you signed Gilly Lock too. That's a big time signing. Like, what are you looking at now? Are you still after you sign Gilmore, is all focus on the draft and then you worry about free agency afterwards, or how do you divvy up the time, especially around this period?
Well, I mean, look, we'll try to acquire in the draft players that we think can help us, whether it's on offense or defense. Like, you don't want to jump up and just take a need, especially with the free agents that are still left that we can get after the draft. So we'll let it unfold. We'll let the board unfold and take the best player we think that can help us.
Go ahead, Darius.
Hey, speaking of best players, what's up, Chris? What was it about Gilly Lock that you guys love bringing him in? We just saw Stingley go off the board to Houston. What was it about? He also reminds me a lot of Gilly, young Gilly. What was it about him coming out or being available?
I mean, we think he's still got a lot left in the tank. When we brought him in, after he visited with our doctors and we got the medical and we felt really comfortable about where he was, where he's at and what he's got left. And he's still got, even last year when you watched him on tape, he still has instincts. He still can play. And now getting him back 100%, I don't think at any point last year he was 100%. I think you're going to see a veteran player that's got a chip on his shoulder and wants to prove a lot of people wrong. I think he's going to be he's a great addition to us.
Yeah, hell yeah, he is. I'm pumped. Hey, we're all very excited you made that decision there, Mr. Ballard. Let's go to Mad Mel Kiper. He's got a question for you again.
Yeah, Mr. Ballard, good talking to you again. Listen, I know everyone's talking about how good this team is on paper, but as I'm looking at your roster, listen, you guys got a lot of holes to fill. I hate to be the one to break it to you, okay, but you do. And I know that you said you're not really thinking about moving up in the draft this year, but there's a lot of receivers out there that, Matt Ryan might be thinking, hey, I'd love to play football with this guy. So what do you say? You move it in? 15, higher? Where are we thinking?
Mel Kiper? Mel fucking Kiper? Are you kidding me? What does Mel Kiper know? Why am I sitting here listening to Mel Kiper?
Hey, listen, I can send you my big board if you'd like to take a look at it.
That's amazing. How involved is Jim Irsay? Not answering.
He's not.
Last year, I asked you a question about a player. Turns out, he's available again.
That's right.
This year, he's even closer friends with the quarterback. There's a lot of there's a lot of veteran wide receivers out there, to Mad Mel Kiper's point. And in this draft, there's a lot of wide receivers. Is that an accurate read of this draft class, that there is a very deep wide receiver class? And do you think that this is just going to be the new norm? Because it feels like the last three classes have had incredible wide receivers quickly, fresh out the gate.
No, I do. It's a new norm. With the way college football, as much as they're throwing the football now, all the no huddle, going fast, and everybody's throwing it. And then when you just filter it down to the high school level, all the 7-on-7, kids are exposed to a lot more in the passing game. So you're seeing wideouts come out. You're going to have them each and every year. And the real skilled kids are playing the position and developing really fast just because of the way they grew up catching and running routes and reading defenses. Just the Madden, playing Madden, kids today are so much more advanced than we were growing up in terms of their knowledge of the game, just because they're exposed to everything. With Madden football, you got all 22, you got access to everything. So I think that attributes to the fact that you're going to have more and more skill position players each and every year.
Chris, I know that people try to say when they're drafting, they say, we just take best available, or other people claim that we try to work it into what we need on our team. I would imagine a balance is best. Do you have any kind of philosophy?
We all say that crap. We all put it out there. We all do. Look, if here's what we think. So, if we think there's a special player and he's above a need, then we're going to take the special player. But if it's even, then we're going to take the need. So there's got to be a real line and real difference between the two for us not to take the knee. And sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
Chris, we can't thank you enough for joining us. We'll let you get back to your work. Sauce Gardner just got selected to the Jets and went the wrong way to the stage. So I don't know if that's good news or not, but it'll all work out. Chris, good luck.
He's got a sweet chain.
Yeah, he does. Hey, do you
It's a
look
sweet
at
chain.
Hey, do you look at any of that stuff? All that because when he showed up with the Sauce chain at the combine, I was like, okay, that's a corner that I fucking would like on my team. I think hey, that's a guy. You have to think about all that stuff when you're evaluating a player, though, right?
Hey, as long as they like to play, and as long as they like to work and they like football, I don't care what they wear. They can wear whatever they want.
What about a belt buckle? What about a belt buckle?
That's okay. I'm in the belt buckles. I used to have a bunch of belt buckles.
Did you earn them on a board or did you buy them?
Oh, no, I didn't earn them.
Yeah.
My wife earned them. My wife earned them.
Hey, respect. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, General Manager of the Indianapolis Colts, taking time out of the war room. Tell the boys we said good luck over there. Chris Ballard. Thank you. All right, thank you, Chris. That was awesome. That was incredible. Excited to see them trade into the first round for sure. It sounded like.
Yeah, they are.
Right
for
towards
sure.
the end, it sounded like they're definitely moving in tonight. That'll be hour 10 tonight. Darius Butler, Derek Stingley Jr. goes, and then now Sauce Gardner goes. 2 corners in the top 4. Fucking great for the position as a whole. What about Sauce, you think, is why the Jets... It was almost, hey, by the way, Mitt's pitching a perfect game right now. Sauce Gardner, a lot of plays, a lot of action, a lot of swag. I don't think he's ever really lost. This is going to be a great pickup for the Jets.
Hey, great! It should be a great pickup. Long, rangy, ran faster than I expected him to run in the combine. Just like you said, production. His production was off the charts. I don't think he gave up a touchdown in his entire college career, which is nuts. So I'm excited about him. Excited about Stingley too. Just seeing his pro day workout. Obviously, he missed some time there with that Liz Frank, but seeing that pro day workout, he looked obviously completely healthy, but smooth. And that type of body, being able to move around, coaches with egos, which they all have, they look at that and they say, hey, I can do a lot of shit. It's not too many dudes walking around like that. So both these guys should be special, man. Last year we had 2 in the top 10 with J.C. Horn and Patrick Surtain. They had excellent rookie years. Obviously, J.C. was cut short, but these guys should follow right up.
Sauce has a couple chains on. I don't know if Ballard's seen them all. He's got a house above his sauce, I believe.
Yeah, bottle.
Oh, it is a bottle.
Yeah, bottle.
Hot sauce. Sorry,
he knew where he was going.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to New York. This dude is awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, congrats, Sauce.
Yeah, there you go, Sauce.
Congrats, Aiden. Hey, congrats, Derek.
What, he didn't give a touchdown his entire career, right? Or
it's the last
Said 13 yards is the longest completion he gave up.
Hey, he played in some big fucking games there, too, at Cincinnati. They turned an entire program around.
Beat Notre Dame at Notre Dame, and obviously made the playoff this year.
The Jets, too, man. Okay.
I like he's long, too,
Oh,
D,
yeah,
but
the
you like
Jets.
that long arm guy. I like corners like that.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to get that ball, especially on those go routes. It's tough. That's tough for those quarterbacks to get it to those receivers. And he got ball skills. He'll come up and hit you. He literally checked all the boxes. Probably deserved to be the top corner off the board. But Stingley, like you see that potential. It was once those doctors gave him the green light. I mean, both of these guys are good top 5 picks, I think.
Just like Chris Ballard explained about the 7-on-7s and the Maddens and everything like that, it probably helps corners too, right? Because 1-on-1s are happening all the time, everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, and that was something that Stingley was doing as well. Even when when Jamar Chase, right before he went and set that year out, having those 1-on-1 battles with Jamar, 7-on-7, like you said, from the time these guys are doing it. 10, 11 years old, going around the country doing 7-on-7 tournaments. So it's absolutely nuts how ready these guys come in.
Hey, it's going to change the game, though. Like, it is transforming the game in a much better fashion. Faster, quicker, stronger, more athletic, smarter football players. Just everything seems to be happening in the skill positions because it's like, and I fall on this, and it's because of how shallow of a person I am, I think. But it's also great content. Like, you working on your hands and your feet is like great content in the content era. Like, if I was in high school, I think I would have fucking kicked more, caught more, throw more, just because I would have flexed all over social media with all of it. Like, I think that really is helping athletics. Honestly, I truly, because like workouts, things that we used to hate doing and cardio and shit, now like you can cut it into a fucking incredible highlight reel with one app, and it's like.
I think some people do. You can't fucking overdo it, though.
Yeah.
You got a kid. You don't want him, get a personal trainer at 10 years old, and you're going through all these specialized. I think the most important things for kids to do have fun and just
play
compete.
sports.
Just
play
compete.
sports, play football.
Yeah.
Play sports.
Play multiple sports, compete, have fun, lose, win, and then once you get to an age where you're like, all right, this is what the fuck I want to do. Now that's when you invest all that time. You just go into getting it specialized. But these kids are doing it right. You got the Oculus, got Lamar Jackson.
Hey, the Oculus is real too.
Yeah, that's right.
Amanda Serrano talked about it. The New York Giants pick is in. The New York Giants are taking Thibodeau out of Oregon.
Holy shit.
Congratulations to
Is Mitt
Kayvon.
perfect so far?
No.
What's that, pal?
What did Mitt miss? I feel like he's pretty close.
He missed Stingley to 3. He had Thibodeau.
So then he missed this one as well.
Correct,
But
he
they
had
were
it.
both in the first round.
Yeah, he had Icky going to the Giants. He's tied with everybody right now.
Okay, so good on Mitt. Mel Kiper, Thibodeau, a couple months ago, #1 overall pick. Then because he talks about, and this is a quote from somebody else, not from me, because he talks about NFTs and crypto and things on the internet. Old school football guys are, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? This guy doesn't like play fucking football, dude. What's he talking about? Fucking NFT? I don't need a fucking gift, dude. All right, I need a fucking football player. Some teams looked at it that way. A lot of teams saw that, this dude is a stud of a football player and probably going to be a pillar over there in the New York Giants that need help bad right now.
Yeah, I'd say so. Personally, I don't love the NFT garbage, all that other stuff, but I'll tell you what, you look at the tape and it doesn't lie. He's an explosive athlete, incredible base of power. He has a violent disposition about him. So what if, he might not love football? Big fucking deal. He's a great athlete. The one thing that you might say is a guy like that, I don't know, a lot of distractions in New York. I don't think that's going to be the case.
Shadows in New York City.
You're right. That's a good point. It is technically in New Jersey, but you look at this guy, he's just too good of a prospect to turn
that
down.
Suit, man.
Oh, it's clean.
Oh,
clean.
Wow. He's got that thing.
This guy's fucking jacked. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know who's on stage with Roger because we don't have the sound, but this dude, great athlete. We're talking about
stud.
And I think the way he was being chatted about it as if he was the superstar of this class.
Bullshit.
What's that?
That was bullshit. I didn't like how they were doing him.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were trying to. I didn't like it. I mean, he's a super confident guy. Obviously, that rubs people the wrong way.
He's a fucking professional athlete.
He's a blue chip athlete. Was the #1 prospect coming out of high school. Went to Oregon. Obviously, had some ups and downs, but he could have easily been the #1, #2 pick coming in the draft. Obviously not polished, but I think he gets with a guy like Robert Mathis in the offseason. This dude could be an all-pro easily.
Hey, he's got all the tools. I hate that I didn't know this guy existed until I was watching the Combine. Then they were talking about him, in some of the interviews, people were kind of rubbed the wrong way. I'm like, why are they saying this publicly? This guy must suck or whatever. And then as the weeks roll on, they're like, this dude's into some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So he's not a shitbird though? Like is he like a turd or is he a fucking just into different stuff? And then we're learning as of late, he's just into different stuff and he's not scared to speak and he's an extrovert and stuff like that. It's and him and Roger Goodell have a fucking handshake.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I love this guy. I don't know why he dropped. Good for the Giants, AJ Hawk.
Yeah, good for him. But remember,
look at this dude, Jack. Are you kidding me? I fucking love this guy.
Where are you at right now? I feel like I'm way delayed.
Bro, there's a 4-foot tall guy up there with the Giants. I have no idea who it is. Roger Goodell is in the middle. He's on the other side. In Thibodeau, and first of all, Thibodeau and Roger Goodell had a fucking handshake. Okay, it was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, had a full hand
custom.
Yeah, the whole thing. And then him and the Giants representative just had a full in each other's faces. I love this guy, AJ.
Yeah, he seems awesome. But I was saying, Myles Garrett, remember when he came out, he writes poetry. He was a different dude too. He wasn't coming out banging his head off the wall, acting like he was the ultimate meathead. He was like a deep thinker kid too.
I don't know. Yeah. If they can play fucking ball, and Mad Mel said earlier, he said, which by the way, we do not know if Mad Mel's analysis is accurate, and that should be remembered because it is.
True.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Mad Mel.
Well,
just look at the guy, please, Foxy.
Pretty fucking accurate if I don't
that's
say
what
so
I'm saying.
myself.
We don't know if he's accurate or not in what he's saying about not loving ball, but who gives a fuck, by the way? I actually had to tell a coach this in the NFL, and he was talking about a guy, that guy doesn't love football, he just loves money or whatever. He likes what comes with football or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but he shows up at every meeting, he works, if you tell him what to do, he'll do it. Mm-hmm. If he plays well, guess what happens? He knows he gets more fucking money. Who cares?
cares what they're motivated by? This guy might get cut next week, and he'll be on another team the week after that, and the week after that. It might be difficult for this guy to be like, hey, fuck it, I'm here for the Colts, like all in. If he's just here for money, okay, utilize that to motivate him and be like, hey, you fucking get around the edge here. You get 9 sacks this year. Guess what? You're rich forever. just fucking go ahead and do it. Whatever the people's motives are, I don't think that matters. That's why when I start hearing people talk like that, I'm like, oh, it sounds like they're just making excuses for why they don't like somebody. You know what I mean?
It's an excuse. It's absolutely an excuse. Great coaches, great leaders do that, though. They find out what motivates people.
Yeah, find out what makes you tick. But if I'm taking the guy, especially 5, I want you to. I mean, it doesn't have to be 365, 24/7. Nothing's like that. But you gotta love the game.
Because you think if you love the game, you're more invested. You're watching more film. You're showing up.
It's gonna get hard. It's gonna get difficult. I think when you get that that's when you get kind of like some Ben Simmons situation. I think he likes the lifestyle and what it brings. But then once it's different.
Listen,
it's different.
We are sorry that Thibodeau's name is roundabout in the conversation right now with Benjamin Simmons, both representing the New York tri-state area.
That's right.
Sure. And by the way, we hope Ben Simmons comes back. Hey, hey, Ben, hope you find a hypnotist, pal.
Good luck, Benny. You can do it, Ben.
Stop being a chicken shit.
Oh, easy.
Well, yeah, hey, sometimes you got to call it like you see it. Guy needs to stop being a chicken shit and play basketball.
All right. Well, he has a mental hurdle he can't get through.
Makes sense, though.
Hey, that is a tough situation. It's a draft spectacular.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons.
Sorry about that.
Ben Simmons is not needed.
He's jacked, though.
Thibodeau's pumped to be a Giant. Thibodeau had to have heard everything. If he is an extrovert and he is into other shit, he heard everything that everybody was saying. Let's assume he's coming in with another chip on his shoulder. I'm excited to watch him, and I think he broke his custom tux with a slap. I do believe one of the red gems came off. He's powerful.
I was going to say, that means he loves ball. And look how different this draft is compared to last year. There hasn't been one offensive guy. Last year, the first 5 picks were all goddamn offense. Until now, maybe.
Now, this is where the cookie crumbles.
Yes, it is.
A.J. Hawk. The Carolina Panthers pick is in. In every mock, there was a quarterback going to Carolina. Then Albert Breer wrote an article and said, look for them to maybe take a tackle and then maybe handle the quarterback situation later. Then another report came in that the Baker Mayfield trade wouldn't happen until after the draft to see what took place. Everybody assumed that was with this pick right here, AJ. What are the Carolina Panthers going to do? A.J. Hawk.
Well, I have no idea who they're actually going to take, but I do not think they take a quarterback here. I think they would love to trade out, but they couldn't find anybody.
The pick is in. The pick is in. I think D-Butt got the same update that I got, unless he is actually.
Oh, no, I didn't.
The Carolina Panthers, with the 6th pick in the NFL draft, are taking offensive tackle Icky Ekwonu.
Wow. Holy shit.
Atta baby Icky. Congratulations, Icky.
Shreg's giving you the info?
I believe there is one person on Twitter that gives us a lot of information. It's going to be hated by every other insider if I am accurately reading the tweets that are coming into our group text. They're only coming from one person, and they're coming before everybody else.
There's a couple people that do that on Twitter.
You are correct.
No, everybody else, remember, you heard Shregs, you heard all the other insiders. They're yelling at Shams. They're like, hey, everybody can do this, is what all the insiders say. We can do this. Let's just enjoy the draft or whatever. One up and coming, hungry motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Said, I don't think so. If I got the information, I'm going to say it. Shout out to Ari Mirov at My Sports Update.
Love that guy.
Going away.
Ari said, I was fucking selling mortgages a year and a half ago. I hated my life, okay? I pay attention to the internet all day, every day. The Panthers, number 6. Pass on a quarterback and take North Carolina State offensive tackle Icky Ekwonu. Carolina's next scheduled pick is at number 137, so the veteran quarterback market could be where they're looking at. Ekwonu is regarded by most as the safest pick in this draft. Got to meet him at Radio Row. Fucking cool dude. Very cool dude. I think he's repped by the same people that are repping Aiden Hutchinson, so congrats to them having 2 of the top 6 picks in the NFL draft and probably more.
Let's go.
He's in Carolina, right? NC State stays in Carolina. If this guy's a pillar tackle for you for the next fucking 15 years, it's a home run. If not, they feel like it's at least some protection for whatever quarterback they're going to have. I'm happy for this guy, D-Butt.
Great pick. You got a premium pick in the trenches. Obviously got to get a quarterback back there. I don't think Sam Darnold's the answer.
He's 18
$16.5 million.
Oh, you love Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you're a Sam Darnold
Yeah,
guy.
from the beginning.
Yeah, you
from
love
the
him.
before you wore any of these suits.
They better fucking do everything they can to get another quarterback. I mean, absolutely everything.
What about Baker?
Sam Darnold just cost Daniel Jones $22 million. But yeah, you got to get a quarterback. Baker, Baker will be an upgrade from Sam Darnold for sure. Jimmy G would definitely be an upgrade. But we'll see. We'll see. This big time pick though.
So now that the quarterback didn't go there, where will the quarterback go? People are saying like 16, 17. Isn't that what it was?
Tony, I think you said the stat is if he doesn't get picked in the top 3, he falls till 20 or 18 or
17,
something.
I think like if you look at it, Seattle may be the next spot.
Saints at 12.
Saints
Yeah,
are at
that
12?
was picking
Yeah, they
up.
got Jimmy Winston.
Saints
don't
are
They
at 12.
trade up to 12?
No, they got 2, don't they?
No, yeah, but they're at
Trade to the
16
middle.
and 18, I believe they are.
Yeah, remember they made a trade to get to the middle of the pack.
with the Eagles.
That's what Move the Sticks told us today. He said a lot of people think Saints are in for a QB.
At Bubba Gumpino back there looking fresh to death.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Gumpy, your hat game's strong.
Yeah.
The Hammer Down boys got great hat game.
You don't mess around.
His art, you don't mess around at all. Especially not on Draft Spectacular night. I'm fucking happy for Icky, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because there was a lot of conversation about who's the top tackle, who's not the top tackle. I don't think Icky was in the top 10 for a lot of people's big board like a week ago. And then Evan Neal was the top one, then he slipped out. Then Cross was up there for a bit. It has been a fascinating tackle market for the last 2 weeks. What's real, what isn't? Icky's a fucking Panther at 6, and there's still no quarterback drafted yet.
I was reading about Icky the other day. Apparently, out of high school, his brother was a 5-star, and he has a twin brother, I believe. And a lot of the schools were coming to recruit Icky just to try to get his brother. And NC State did not do that. That's why he went to NC State. And now he ends up obviously going way over. I don't even know if his brother's getting drafted.
Hey, super duper clean dap with me. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see what he does with Goodell here.
Great suit.
You mentioned it. I mean, this has got to be maybe the steal of the draft thus far. I mean,
You
this guy.
think?
Oh my God, he jumps off the tape. He's an absolutely unmissable product. Like you said, we saw him in person. Massive fucking pooper on this guy. Okay? Reminds me a lot of Alexis Texas in her prime. So, when I saw that, I said, Jesus Christ, this guy is a franchise tackle that's going to be protecting your guy for years to come.
But he also had that athletic build, too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, he looked very casual. Like
He's a dancing bear, and I'm not talking about the videos that you've probably seen on Pornhub and all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Matt Mel, you all right, dude? Pumpkin pie and smashing balloon?
Well, like I said, you lead up to the draft process, and sometimes these tapes tend to blend together. You got to mix things up a little bit, a little different flavor.
Go ahead, Tone. What were you going to say about Icky?
They were saying that he is by far the best run blocking tackle and offensive lineman in this draft because he is just ginormous, and once he gets on you, you're done.
And look how athletic. They're showing film of him right now. A mauler in space. He just locked up a safety, squared him up, and threw him. AJ, what a freak show athlete this guy is.
Yeah, he can. I know he can play guard too if he has to for some reason. So yeah, he's super athletic. I feel like he started playing football late too in his life. He's one of those guys that's. I don't know if he grew late or whatever, but I know he's very, very athletic.
Pro Football Focus, Darius Butler's organization graded him at a 93.8% run grade. Run block.
Pretty damn good.
Connor, your thoughts, pal?
I mean, McAfee. This is perfect for him.
Yeah.
That guy loves running as fast as he can with his head down into defenders. So.
Hey, is he going to fucking chill out this year or not?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know if you can take away the guy who's driving the car who loves car crashes,
Fortunately, he's going to have great 6-7 games. And
Dude, who was on? It was him and Carson.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow after his first year, but he learned. I heard him in a mic'd up say, I'm not getting hit by you guys again.
Done with it.
Carson Wentz says, nah, hit me again. And then Christian McCaffrey, he fucking explodes into collisions. And it's like, it's incredible to watch. It's amazing to watch. He took over that team from Cam Newton. I remember just a few years ago. He's an electric factory. Generations of athletes in his family, like historic athletes in his family almost, to create this beast that is Christian McCaffrey. If he can stay healthy for a year, which I don't see how it's possible for the way he runs. I don't. In a physical contact sport at running back, I don't know how he ever makes it a full season. That team, I mean, Tepper's going to spend all the money. Christian McCaffrey's a guy that you want to kind of build around, I guess. They need a quarterback bad, though.
Need a quarterback bad. Invested a lot of assets on that defense side of the ball. A lot of picks, a lot of draft picks. Obviously, get J.C. Horn back healthy next year, but C-Mac's got to stay healthy for them to have a chance. They were a completely different team once he went out of the lineup.
There's zero chance of him remaining healthy. You hear me?
He's got to, man.
No way. There's no way.
It's too hard, I think.
He does.
Yeah, and you mentioned Tepper. Rules kind of.
What?
The pick is in.
Excuse me?
What happened?
What the fuck was that?
What did someone hack us?
What the hell?
Are you serious?
What's going on?
All right, we'll see that again. We'll see that again. I assume at some point. Okay. Last year was the grill. Remember the grill? We got sick of the grill 3 picks in. So Foxy saved that one for fucking pick 7. Smart. Smart back there, Zito.
Baby.
Smart back.
Good work, gentlemen.
I think I've done cocaine with that, man.
Nick is dressed up like Johnny Yinzer Depp right now in court deposition. He looks amazing. This should be you every day, by the way.
Thank you.
The Giants select Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal at 7. So back-to-back tackles taken. This was at the beginning of it. The top 2 tackles, it was Evan Neal. Then it was Icky. Then it was Icky and Evan Neal. Then Evan Neal was moved out and Cross was moved in. Then Icky was moved out and Evan Neal and Cross were the top 2.
Look at that guy.
Dude, the jumping split
Are you serious?
AJ, the jumping split he did on the internet a couple weeks ago, dude.
Look at his arms.
Yo.
Good luck.
You mean like 370?
You mean the legs attached to his arms?
Freshman in high school, like 370, I think he said.
Jesus.
Saw him sit down with Jeff Schwartz.
He's huge. 6'7.5", 337.
Put together, too.
AJ, this is that new league that you would never get a sack on out around the edge.
Get a sack. I mean, I'm just running away from this guy. I don't care.
Yeah.
Jeez.
His head's almost hitting the fucking thing.
Hey, do you like the? Have you seen when they go out here and they grab their hat? They have a mirror to like put it on
to check themselves.
Yeah,
nice.
Each hat has a box that has a mirror on. It's kind of nice,
bro. It's about time because some of those hats look slow.
Uh-huh.
Especially this guy's head.
Jacket tone.
Oh, are we wearing the?
No, do you guys? Do you have the same jacket on?
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys!
Wow.
Beautiful. How? What is that? A fitted hat? He's gonna be wearing a 9.5.
No way. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that thing's 10.5, 10 3/4. There's no way you're finding a cap that big.
Hey, congrats, Evan.
Nice job, Evan.
Baby Evan.
First Bama guy.
Hey, first Bama. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Hey, roll Tide. Roll motherfucking Tide.
Roll motherfucking Tide.
Whoa, Mad Mel.
Like the Tide.
Hey.
It's a factory. What can you say?
Here's the stats. He's massive is his first stat. Second one, he's an anchor. Okay. And then his third one, position flexibility. But not just, left tackle, right tackle, I assume is what they're chatting about. He has the ability to jump up and do a fucking split and land on boxes or whatever. It is majestic to watch some of these modern athletes. 6'7", 3 what?
337.
Him and Jordan fucking Davis are standing on the same football field together. Think about that, dude.
Insane.
That's unbelievable.
You know what those big guys, what they can do that separates them, like the elite dudes, like Takatari. He's like 6'7", however tall he is. He can sit there and block everybody, but that dude can sit down on a bull rush like 3 yards back. He can sit down and sink his hips and stonewall people, and that's what you have to do to be like that next tier, I think.
Well, that's the thing about us great tackles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, AJ?
Yeah, let's see it.
You gotta be able to fucking...
Oh my goodness, I didn't see the bottom part yet.
What's that?
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What are we fucking in the
Hell?
talk
Boots and shorts.
Excuse me?
Just go.
This
All
guy.
right.
What are we doing?
I'm already fucking beating you in the head game, pal. You ain't doing shit against me attack. Hey, whatever. There it was. He just fucking did the jump split. Right? How this motherfucker?
Jesus.
6'7", 3 fucking 30. Unbelievable. But you gotta do that pass, so you gotta stay square. Head, and then you anchor that fucking ass and dick down, AJ, and then you fire those heads.
Hell yeah.
No, what I'm saying is you got to be able to anchor once the guy already gets his head in you and he's bowling you. You got to be able to sit down and stop him.
No, that's why you use your fucking hands, AJ.
He would never make it.
Bang, bang, boom! I walk up the goddamn head.
He's already into your body, though.
No, I took the fucking ride down and I said, get off of me! Bang!
Yeah.
AJ.
Okay.
That's what this guy does well.
Fair enough.
Uh-huh.
We were watching film on Mad Mel. Is that an accurate depiction of what that guy can do?
Yeah, that's an incredibly accurate description of what this guy can do. Again, plug-and-play player from day one, no question about it. It's funny you mentioned being an anchor and whatnot. A lot of people are actually saying, GMs, executives around the league, saying Aiden Hutchinson didn't go #1 overall because people saw you wash his ass down at Radio Row, and that was a lot of question marks for a lot of people.
Boom, AJ! Take one! Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I really hope that his family would probably be pretty upset at you. I'm sure his mom and dad would be pissed if they knew that you ruined his chance of going #1.
I couldn't even fathom what the fans
and what the family of Aiden Hutchinson thought right there at Radio Row. And I fucking just wash his ass down. What was it, a half a second or something?
Oh, yeah, half a second. You kidding me? You did the guy a fucking favor. He's going home.
Doug Peterson was wearing his fucking little visor on the other side, and he was like, well, fucking ain't taking that guy. You don't have to sell me. I apologize. But that's what I do whenever I practice that pass set for nights like tonight. I practice that pass set for when I'm on a stage with Aiden Hutchinson. When Cam Hayward, future Hall of Famer, guess what? Not against me, pal. We just picked up fucking 20 on him inside.
That's right. Yeah, see ya.
They're picking me up with their left hand and driving me. Who cares? I got the block. Guys
matter.
gone. Jonathan Taylor just scored a fucking touchdown. Welcome to the NFL.
Move the sticks, baby.
We have a, is this a fan reaction or a, so it's not a, it's an acquaintance, right? Yeah, okay, so it's not a fan. So the boys actually, this is my first time seeing this. This is my first time seeing these. The boys actually did research before this draft spectacular. They actually caught up with an acquaintance of
Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. Yeah. Before the draft today. And this is what we were told about Evan Neal.
Woo! I knew it! I knew he'd get drafted. We all did. He's the best. First round pick. We both said it. I mean, look, this guy, he drinks, okay? 3 cases in one night. Didn't even get drunk. Who cares? He's still the best. He's
Evan Neal.
Guy can hammer booze.
He's going to win the, we said it, MVP. Okay. How about it? Congratulations. I got to go. We're already party. Sorry.
Was that guy at the draft party?
In Vegas, I think.
Yeah, he was
He's
there.
from a Vegas club, I assume, just because they're already, all his boys are out there probably ready to go.
Did you know that guy?
No, I've never seen that guy in my entire life.
Is that what it meant? That he was at a Vegas party? That's what that was?
Who found that guy? Who did the research? Because I know
That
this
man has certainly done cocaine.
Nick did the research.
Yeah, I assume he just sent it to
I feel
Nick.
like Nick did the research on all these.
Nick, Johnny Depp's been on trial for 76 hours. There has to be something other than cocaine he has talked about through that entire thing.
It's true.
Xanax, Adderall.
Yeah,
Xanax, Adderall.
he does have a
You name
case, property of JD with a lot of pills in it, so he's
Several
been talking
pills.
a little bit about that.
I was fascinated to see how the acquaintances of the draft picks was going to go, and now we learned.
Yeah.
AJ, I've not seen that before. That was the first.
So there's more coming up?
Oh, yeah, they've done a lot of research.
What are you talking about? There's a lot of draft picks.
Whoa!
Those veneers.
The pick is in.
Okay, we don't even know who's on the clock right now. The Falcons. Oh,
whoa.
Drake London.
Okay.
Wow. The Atlanta Falcons select Drake London. Everybody had them picking a wide receiver because Calvin Ridley had a 12-game parlay. Had to get it off.
Yeah.
Had to get it off.
right.
Obviously got suspended for an entire fucking year from it.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Julio Jones no longer there. Kyle Pitts is one of their only options. They bring in Drake London. There was quite a conversation about who the top wide receiver was in this draft. Drake London out of USC wins. Tone Diggs, you had something to say, I believe. On TV, they're saying this dude's catch radius is absurd.
Yep. So watched a little bit of the tape today. He is a ginormous human being. He kind of reminded me of Vincent Jackson, if you remember Vincent Jackson from the Chargers and Bucks, I believe. Huge guy, fucking huge guy. He actually, after the catch too, like very tough to talk. 6'5", I believe, if I remember correctly. He will run over DBs. He's you could basically throw it anywhere in his area, and he's going to come down with it.
The interesting thing about his stats, as we watch a highlight of him jumping over a corner, and then from high school, 360 windmill.
Shit, that was pretty nasty.
Oh, they said 540 dunk. I don't think that was 540 there. That was like a 360 windmill, but
we're cheating.
I mean, call it whatever you want to fucking call it. It's only up from here, says Drake, as he is obviously posting the Drake Champagne Poppy. What's that building called there in Toronto?
I believe it's the CN Tower.
Oh, the 6. Views from the 6. Drake, that's clever. Big body. Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons have had a lot of big bodies at wide receiver.
Yeah.
It's almost like they have a type down there. Hey, listen, we want big motherfuckers who can move. Drake London appears to fit the part. Pro Football Focus says he forced 22 missed tackles on receptions in 2021, and he missed the last 4 games with a bad ankle, so that probably would have gone up. This dude's a yak guy, too. I didn't expect him to be the number 1 guy off the board, though, because people are saying the top of the route can't get open. I don't think he has to, AJ.
Well, I mean, if he's 6'5", what is his wingspan? It's crazy. So the whole catch radius, all that terminology they love to use. Yeah, 50-50 balls. I would imagine this guy's pretty good at that.
So Mariota's a quarterback down there, right?
That's right.
Mariota, we saw him in that one game when Derek Carr blew out his groin and hip and everything.
That's right.
drop it on a dime to Darren Waller. Now he's got a guy he can go back shoulder with if he has to. Put it absolutely anywhere. Congrats to Drake London going top 8, dude. I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, him and Kyle Pitts, both probably unbelievable, red zone targets. And I think they did the Drake quote because Drake actually put like $400,000, I think, on him to go be the first wide receiver drafted. So it's a little bit of a connection.
Hey, Drake's got a hot hand.
Yeah.
Drake's got a hot hand. Hey, Drake. Hey, Drizzy, if you're watching, hey, Drake. Champagne Poppy. What's good, dude? Hope the views from the Six are great. Seen on the internet you just bought like a $53 million estate in Los Angeles, too. Seems like you rented out Los Angeles Dodger Stadium for a date one time. You're fucking gambling on roulette and winning, and you're gambling on NBA and winning. You're gambling on the NFL and winning. Why don't you try to get in this fucking game, Drake?
Yeah.
Use the hashtag PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular and go ahead and tweet your cash tag from Cash App, how many peanut M&Ms you think are in this bin, and also say something nice to somebody.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Simple enough.
Yeah, just say something nice to somebody because the Draft Spectacular. The bin is rather large.
Yeah, I assume someone went out and bought that and just filled it up, and they're probably going to be pretty damn close.
What's that?
I'm
that's
assuming
kinda smart.
Someone went out. You said,
Why is he doing it?
Hey, as soon as you said that, that was my first thought. Oh, someone's already on the way to the store.
No, well, it's going to be hard to find this bin.
Yeah, you got to get the exact container.
Yeah, that's why we covered the bottom. Is it a false bottom or not, huh?
Oh.
Speaking of false bottoms, Johnny Depp, how much cocaine you think you could put in this fucking thing here, blow, pal?
I could certainly hold a meticulous amount of cocaine.
All right.
Step size.
So guess what's in there? If you get it right, you will win the Grand Champion prize of $15,000.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
If you're right, and there's other people that are right, you'll be randomly selected from the right people to win the $15,000. If you do not get it right, you'll be automatically entered with an effort to enter this into winning maybe a Callaway driver, an Oculus, a PS5, a fine and dandy.
Like the agent.
I can hear Mad Mel doing the what?
A massage chair. Maybe Mad Mel wins, by the way.
What? Could probably use one.
And if you don't win one of those, we're also giving 50 people $500. So go ahead and enjoy, a nice little Twitter giveaway. Guess how many peanut M&Ms are in this thing? And I can't wait for somebody to have to count this tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fun. Hey, better than last year. At least they won't be soaking wet.
Yeah, last year we put them into a wet Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
And it turns out when you get a peanut M&M wet, not good.
No.
Not good at all.
Chocolate candy coating comes off pretty quickly.
I believe we also have 100,000 people watching.
Holy shit.
Whoa. I think we have 100,000.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, we do?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well over.
Oh, congrats to us.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Not bad.
114. Here we go. Let's keep this thing going. Since we just hit 100,000 concurrent viewers, right now, if you use hashtag PMS SeatGeek Spectacular 100K and send us a screenshot right now, you'll be automatically entered into winning 2 tickets to the NFL opener at SoFi Stadium.
Whoa! That's sweet.
We'll also toss in flight and hotel.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, 2 tickets to the opener since we got 100,000 concurrents right now. 2 tickets to SoFi Stadium with flights and hotel. Now, the flight will be the flight. The hotel will be the hotel. Let's not get crazy. We'll probably end up just giving you money, actually, for you to kind of set
Figure
it all
it
up.
out.
You get it. But 2 tickets since we hit 100,000. If we keep climbing, we will continue to give away more and more tickets from our friends at SeatGeek, the #1 ticket buying platform on planet Earth and the moon. Tom Diggs, can you tell me about the gambling that has been happening? Have the books won or lost? Because it feels like kind of predictable, but then also some real different shit going on here early.
I can absolutely tell you about that, and hopefully California, when they fly out there, whoever wins that SeatGeek thing, you don't have to wear a fucking mask anymore.
That's Jesus. All right, thanks.
Everyone knew Trevon Walker was going to go #1 in the last few days.
Fauci said the pandemic's over, didn't he?
That's right.
He did.
In the United States.
Okay, listen, I don't want to be any false misinformation on this program.
No.
And false misinformation would be actual information. So what I'm saying is I don't want any misinformation on this program.
The pandemic's over, right?
I mean,
Fauci said
it's coming from the horse's mouth.
Hey, we studied that.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, we did. A long time.
I still don't think you can trust Fauci, though. You watch him throw that goddamn first pitch out. You can't trust anything that guy does.
All right. Thank you, Mad Mel. We assume that was the case with you. But what is going on with the gambling out here?
So you could have got Trevon Walker earlier this week at plus money. That would have been nice. Aiden Hutchinson, you could have got plus money when the Trevon Walker news came out that he was going number 1. You still could have got Aiden Hutchinson at plus money at going number 2, which a lot of people do. Stingley Jr. going at 3. If you listened to the news this week and took him at first corner, it was plus 250. And going to Texans was obviously plus money there. Sauce was always going to the Jets. But the run of defensive players, I don't think anyone thought, like, a lot of people had tackles going in the top 5. So if you had a tackle going in the top 5, you definitely missed out on money there. So I think the books are probably pretty even right now.
Okay, let's talk about a tackle. The Seattle Seahawks with Geno Smith and Drew Lock as their quarterbacks. With the 9th pick overall, they take tackle Charles Cross.
Oh, Charlie!
Congrats to Mississippi State. Let's go Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Wish we had a cowbell we could ring. Offensive tackle for that quarterbackless team, D. But what do you think that means? Do you think they're in the veteran market all of a sudden, or Geno Smith, Drew Lock going to be the guy?
I think they got to be in the veteran market. But, I mean, they're in rebuild mode right now. So you got to rebuild.
Pete Carroll's 90 years old, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, just about.
Yeah, he's 70. So, I mean, it sucks for him. But they definitely you get rid of Bobby, you get rid of Russ, you get rid of those guys, you're a rebuild. So you got to go in the trenches. I think it's a good pick.
Anytime you draft a tackle, I think any football person will say, yeah, this is a smart idea to protect the quarterback. You always got to do it. AJ, 3 tackles now. The 3 that we thought were going to go early have gone early. Now what the hell happens? This is when we start dabbling into the territory of us not knowing who the fuck any of these guys are, AJ.
Yeah, so the Jets are on the clock right now at 10. So, I mean, everyone's waiting to see who the first quarterback off the board is, I feel like right now. Maybe the safety from Notre Dame comes off the board early, or he may fall towards the end because people devalue safety, I think.
We heard from Jason Glazer earlier in the night that he was boots on the ground.
That's right.
The Philadelphia Eagles are tracking towards Kyle Hamilton. Mad Mel, you did not agree with that at all.
No, yeah, I think that's a bunch of horseshit. Glazer, you guys know him. He's a fucking booze bag. He's probably knee-deep in hookers and cocaine out there right now. I can't see a world where Kyle Hamilton gets past Washington at 11. He's a player they really covet. He really is a day one guy. You heard from Sirianni a little bit earlier. We don't know if he's a dog, but he has a lot of dog-like mentality. So, yeah, I can't see Kyle Hamilton going to Philadelphia. Don't see him slipping past 11.
I saw that Seattle War Room on draft day. You know, when Kevin Costner was abusing their GM. Fleeced him. He did. He fleeced the hell out of him.
Big time.
And actually told him to his face, like, hey, you're a fucking punk.
He did.
Worked your
Calls
ass.
him a pancake-eating motherfucker.
Because in one of their meetings, he was actually eating pancakes.
That's right.
Yeah. So it was an accurate description of him. Ian Rappaport inside, as opposed to the outside shot he was supposed to have because of the wind conditions. He looks fantastic on there. D-Butt. Who's picking next? Who are the Jets taking?
Jets.
They were supposed to go Sauce and Cross. Remember, it was supposed to go Sauce and Cross because everybody had the whole, Chris Cross,
applesauce. I was Olave or Garrett Wilson. I'd be shocked if it wasn't one of those.
Yeah, Zach Wilson needs a weapon, right?
Yeah, get him some more weapons. Maybe Hamilton. Yeah, Hamilton and Sauce in the same draft.
It did just pop up. They're not expected to trade for Debo, so Debo probably staying in San Fran now because that was the other team that they thought he might go to.
Yeah, because Bob Saleh has the ties to Debo and knows exactly how good he is, and they were willing to go all in and be aggressive. But if they made a pick, obviously the 10th pick or their 4th pick wasn't involved in a trade, so they're probably not getting Debo. Move the sticks, best available. Wilson, Hamilton, Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson would be a good pick, too.
Hey, you know Coach JB fucking in the draft.
This fucking guy.
The pick is it.
The commissioner has some respect, dude.
That is not.
It looks like him.
The Jets will select Ohio State wide receiver Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Hey, good analysis here, Pro Football Focus. Darius Butler and Tone Diggs. Get ready for some Wilson to Wilson action. Oh,
that's pretty good. Not bad, Ari.
Hey, maybe get Tom Hanks' fucking volleyball involved.
Oh.
That's a video the Jets should have. Zach Wilson, throw fucking Wilson to Wilson. Boom. The internet loves it. The Jets are all the way back.
That's a great idea. Garrett Wilson, I'll tell you what, looked at his tape earlier today. Very explosive. Jumps off the page at you. Played in the Big Ten. I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff I was watching didn't look like anyone was really guarding him, but that's what happens when you're playing Indiana, Purdue every single week. I think he's going to be an absolutely dynamite playmaker, for Zach Wilson in New York. I love this pick.
Wow.
Hey, Ohio State's got some dogs at wide receiver,
yeah.
huh, AJ?
Yeah, I think we're going to see the receivers go now. Right? Jameson Williams, right? The Alabama kid.
Hey, let's look at some trends of this draft. Okay, DN, corner,
Sweet shades and suit.
tackle. Now that a wide receiver, what are we going to go on a run here? Drake London, then Wilson. Is Olave going to go next? What do we got? Because
Olave and Terry McLaurin on the same team.
Bro, is there going to be any trades either? Like, I'm getting fucking bored.
A lot of people do have Commanders next, either taking a wideout or a safety. So, yeah, Olave could go here. Kyle Hamilton could go here.
Hey, Garrett Wilson, clean suit.
Are you on NFL Network?
Said the next Devontae Adams, I believe.
Who or last? No, this was Julio.
Yeah, this is
the next Julio.
Yeah, and Olave was the faster Keenan Allen.
Saying this guy's the next Garrett Wilson's the next Julio?
Dude, this is Dan Orlovsky saying.
He's fucking 5'11", Orlovsky. What are you talking about? Not a chance.
You don't get it.
No. Well, apparently not. I don't think Orlovsky fucking gets it either.
He's bigger than that, right?
Hey, he was wearing a green suit today.
It was
looked
nice.
pretty damn good, I will say that.
Where is he right now?
Orlovsky?
Yeah.
Boozed up on wine. Remember we talked to him last year. He's blacked out drunk at the steak dinner.
The suit is clean.
He's not doing a show?
No, I think I don't know if he's on the show or not. He might be like Schrags Night 2 or whatever.
Yeah, he has 8 hours, I think, from like 6 a.m. to around 2 p.m. on ESPN tomorrow.
There's no reason for you to say that.
That's just what I've heard.
Hey, congrats to Garrett Wilson.
Oh, he did the OH.
Yeah, he did the OH.
I owe to Garrett, yeah.
Hey,
you know he didn't hear ya. That was to you.
Yes, we're on NFL Network. Dude, Chris Angel did his thing. Oh, did Chris Angel get the fucking...
How did I miss this?
Hold on, Chris Angel get the first 3 right?
I don't know. I didn't. Let me see.
Somebody check in
Need
on
an
Chris
Angel update.
Chris Angel showed up in the middle of the pre-draft.
Chris Angel.
Whoa.
Darius, he's freaking
Show him
people's
the park
minds.
bench
The
video.
hell did he just say?
D-Butt.
Do you know Chris Angel? That's our
He
era.
broke Roger Goodell in half and flipped his body around, his legs above his body.
That is not what happened. We were hoping potentially that he would redo his park trick where he was picking people, upper bodies up and putting them on other people's lower bodies in the park. We thought he was maybe going to do that to Roger Goodell. What we knew was going to happen was something was going to be dangling like he did in Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas while wearing football pads last season. He's back. The NFL brought him back. He had a suitcase that was locked shut, and then it was hanging above the ESPN draft show set, and he predicted the first 3 draft picks.
He did that today.
Yeah, we don't know if he was right, though. We saw him come out. He was not wearing football pants. He looked very professional. We thought he was great. What is your deal? You don't like Chris Angel?
That's what's up.
Here you go, Pat.
There has been a trade.
What?
Holy shit!
Here we go.
Whoa!
What the hell? Roger.
The Saints.
The Saints
Oh,
are
shit.
now on the clock.
Okay,
They made
what
an
are they
interesting
doing?
trade earlier in the offseason to move up into the middle of the draft while sacrificing a future first. It was an interesting move. Now they move up again ahead of the Washington Commanders, who go back. I mean, let's go. Saints have been making a lot of plays. If we do recall, the Saints offseason has been wild. They were $70-some million over the salary cap like 2 weeks or 10 days before the salary cap had to be done. They ended up being $30 million under the cap whenever the salary cap deadline happened. Able to shave off $100 million of their salary cap somehow. We have no idea. They bring back Jimmy Winston. Taysom Hill goes back to full-time tight end and gimmick guy, which is exactly what he is great at. Now they trade up into the first round here again. And what are they going to go with? This is fascinating.
Yeah, it might be the other Ohio State wide receiver. They might have liked both of them, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, if one's gone, we kind of have to go up and get
Pair
our
with
guy.
Michael Thomas, Ohio State wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also Alvin Kamara. I mean, you're setting...
Taysom. What if they take a quarterback?
Could
as
be a
well?
quarterback. They were on the list of quarterbacks.
I think they might be leaning towards Kenny Pickett here. Like, no
Whoa,
doubt. Every NFL team likes their quarterback to exude some sort of big dick energy. If you're leading a franchise, billion-dollar franchise, you absolutely have to do that. We've all heard about the small hands. I've heard from a couple scouts and executives that the small hands actually make his dick look much bigger. I haven't got eyes on it myself, but some teams do love that. And look for the Saints to possibly move up and get Kenny Pickett here at 11.
So when the Panthers
came up to Kenny Pickett at his bro day and he said, fucking hold that pigskin ball. Fucking flip that thing around in them gloved hands. You're saying the Saints did the same thing, but it wasn't a pigskin.
No, it's, hey, let's see your knob in your hand, and then we'll know, if you're the guy who's going to move our franchise into the next era.
Makes sense. Okay. Indoors, too, so the small hand's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, and also NFC South, a lot of warm cities.
Yep.
A lot of their schedule is in a very, favorable climate for somebody that does potentially not have as much grip as somebody else. Is he your top quarterback, Kenny Pickett? Honestly, the way Kurt Warner talked about him today, have you seen a Kurt Warner movie?
No, American Underdog?
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh, you're a fucking terrible person.
Wake up, D-Bud.
You're a bad guy.
It'll change your life, D-Bud.
D-Bud, you're a bad guy.
I think I'll pass on that. Well, I love Kurt Warner, though.
Okay, well,
But I saw it play out in real life.
No, you didn't. You have no idea.
Right, I didn't see him in the fucking grocery store. You're right.
No, not just. He was in the cornfield, dude. He was in the line dancing bar.
I must say, that was a phenomenal film. I would have loved to have been involved with that project.
Oh, no cocaine?
Not in a film like that.
Oh.
Anyways,
it's a distinguished film.
Bro, it was a Hallmark film. Like, I didn't know I was getting into a Hallmark film, okay? I ain't never watched a Hallmark film before, believe it or not. The dumbass that only talks about sports and tries to keep them up. So while I'm watching this movie unfold, I'm like waiting. I'm waiting for the football to come. I'm waiting. Yeah. Hey, when are we going on the greatest show on turf? Like, when's this happening? And we're getting in there. All of a sudden, feelings are starting to be had. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm starting to catch feelings for some of these characters. I'm like, what is this? I've never done this before with a movie. Because it's Kurt Warner, I watch all the way through. Fucking cried. Little bit of football, a lot of life. A lot of life.
Good football, too.
And when Kurt Warner starts talking about football, I have to respect it because that son of a bitch was playing for the Barnstormers, got sacked 30 times in one fucking practice. You hear me? His best friend speared him right in the goddamn lung.
That's right.
Yeah, that happened.
Did.
And then in practice, the coach said, do it again! And then his best friend was like, I'm going with the helmet this time.
Yeah.
Boom, took him out. This was in practice. This happened, all right? So whenever he's talking about football, I feel like he knows. He says the fact that the Pitt offense was so relying upon Kenny Pickett, his arm won them games, his arm put them in conversation. He was their offense. He trusts him to be the guy much more than any other quarterback. Has a lot more accurate passes, thinks his ceiling can continue to go, and he has that moxie and swagger. He talked about Desmond Ridder not having as good of an arm or as good of accuracy.
Good athlete.
Yeah, that whole thing. So he thinks Kenny Pickett's the top guy, and he said that like with authority. Nobody else has really done that, I think, in this entire draft class. It's like every quarterback is kind of talked about in the same conversation almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of those guys that stand out. So that's what it is. Malik Willis, with his athleticism, his arm, you can see the higher ceiling. But Pickett, I think they want to be the one that can go in there and start. But I'm not high on any of these guys, to be honest.
So with Jameis getting a little bit of money, is he would be the veteran that Kenny Pickett would learn from? Imagine Kenny Pickett doing those fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Genius.
That'd be
Need that.
awesome. Kenny Pickett, you know how you take your game to the next level? Fucking, you're bobbing against those things.
Yeah.
You're standing on you're
crab walking.
You're crab walking.
Uh-huh.
You're standing on the Bosu ball, and you're fucking catching carts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all the Jimmy Winston workouts. The Saints pick is in Chris Olave.
Wow.
Wide receiver. Ohio State goes to the New Orleans Saints. Michael Thomas.
Good pick.
Chris Olave is there. Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill. Jameis Winston is now getting a plethora of weapons to have success in the NFC South. Obviously, Tom Brady's back in there again. But the Saints appeared to potentially be dead from salary cap hell. Drew Brees retiring, kind of being in a transition phase. Now they are completely reloaded under the cap. And it feels like they got enough weapons to be able to keep up with anybody, bud.
I feel like this was the guy. This was like the top receiver on the board for a lot of the year until the draft process got underway. Then we saw him at the combine. They had him run like a 4.3 something low, and then they bumped it back up. But polished, really savvy route runner. Can control his speed in and out of breaks. I really like this guy.
Hey, Ohio State, how'd you guys not win the Natty, dude?
Yeah, what the hell happened?
What happened? Bad coaching on it?
They
Ryan
laid an
Day
egg
on the hot
against,
seat?
You kidding me?
What
Against
happened?
Oregon, yeah, they struggled against Oregon early, but Olave.
Oh, that was because the fucking band.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
And then
dun,
Michigan.
dun, bang.
That's right.
And Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan beat him for the first time in like 25 years.
Oh, yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall pick, just danced on their grave.
Yeah, running back.
Was that when he was doing the come here shit?
Yeah, he was doing the OH and then, a lot of that. Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson, welcome to my world, he said.
Yeah, they didn't play in that bowl game, that crazy bowl game, the Rose Bowl, where that one guy had like 350 yards.
Something Roger Goodell's coming out here with an.
Back-to-back
fireworks! The draft spectacular is getting
Okay, Raj. Thank you.
We get it, Roger.
Thank you, Raj. The Lions.
Whoa!
Holy shit! The Detroit Lions are making plays. They were at the end of the round. Now they have moved up from 30 to
quarterback?
12.
Has to be.
A quarterback right now. They're saying, listen, we've been waiting around long enough, haven't we? I mean, there's been a lot of picks here.
Wow.
The Panthers went. The Saints went. We didn't know. I'll tell you what, man. We fucking get up there, deuce, and get a goddamn quarterback right now.
Holy
we'll
shit.
give you a 7 if we can get up there. Everybody wants to get back. Let's do this. Mad Mel Kiper got to be a quarterback. Which one's it going to be?
Well, MCDC tends to do the unconventional thing. I wouldn't. I think we could see a guy like Carson Strong, who no one thinks is going in the first round, moving up to number 12 here. That would be very MCDC-like, but I would like that pick for those guys.
Okay, so they traded with the Vikings, obviously, that everybody had linked to Derek Stingley Jr. because the LSU defensive coordinator is now with the Minnesota Vikings. Then whenever everything got real hot with Derek Stingley to the Texans, I assumed that the Vikings started peeking around, seeing if there was any business to be had. The Lions doing due diligence, moving up here to 12. Has to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Has to be a quarterback. AJ, right?
I mean, I would imagine if you're going to trade up like that, it's going to be for a quarterback, but I don't know. Could it be for another receiver?
Zito has maybe it's for a weapon here. The Lions have traded with the Minnesota Vikings terms 12 and 46 for 32, 34, and 66. Okay, so you give up both your end of first round, early second round, and then what is that, third round?
Yeah, beginning of third round.
To move up. What's that all about?
They must love Kenny Pickett or possibly Carson Strong.
What if it's maybe Carson Strong?
Could it be Hamilton?
Is it Willis? Yeah.
You going to trade up that far to get Hamilton?
Probably not a safety, no.
I mean, let's bounce around with go back to Ian Rappaport's thing there. So they move up from 32 to 12. So, and then they also get a 46, which is probably right in, is that near the, no, I guess 51 would probably be between a 34 and 66.
But it's all about getting up to 12 for whatever they want.
Yeah, but the 46 is also a pretty good pick. I don't think they really gave up that much, right?
No, second round.
Because they get the 46 one as well on the other side there. So Detroit didn't have to give up much, but they did want to move all the way up here. In what position would you move for? You would think it would be a goddamn quarterback. Jared Goff got 1 year left on his deal? 30-some million?
Yeah, I think opt out after it. And they probably thought maybe the Saints were trading up for a quarterback, got a little nervous, and now they didn't take the QB that they wanted, so they decided to jump up now.
This is like when Jim Irsay told Chris Ballard, you really like that Jonathan Taylor guy, right? And we're 4 picks away or whatever.
Yeah.
Why are we even sweating all of these? Fucking get up there. And he gives up a 4th rounder and just moves up 4 picks. Let's lock in Jonathan Taylor. If they have somebody they love and they thought was potentially gone here at 11, why not pull the trigger? We don't lose that. Other than the 60-something pick, I think is the only thing you really lose.
Yep.
Which might be something, but they already picked it 2 and they got Aiden Hutchinson. What if the Detroit Lions are trying to steal the draft right now, Darius?
They gave up 32 and 34, right? They got to love whoever this is. 32, that's basically 2 more
first rounders. Here we go.
There it is.
Here we go. The Detroit Lions. Lions have traded up and will select Alabama wide receiver Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Have some patience with his recovery from a torn ACL.
Well,
and Detroit men might end up landing this year's top.
Damn, I feel bad for this guy.
If you remember, this is the guy that Kirk said that NFL corners would have trouble covering right now, and then obviously tore his ACL in the national champion. I mean, he's very good.
Okay, well.
He's used to winning a lot of games, too.
And if he, by the way, wide receivers are going. Wide receivers are going, and they're like, hey, listen, there's only one guy left that we want in the first round.
Yeah.
He's not going to make it to 32.
No.
Let's fucking go now.
Can we take it easy on the Lions, everyone?
Wow.
Right?
I kind of like
They
it,
wanted
Foxy.
their guy. They got their guy. You're not going to get him at 32. You're not going to get him at 34. So fucking trade those, and let's get our guy.
Is Goody asleep at the switch?
That's what I'm starting to think.
All the wide receivers are gone.
I really wanted Olave. He's gone. Jesus. I mean, hey,
Jameson's a stud.
time to go.
Okay, so let's go through this. Jameson Williams, who has incredible speed, right?
Very.
He's fast. Jameson Williams gone at 12. Garrett Wilson gone. Chris Olave gone. Drake London gone. Those were
the
top
4, and then there was a gap.
Those were the clear top 4 in the wide receiver in a very deep wide receiver market. Now, Chris Ballard did tell us earlier, and this draft is moving a lot quicker than I think years past.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God.
We appreciate pace.
We are moving.
We appreciate. I wonder if there was
Out there in Vegas, they got
Patty.
shit to do.
Yeah, you're right. You have a long night ahead of them. Early morning coming tomorrow. What were you gonna say, AJ?
Well, also, if Detroit knew they wanted to take Williams, they know Green Bay's in the market for a receiver, too. He probably would have gone to Green Bay if he was available when they were picking, too.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I'll tell you what, man. Let's get a guy that ain't gonna be able to catch
They were moving up.
If he goes to Green Bay, you got Aaron Rodgers. You're definitely going to be able to hit him. We don't know if we're going to be able to hit him, but we're going to get him. Jared Goff is the quarterback?
Yeah, he's a QB.
Getting
Now,
weapons.
Another trade?
Oh, shit. Fireworks all over the place. All right, we get it.
Why are we so far ahead of the TV, too?
Because we're fucking dogs, AJ. Here's the Eagles trade. They're on the clock at number 13.
Texans, they traded the Texans.
Kyle Hamilton.
So the Eagles have traded up. Oh
my God!
Jason Glazer called this in the pre-show.
If Glazer hits this on the head, I will stick a shotgun in my mouth and blow my brains out. This will be the last fucking time you ever see me.
If Jason Glazer, boots on the ground in Vegas that we talked to earlier, and we will run it again. We will have to run it again because earlier all hell broke loose when Jason Glazer joined us live from the Strip. I think he was at the Strip in Las Vegas. MCDC was at a Chuck E. Cheese. Lou Holtz showed up. Coach Sirianni was there.
Wow.
Mad Mel Kiper was in the conversation. And Mad Mel was the only one that refused to believe that maybe the Eagles are in the market of Kyle Hamilton and thinking about moving up. And here we have the Eagles moving up to pick 13. Mad Mel Kiper, this could be blowing up right in front of your face right now.
Yeah, this is nightmare fuel. This is the worst case scenario, no question about it. Then you look at the receivers who have been picked already, so it looks like the Packers are going to end up with a guy who none of the fans really want or are excited about. So that's great.
Whoa. Everybody's excited about Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
All the Johns.
I'm not talking about Kyle Hamilton. I'm just saying me personally. I'm looking at these goddamn receivers coming off the board, and I'm thinking, hey, everyone's talking about the Packers moving up and getting one of these fucking guys.
Yeah.
Okay, but like I said, I mean, if Glazer is right with this, if he's spot on, I might have to fucking take the rest of the night off. I don't know if I can fucking do it.
No, can't do it, Mad Mel. Can't do it. We have some of the terms here on this Eagles-Texans trade. 13 for 15, 124, 162, and 160. Okay, a lot. Okay, so they just gave up a lot in the back end here. They gave up their 15th pick just a couple picks later. 124, 162, and 166. So they wanted somebody. Jason Glazer reported before the goddamn draft, right here on this show, that he was hearing that the Eagles love Kyle Hamilton. AJ, you trade up 2 picks, give up a lot in the back end. What do you think and who?
Yeah, I mean, if they really been keen on Hamilton, as Jason Glazer told us before the show, then yeah, you don't want to lose him to somebody else. But man, I don't know. I think this may be for someone else.
Well, listen, I have no idea what's being talked about. Wide receiver Jameson Williams goes. Then immediately following that, who?
Eagles pick.
Before that was Olave.
Olave to New Orleans.
So is it all wide receivers as of late here?
Yeah.
It's 3 in a row.
3 in a row.
That's probably what the Packers were worried about.
So are we changing positions, or is there another wide receiver up there that maybe they were scared could potentially get plucked?
So I just looked at it. Obviously, they go from 15 to 13. They wanted to jump the Ravens. So obviously, they think there's someone at 14 who the Ravens were going to take that they wanted. The person who was mocked in every single draft to the Ravens, every single one, was Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis, 6'6", 381 pounds, runs a 4.8. If I, Pat McAfee, was the general manager for the Jacksonville Jaguars, or if I was Shad Khan and I created the bumper and I had a yacht that had a spa in it and I had a mustache that did this entire thing.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as I saw the combine videos of Jordan Davis jumping fucking 12 feet on the broad jump, sprinting casually faster than some fucking skill positions, I would have said, give me that fucking guy. I don't care about anything else. Now, he went with Travon Walker. Is Jordan Davis the guy that the Eagles trade up for?
Would make sense.
Albert Breer is now reporting that the Eagles are selecting Georgia D tackle, 6'6", 381-pound specimen of a football player, Jordan Davis, who's a dog, an absolute dog. Jason Glazer reported boots on the ground before the draft that maybe Kyle Hamilton, but instead, with every mock draft, as Diggs stated, stating that Jordan Davis was going to be a Raven. And in that defense, he would have been fucking awesome. Nick Sirianni and the boys in Philadelphia said, nah.
We got to trade ahead of Harbaugh. We got to go ahead and give up a lot on the back end, and let's get this fucking monster of a D tackle in Philadelphia. What a pick for Philly. I'm happy for him, man.
Yeah, absolute dog. No question about it. And like you said, maybe now people will consider taking into effect that Jason Glazer just ripped about 8 gator tails and has had, 15 to 16 cocktails. So maybe he's not the most, sterling picture of what's happening in this NFL draft.
Jason Glazer, obviously relative of Jay Glazer, trying to make it through the NFL Insider Game. D-Butt, whenever we talked about 6'6", 381, 4'8" earlier, upside huge. I guess the entire conversation about him last season was took some series off, some practices. I guess he didn't go all in. Now, granted, these are all things that are said just to make up excuses to potentially not like somebody. He was in his best shape, allegedly, for the Combine, and he showed out. Now that money's on the line, with everything, all of his potential, this could be the steal of the draft 15 years from now, Jordan Davis being a guy.
Yeah, those question marks are the only reason he's still on the board, especially after that Combine performance. That was probably one of the most ridiculous Combine performances I've ever seen by him in that big.
I mean, A.J. Hawk, right?
Sure.
He ran like a 4.4 or something like that, jumped 40 inches.
Yep.
In those white tights back in the day.
And he didn't last past 5.
Yeah, exactly. There's a white doing a lot. This fucking
need him.
Let's get this Ohio idiot, please. Let's get this guy at 5. Let's make him drive to Cincinnati 2 hours.
That's right.
Let's hop him on a plane. Let's fly him to Chicago. He's got to drive to fucking Green Bay. Let's introduce him in his big ass suit. And while he's here, he's gonna buy 4 houses in town and make them all into one.
Combine them.
Because that was the old CBA where he got all the money. Jordan Davis, though, could you imagine being that large, that fast, that athletic, and have that much potential, AJ?
No, I cannot envision that ever being for me, but I think it's an awesome move from the Eagles. If you're going to trade up like this, I've heard people say, oh, well, he doesn't play on third down that much. Well, guess what? He can play on third down. The dude is dynamic enough. You can put him in there to rush the passer. And what do quarterbacks hate? They hate pressure in their face up the middle, and so do all the interior O linemen. They do not want to face this dude.
There are guys whose best football is NFL-style football, and that happens on a very regular basis. I feel like he's going to be one of them. Now, he was on a packed defensive line, but it feels like he gets in the right system with Sirianni and that team. This is when he could truly blossom his entire football game. It's happened in the past to a lot of guys.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Like AJ said, you get pressure up the middle, and not only that, his bat down ability with how big he is, he's going to be hell on quarterback.
Oh, he's going to be blocking kicks.
Yep.
Fuck, probably not, actually. They were saying that about him. He won't. So, I mean, that's where we'll learn about him right there.
What, does he not play on field goal block?
No, he does. He doesn't give it a go, though. He just kind of stands there.
Yeah.
First extra point, we will see everything we need to see Jordan Davis, I think. That is honestly how I will judge him forever, because he could potentially block 10 kicks if he wanted to throughout the rest of his career, with how big and how athletic and how quick he is, which is really the biggest part of it. But on that D-line, playing all 3 downs, let's go, dude.
So talking about that D-line, Travon Walker, his tape was whatever. Jordan Davis, though, when you watch his, he does jump off. And then you pair him with Fletcher Cox, and you pair him with Hargrave, Javon Hargrave. And then also shout out Schrags. In his mock, he had the Eagles trading up to take Jordan Davis.
Oh, Schrags hitting a home run.
Yeah. I am very worried that Jordan Davis is going to end up murdering Carson Wentz, because if Carson tries to get away from him, Jordan Davis is going to break his fucking neck.
Jesus.
He's 380 pounds. If Carson tries to run, he might take his legs off.
Well, Carson ain't scared of that.
So what should Carson do?
That's what scares me.
No, but Carson doesn't know that guy's 6'6", 381. He actually doesn't want to know, because they told him, like, hey, Aaron Donald, best player in football. Carson was, save it, dude, okay? And then just in the game a couple of days later, Aaron Donald had him down for a sack.
Yeah.
And Carson said, I don't fucking know who this guy is. They were trying to tell me, oh, best player ever maybe. I'm still going to make this fucking interception throw.
Yeah.
And he planted his feet mid-tackle, turned side, was about to throw a pick, and then boom, sprained both of his fucking ankles.
Yeah, if he tries to do that with Jordan Davis, he will do a Chris Angel and take his bottom half off his body.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Carson ain't going to change, though. Carson's going to take that. And you know what Carson's going to do? He's going to say, hey, Chris, put the football pants on and fucking put me back together. I'm going out next series. Give me that guy's fucking lower legs. I'll get out there and do it again. But you're right. The NFC East just got very interesting, and the Eagles are fucking going for it with a bunch of dogs.
As long as Carson Wentz has his Lord and Savior on his side, he's not worried about anything, okay? I can guarantee that. So, I mean, let's not even worry about that, okay? If Jesus is on Carson's shoulders, he will be out there for the Commanders.
Okay. Well, we know that's the case. I mean, that ain't ever going to change. That ain't ever going to change. I mean, a lot of fireworks here.
Yeah.
And the biggest firework is that we're halfway through, and it's not even midnight.
And there's no quarterback.
Yeah.
True.
No quarterback
True.
has gone.
Looks like number 20 might.
Yeah, the Steelers might get Malik Willis.
Pick of the litter.
Hey, let's run the. No, let's not.
What?
Well, I don't know if we have it recorded. We put it out on Twitter. Did we have it able to be clipped? The Jason Glazer's footage from earlier?
Pulling it up.
He was wrong inevitably, but
He was wrong.
He knew that they were making plays. I mean, you just relax.
Hey, he took a great crack at it, you know.
Hey, where's Jay Glazer tonight?
He's
right now. He's probably got his head buried in between some hooker's thighs at strip
That's
club.
Jason
or something.
Glazer.
No, Jay, not Jason.
We're talking about his brother.
Oh,
Jay.
his brother? Shit, I haven't seen him. I don't know. I assume he's on boots on the ground as well.
Earlier tonight, before the draft began, we tried to get some information from Jason Glazer. All hell broke loose. He was wrong, but this is worthy of a listen, ladies and gentlemen, from earlier tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not work.
Shit.
I was intrigued to see how he quickly got that.
Yeah.
I did not think that was I did not think we had the technology to do that.
Pulled it up very quickly.
Very quickly. That was like
Impressive. Yep.
that was unbelievable. In my head, I'm like, there's no way that's going to accurately work. But here we are. Oh, Zito said, hey. Here we go.
Okay,
All right, we got
there it is.
This is from earlier tonight. He was wrong, but Jason Glazer, boots on the ground. This took place before the draft started. Literally everything that happens in the NFL, this man knows a week or two in advance. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go boots on the ground in Las Vegas. Jason Glazer!
This fucking guy. Kidding me? Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Really,
No
thank
problem,
you. I
Jay.
appreciate it.
Great to see you.
Pat, once again, thank you for having me back this year to the Draft Spectacular. This is my 30th year covering the NFL Draft, and there is nothing better. Hey, when it's in Vegas, too, no one's arguing. I love Vegas just about more than any other place in the world.
Yeah, we know you love Vegas, you absolute sack of
fuck you,
shit.
Kuiper, okay? We're not starting this shit, okay? We're not doing this yet.
Booze bag?
Jeez.
No, I'm not a fucking booth bag, okay? I'm not a fucking booth bag.
Yeah, you are.
But what I am is the best goddamn insider in the game. And what I'm hearing, boots on the ground, here in Vegas, from not only the hookers and the strippers, but from the NFL execs, is that the Eagles have interest in moving up their draft board to get Notre Dame safety Kyle Hamilton. They really love what he can do, that is the hottest story of the pre-draft process.
That's not fucking happening. You're talking about hookers and pit bosses. You don't know who the fucking Eagles are taking.
Fuck off, Kuiper, okay? This is happening. This is true. You know why? Because I'm here. You're not here because you're an unvaccinated fucker, okay? So I do know what's going on. The Eagles are moving up, and they're getting Kyle Hamilton.
You have no idea. No one fucking respects you because you're a complete sack of shit,
that's not
Glazer.
true. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Jesus. Well, hopefully you two can cool down a little bit. Let's get to somebody that might know. Notre Dame legend, what are your thoughts on Kyle Hamilton of Philly?
I'm definitely not surprised that Kyle Hamilton is linked to Philadelphia. And let me tell you why, Pat. First and foremost, thank you for having me back. You know how much I love coming on this.
No problem, Coach. We love you.
Kyle Hamilton is one of the best
He didn't even hear me.
captains to come out of Notre Dame, probably since Paul Hornung. And I think we all remember how good Paul Hornung was in the NFL.
Do we?
We don't.
So no, it doesn't surprise me that Philadelphia has the inkling to trade up and get Kyle Hamilton as a day one starter.
He's not a day one starter. He ran a 4.7 at the goddamn pro day. Might as well run backwards. He's not ready to play in the league, Coach. You're an idiot.
So once again, Mel, guys like you who have never had a fucking jockstrap on in their life think that 40 times mean everything. I'm here to tell you that they don't. Guys like you, I don't expect you to know because you never coached, you never played, you never did any of that stuff, okay? I am one of the greatest coaches in Notre Dame history. I'm one of the greatest coaches in college football history, and I'm here to tell you that Kyle Hamilton runs faster than my applesauce runs through my digestive system. Okay? He may be a 4.7, but he plays like a 4.3. I've seen it.
That's not the type of player they're looking for, okay? You got no fucking idea.
All right, Mel. I mean, let's cool down. We don't know what type of player they're looking for, but let's go directly to the source. Coach Sirianni, you legend. What type of player are you looking for? And is it Kyle Hamilton?
I want an absolute dog.
Of course.
Okay. What the fuck does that even mean? Is anyone listening to this asshole? Jesus.
Hey, That's what matters. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dog.
Of course.
Well, of course you want a dog.
Makes no
Everybody
fucking
wants
sense.
a dog. And I can tell you this guy is a dog. Now, granted, he's not as much of a dog as my little beautiful 30-pound Cocker Spaniel Melania. Now, that's a dog. That's a beautiful dog. You're in the market for a dog. I would highly recommend maybe getting a Cocker Spaniel.
We're talking about football players, not actual dogs, you fucking
He is
doofus.
a dog. I'm trying to tell you time and time again. I bet he eats kibbles and bits. That's how much of a dog he is. I mean, gee whiz, what's everybody saying this guy's not a dog for? He went to Notre Dame. Of course he's a goddamn dog.
This is fucking absurd. How does this guy keep getting fucking airtime every single year? Is anyone fucking listening to this idiot? Jesus Christ!
Oh, Mal, relax, please. I did not expect that, obviously. Boys, I'm so sorry.
Man, from the sounds of it, smarter than all you fucking doofuses, man.
Oh, shut the fuck up, MCDC.
What?
Jeez.
Hey, sorry. Hey, Sheila, we grab coffee?
What? I do not think Sheila Ford Hamp is getting Coach MCDC any coffee. Must have been some other Sheila. Mad Mel, I am so sorry. Here we go. We're back. That's from earlier. Amazing that you were talking about, not you, obviously. Jason Glazier was talking about, and the topic of conversation was Kyle Hamilton. Because as that was running, and we were potentially running to the bathroom.
Wide.
Maybe the vitamin shop.
Wide.
Maybe a liquor store.
Wide.
While we were doing that, the Ravens took Kyle Hamilton in the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft. Safety from Notre Dame is now a member of the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens were linked to Jordan Davis throughout all of the mock drafts. The Philadelphia Eagles, who always are looking for some dogs, traded up ahead of the Ravens, got Jordan Davis. Then Kyle Hamilton goes to the Ravens. And the next pick was Kenyon Green.
Whoa.
Kenyon Green was drafted after Kyle Hamilton to the Texans. And obviously, this is an offensive lineman. Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
He started at 4 different positions at the college he went to on the offensive line last year. And Texas A&M, he's an instant plug and play at Mad Mel. Isn't that right?
Yeah, no question. You look at this guy, he checks all the boxes. Big, strong, physical. He's got a mean, nasty streak. He's a real road grader. Let's be honest, the Texans need to get better at damn near every single position. So this is a great pick for them moving forward.
Hey, Lovey, okay, Casario, Pep Hamilton, Jack Easterby, the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, are all down there in Houston trying to rebuild that place. Offensive line's a good move. Hey, I will always appreciate trying to build your team through the offensive line. Do you agree on that or no?
You got to build through the trenches. Got to. If there's a guy available, I don't know much about this guy, to be honest with you, but I love what they did at the top of the draft with Stingley. But to go back a pick, that Kyle Hamilton pick, matching him up with Marcus Williams in that secondary.
You like that pick a lot, huh? Baltimore is always known for a great defense.
Yeah.
Why is that, you think?
It's part of their culture. Everybody I talk to that's been there, like you're playing Ravens football, kind of similar to Steelers. Like it's just how they're built. And to have two guys back there in the middle of the field that can be versatile, that can be running around, playing a run game, playing a pass game. Hopefully get Peters back healthy. Humphrey, they hit a home run with the guy at Penn State off the edge last year. Brought Calais back.
Damn.
D-Bud, I got a question. With Hamilton, though, didn't Hamilton run like in the high 4.5s at the combine? Does that worry you?
That doesn't worry me, man. You saw him on the
4.7?
film.
Bro,
You see him on the field. You see him move football speed. We've all played with guys who ran shitty times, but when you turn on that film, they pop off. So I saw enough of that on film. I'm not worried about it.
I can't wait to see him play football and his football speed. And Dr. Lou Holtz talked about that in that video earlier about Kyle Hamilton. In my ear, I'm being told a huge trade just took place. The Ravens have made a big trade, sending Hollywood Brown to the Arizona Cardinals. Source said Cliff Kingsbury will be joining us live from the War Room, probably in like 6 hours from now, because we thought this was flying by. I looked up at the clock. It's already 10. We're 2 hours into this. We're close to halfway. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. Yeah. But the Arizona Cardinals are getting Hollywood Brown. The Ravens have moved on. The Ravens have made a big trade. The Arizona Cardinals trade number 23 to the Ravens for 100 and Hollywood Brown. So now the Arizona Cardinals are using the number 23 overall pick this year, basically, to draft Hollywood Brown and add another weapon to that Arizona Cardinals team. Now let's chat about this because when DeAndre Hopkins got hurt for the Cardinals, that team completely changed. Yep. And they have A.J. Green, and they got Ertz there, and that tight end Williams, and they got James Conner in the backfield, and Kyler Murray seems to be happy to be there. He's playing for a big bag, might already have a big bag. I think they learned that, hey, if you have too many weapons, you don't have enough weapons. Injuries occur at skill positions late in the season to your best players, and the teams that have gone on to win the Super Bowl as of late and really made a run just had depth at all the positions. Think back to the Buccaneers. Ronald Jones gets hurt. That's a massive deal, isn't it? Nope, because fucking Leonard Fournette's about to play better than he ever played, and you just traded it for him from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Gronkowski scored 2 touchdowns for him in the Super Bowl. They brought him in at depth at tight end when he already had O.J. Howard and
Cameron
Brate. It's just the number of weapons cannot be high enough, I think, for a winning program in the NFL, and the Arizona Cardinals believe that. I think we could probably get on the phone with Cliff Kingsbury pretty soon because he doesn't have a pick tonight. Hollywood Brown, math changer for defenses, put him alongside Nuke, A.J. Green, Zach Ertz, and everybody?
You got to know where the hell he is. You know, regardless of, route running ability and tough catch and all that shit, you got to know where 5 or whatever number he's going to be in Arizona. You got to know where he's lined up because he can take the top off of defense, and then when he's across or on the same side as a guy like D-Hop, healthy, he's a math changer. You got to have 2 guys on him. So now you don't have the deep post safety helping on Hollywood. So whoever's guarding, you better stretch some hammies out, buddy.
Hey, I like the Arizona Cardinals, what they're doing. These motherfuckers are going in. Phoenix, beautiful city.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Beautiful city.
Gorgeous.
The 5th largest city in America never gets talked about.
Oh.
You go out there, you fall in love with the place. Everybody that plays for the Cardinals, they end up retiring and staying in Arizona. Everybody that plays there, basically. It is gorgeous. And that owner, the son of the previous owner, he's 3rd generation owner in the Bidwell family, I believe, because Chuck Bidwell founded the Cardinals in Chicago.
Yeah. That's right.
Al Capone's guy.
And then, he was Al Capone's
Washes
cleaner.
money.
Yeah, he was his cleaner, basically. Then he passes away. Michael Bidwell takes over the Cardinals. They got Arizona, by the way.
Yep.
So then he passes away. Now the new one.
Billy Bidwell?
Bill,
I don't think it's
William?
Billy Bidwell.
William?
I thought it was Michael. Not Michael.
Michael Jr.?
Who's the dad just passed away? Rest in peace.
Oh.
Charles?
Bill.
Oh, that was Billy Bidwell.
Bill.
Okay.
Bill.
Rest in peace.
I knew there
Rest
was
in
one.
peace to Bill Bidwell. Jesus Christ. I did hear he was a cheapskate, though. No, I mean, not to piss on him, but
Jesus.
He was not a big spender. He was not a big spender. His son, vastly different.
Yes.
The only reason why we know this is because Patrick Peterson, who spent a lot of time at the Arizona Cardinals, had moved on from the Arizona Cardinals within the last few years to the Minnesota Vikings. And he actually, in a podcast with Chase Edmonds, was like, that culture, that's not a winning culture. They're not kind of going all in to win. So it all had to get explained, basically, like, yeah, maybe in the past it was run a little bit like that with the dad. But now that the son, who took over ownership in 2019 and is kind of finding his groove as the owner, they're going all in. He's flying his plane he literally, the owner, flies himself to Wisconsin to sign J.J. Watt. He brings in, makes the trade for Hop. He's paying, and now he didn't pay Chandler Jones, which
No.
you got to.
Interesting.
Still got to pay Collar, too.
Well.
Because he's got to pay weapons that he's building around Kyler.
Anyways, he's going all in. He seems like he's going all in. I love when an ownership proves that they're doing that. Like, I enjoy that so
Isn't
much.
Hollywood happy with this too? Do you feel like, remember when Hollywood, he had a couple comments, didn't he, about not
years
being
ago.
used, not getting enough balls?
Dogs. He said, why have soldiers when you're not going to use them? And then he even put in parentheses, like ever.
Never,
yeah, something like that. And he just put that tweet out there. That was shortly after Lamar Jackson said like he thought they were getting predictable. So everybody thought like, oh, the offense maybe in a little bit of turmoil over there in Baltimore. Played again last year though, right?
Yeah.
Played last year?
Yeah.
So maybe they got over it and maybe this is just I don't know, maybe the Baltimore Ravens are moving on as well.
The Ravens put out a tweet about the trade. The Ravens fans are not happy. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I would assume so.
You drafted Bateman last year. I think Bateman can be good. Rashad Bateman.
He was.
yeah, but I think they weren't happy with him. Jesus fucking Christ.
Another wide receiver has been taken off of the board. What you heard there was Mad Mel Kiper, also shareholder of the Green Bay Packers. Kind of react there. The Washington Commanders.
Who's left, Mel?
Fucking Traylon Burks, so that's about it.
Hey, he's a player, though.
Christian Watson, I don't know.
Everybody's saying he's a
Sky
player.
Moore, how you feel about Sky Moore, man?
Where'd he go to school?
Western Michigan.
No thanks.
Who the hell is that?
He's a Pittsburgh kid, actually.
I like that guy.
I like that.
guy. Like that guy, dude. All right, the Commanders get a weapon here for Carson Wentz, although we got sidetracked by a team that is disappointed that they did not get the wide receiver from Penn State, it appeared. Dotson, my guy Dotson. Jahan Dotson. My guy Dotson, he is, hey, this dude can fucking make plays.
Yeah.
Okay, the Big Ten now, 3 wide receivers here in the top, 15 picks. I mean, you don't really think about that when you think about skill positions. You always think, Florida boys down there in the SEC, everything's faster down there. The Big Ten creating some weapons here. Dotson goes to the Commanders, another weapon for Carson Wentz. We actually have an acquaintance of Dotson's.
Oh.
Yeah, the boys
Really?
did some research. We have an acquaintance of his in his past that the boys caught up to earlier today and asked him to explain what it would be like to see him get drafted.
What is happening?
Oh, no.
Who was that? Was the mascot from his high school team?
Must have been. Was that a Nittany Lion, actually? Is that the fucking Nittany Lion?
I believe that was the high school of the gambling Gophers.
Oh, okay.
When did you get these reactions?
Coming in.
Hey, that's my first time seeing that. You hear me?
Coming in.
Yeah, it's my first time seeing these.
Coming in.
How did that happen?
No idea. I've never seen that before.
Who got that one?
We called his high school coach, and the coach didn't want his hawk, so he gave us the mascot.
Oh, my God.
I think you have to take it at face value. I mean, he seems pretty confident in what he said.
Yeah, and what he said, I guess, the organization does stink. The Washington Commanders have, okay? And I don't know what that mascot's thinking about maybe the turnover and ownership that could be taking place, maybe the stadium that has poop pipes that bust on their fans, maybe it's the, the things that are supposed to hold people up, those busting, maybe it's the FIFA organization, which is one of the most despicable associations in all of sports, literally known for taking money and making corrupt decisions. The World Cup, they run the World Cup, it's coming to North America. They had officials that have chosen a desert in Africa to host the World Cup when it's going to be 200 degrees. They selected that didn't have any stadiums. They actually came out and said the capital of the continent, the countries of the continent that's hosting, is normally one of the hosting stadiums. But FedEx Field is so fucking terrible, we will have to look elsewhere than having them there. Not only that, the exposés that are happening, the entire place seems to be burning down. Ron Rivera, incredibly respectable human. Everybody absolutely loves him, has been a winner in the past, has been a player, has been a coach, has been an absolute dog in the NFL. Jason Wright, former player, president of the operation, goes in there. Maybe they're turning around. Maybe they aren't the shitty organization that they've always been, AJ Hawk.
Maybe. Let's see. I mean, Ron Rivera, we saw him at the Super Bowl. It was in Foxy's little the 10-minute, which was awesome. Evie, great job.
Yeah, great Foxy flick.
Great job, Foxy. That a baby.
It's a lot of stuff to jam into a 10-minute thing, so that's pretty unbelievable. You get a good snapshot of the whole week. But yeah, Ron Rivera, I feel like is one of the most highly respected guys in the league. I really do.
Hey, we watched that film back. You did not put your hands up when Wiz
They were up.
Not one time.
Foxy didn't get me. He didn't get any footage of me, but I've sent you video footage or photo.
Wiz Khalifa asked you to raise your fucking hands.
His DJ was awesome. He kept yelling at me.
DJ Ball, AJ!
Let's go!
I've never seen you that uncomfortable before. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You felt very uncomfortable up there because you weren't putting your hands up. You were just kind of...
No. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable. I wasn't going to... I know I'm not in the 7th grade anymore. I don't have to give in to peer pressure. When people are telling me to do stuff,
You're a part of the performance.
Yeah,
you were on the stage. It was cracked.
I was bobbing my head. I loved it. He was amazing. What did I say right away? This dude can sing his ass off.
He sounded exactly like it sounds on any of the streaming platforms. Live, he sounded at Radio Row. Wiz Khalifa sounded exactly like it. But yes, Foxy did an incredible job. I'm hearing in my ear another massive move has taken place. The Titans are trading wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles per Adam Schefter.
Wow.
So earlier today we were told basically that A.J. Brown moves haven't really been chatted about. There was an alleged conversation that happened on a TikTok live stream that
A.J. Brown was on the phone with Deebo Samuel, and A.J. Brown said, or was told by Tory Dondy, the agent of both A.J. Brown and Deebo Samuel, that he was only going to be offered $20 million from the Titans, and the Titans said that they know he'd be worth more elsewhere. Did that conversation take place and lead to the Titans thinking, if we can get a trade, some value out of this, we're not going to pay him what the Eagles will trade him? This is probably a sign in trade situation here. A.J. Brown on the move to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are collecting some dogs on that team.
If you remember when the Calvin Ridley news came out, they did come out that the Eagles did try to trade for him then. So you always knew there was a possibility that I believe in Chiefs, when they were getting Tyreek Hill, Eagles have always been interested in another wide receiver.
Let's get Jalen Hurts some weapons out
Hey,
here.
wasn't Schrags that was talking about this? So this had to happen throughout the day or earlier, because you don't just you have to agree to a new contract probably before you trade.
Yeah, this conversation had to start, unless he just called and said, what is it? And then the Titans already had a number in their head on what it would cost, you know?
Who the fuck is Tannehill going to throw the ball to?
Bob Woods, Bobby Trees. They got him from the Rams.
Tony Ferkser, great tight end.
Wow.
Hey, I was told by the Dude Perfect dudes.
Oh.
So, hey, 14 billion views and counting.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's a lot. Just on YouTube.
Cody, which one?
I believe Darby told me this one.
Is that the purple hoser?
Is that the angry thing?
What? Kobe?
Kobe.
Rage
it was
monster.
Kobe.
Sitting behind you.
No, it wasn't Kobe. It was the bearded
thrower.
one. He's fucking good guy. Good arm, too. Texas.
Such a good guy.
One throw in the hole.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Man, he's a good guy. Anyways, we asked him. No.
Spencer. No. Spencer.
It's not Spencer.
He's a fucking good guy. I don't like what's going on. He's a good champion. He's a champion.
He's a champion.
He's a champion. He's a good guy.
Great arm.
I asked him, we talked about how dedicated they had to be to do a lot of the things that they did, and then how cool some of the things that they've got to do. Because I was like, man, we're fucking in Jerry World, and you're just throwing like 55-yard balls here from this is a cool life.
Well, he threw one of them. Yeah, he threw one.
Yeah, but he warmed up a couple. So he got to do it a couple times. I'm like, this is pretty cool. You're playing catch. And he was like, we get to do this type of stuff a lot. Like, it's almost unbelievable. And then we asked him, like, which quarterback was the most impressive to you? And I think they've done a lot with, like, Drew Brees.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
They've done, like, a lot, I think. Ryan Tannehill, most accurate quarterback, they said. They said in all the trick shot things, Ryan Tannehill was just, like, throwing darts.
Bullshit.
No, that's what they said.
D-Butt. You call him Dude Perfect Live?
Well, how many guys have they thrown with?
Kidding me? I watch Tannehill every week. Nah, he's obviously far from a terrible quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback, good quarterback. But I'm still tripping on this. I can't believe they let him go. They let AJ go. I mean, he's definitely a dog. He's a tone setter. And going into playing the Tennessee Titans, you're obviously worried about King Henry in the backfield. And after that, it's 11, catching the ball. Now, I know Robert Woods is there, but is that the guy you're going to hang your hat on to be your number one week in and week out?
How about Hollywood Brown and A.J. Brown both on the move here in draft night?
Wild.
Neither team, their fan bases are going to be happy. No. I guess it's 18 and a third-round pick is what the trade was for via Diana Rossini.
Packers could have done it.
Yeah, but you're going to have to pay 25 probably, right?
They were going to pay Devontae.
And they're probably going to draft Traylon Burks, which is probably to replace him, you would think at least, because they're down one now.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
You pair
Let's keep
A.J.
it
Brown
going.
with Devonta Smith, and then I don't know if you saw yet, Lamar Jackson retweeted a tweet that doesn't seem like he's happy that all.
Oh, Lamar Jackson's not happy.
No.
Fucking love Lamar
What's
Jackson.
the tweet?
Let me see if I can read it here.
His contract
there
is
it is.
coming up. You can't.
Okay, so this is not Lamar Jackson's tweet. This is Purple
Correct.
Rain Eras. Okay.
Oh, Lamar.
First take, Chuck.
Retweeted,
But Lamar
yes.
Jackson has retweeted this, and we don't know if in his bio he says retweets are not
Endorsements. That's a good point.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Everybody that puts that in there, none of us. Everybody that
I wanna
reads
put
it
that in there.
thinks you're a fucking idiot, and we know that they actually are. Nobody actually retweets anymore for conversation starters. Everybody quote tweets if they want to do that. I mean, that's just not how it is. What the fucking fuck, bro? We traded away Hollywood. Broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart. At Purple Rain Era tweeted, and Lamar Jackson, go ahead, retweets that thing. Trust that Lamar Jackson's not pumped that he lost his number one weapon, other than the tight end game, obviously, big time tight end offense. But that Hollywood Brown gone. They got no weapons. A.J. Brown gone in Tennessee. They got weapons, obviously young, but not necessarily proven. You got to think about DK Metcalf right now, right?
Yeah.
Because we heard a couple names up like, hey, these guys are going to want traded because they're going to want to get paid, and the teams that they're on are not going to want to be the ones doing the paying. So look for draft night trades so that they can get something in exchange. Wow. Is DK Metcalf on the move next? I don't know.
There was a report also earlier in the night from Benjamin Albright that the Jets turned down a trade from the 49ers for Debo as well.
The Jets turned it down?
That's what the report said.
So then the earlier report that the Jets were going to make a impossible to turn down offer
Who knows how?
Bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah, or that's complete bullshit.
Correct.
Albright.
Yeah.
Plus, reminded that Kyler and Hollywood played at Oklahoma together.
Oh,
Damn.
Kyler might have had some say in this, huh?
Could've.
Is this Eric Burkhart in that letter he wrote where he said,
yeah,
Kyler turned this entire fucking program around? Let's go ahead and remember
Hollywood
that.
was not surprised by this move, according to sources.
Oh.
This
is according to your sources?
According to my sources, yeah.
Okay.
This was in the works. The
Source
last
says.
Do we have sources? Do we have
a new
sources?
deal coming?
I don't know that, AJ, but I'll let you know as the information comes in.
His rookie contract's coming up.
Hey, where's Hollywood from?
South Florida, Hollywood.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So we might have more information from sources. That is great news going forward.
Wow.
Kyler's got to be pumped about this.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Tannehill's got to be bummed. Lamar's bummed. What's going to happen with DK Metcalf now? I'm like very intrigued by all of this, AJ.
Green Bay. He's coming to Green Bay.
That would be pretty fucking awesome, but hey, time's running out.
What were you going to say, Connor?
Well, I mean, like one of the main storylines, at least we've talked about with quarterback contracts, is Lamar. Like, how's Lamar going to now want to say, oh, okay, I'll re-sign and do a massive deal here when you trade away his number one wide receiver?
And with that being said, Lamar is allegedly just waiting to do business. He said the business will come when the business comes, is how Harbaugh is explaining it, although everybody is wondering why Lamar wouldn't walk into an office and get $200-some million guaranteed if he wanted it. So there's obviously questions, but Lamar does his own business. Lamar does whatever the fuck Lamar wants to do, because Lamar, MVP, hell of a football player, and is going to get paid somewhere at some point. Speaking of getting paid somewhere at some point, the A.J. Brown deal has also been announced already. New Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown gets a 4-year extension for $100 million, $57 million guaranteed. So this goes back to that conversation about $25 million probably being the number to get A.J. Brown. The Eagles heard about it. They call the Titans, and Torrey Dondi, the agent, is making plays right now. AJ gets $57 million, a new home, and what a win for him.
Yeah, god damn.
You can't double anyone out there, can you?
Nope.
So Jalen, right?
Devontae Smith.
AJ Brown.
Dallas Goedert.
Oh, yeah, the great tight end.
Goddard's good, man.
He's very good.
And Sirianni, giving the speeches.
And this
Miles Sanders
won't
is
hurt
good.
Jalen Rieger either.
What was that?
Oh, is that your sources?
Whoa,
Is that your source?
Siri.
Oh, yeah, every time you say Sirianni,
Yeah, it's hard to say Coach Sirianni.
Can't do it.
That's a shame. Coach Sirianni. Everybody listening potentially had to.
Yeah.
I never turned her on.
Never.
Or should you?
Don't trust her.
I never once have turned her on, but I get asked every single time. I still have like a number one next to like update because I haven't set up Siri yet. And they think that I'll give in because I don't want to see the one there. I don't want to see the one there. But also, hey Siri, like when I need you, I'll fucking come and open you up.
Yeah, don't do it. She's always fucking listening, no matter what. Even when you think she's not, Siri's paying attention. So don't fucking go down that road if you haven't already.
Siri has bumped into a lot of Coach Sirianni conversation throughout our time.
Absolutely.
A lot of those conversations. Are we caught up? Are we ahead of these people?
They're way ahead of the draft, I feel like.
Zito said we're 2 picks behind.
No.
What?
No, as a show, we have 2 picks we can announce, is what he's saying.
Wow. What's your TV on right now?
The Tennessee Titans selection is in. They have taken
Chargers first.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, who did Chargers take?
Zion Johnson, BC lineman.
Hey, way to go, Zion. Way to go, Zion. Happy for you. And the Titans in a trade with the Eagles that sent A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles on $100 million, $57 million of that guaranteed contract. The Tennessee Titans say, Ryan Tannehill, you need a weapon, I'll get you Treylon Burks.
AJ Brown.
His comparisons on NFL Network here, is A.J. Brown.
Okay.
So that's what Vrabel was thinking, you think, with a couple dips in his mouth, maybe a top shelf as well, a couple beers. Says,
What?
This guy's A.J. We're not paying him
On
100.
a rookie contract, though, and not a $100 million contract.
That's a huge deal. Did you do any film study of this guy, Darius?
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
No. Trey.
Yeah, he looked like AJ Brown out there. Yeah. I mean, don't be surprised if we see maybe Terry McLaurin on the move too. They drafted a receiver in the first round. Maybe this may be the new thing. You don't want to pay your receiver $100 million, which is the new going rate.
Yeah.
You go and draft another one you think would be close to just as good.
Some other team has the $100 million and they are needy. Maybe you can dance on the draft. Maybe this becomes
get your value out of him when he's on his rookie deal, and then let him go, and then try to replace him. Which obviously it's very difficult to replace these superstars.
And I know that they're saying that we're hitting on a higher rate of younger receivers than we ever have in the past. Replacing some of these all pros though is going to be. Some of these guys are who they are for a reason. Now, maybe you get lucky and hit on a guy, and there has been more, I think. But I still feel as if some of them fizzle out. Not everybody is just like an absolute baller. But if you don't have $25 million, which isn't real because the salary cap isn't real.
Fake.
So I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm also not a GM, I guess. I would just want everybody that's good.
Yeah.
I'll pay whoever.
Sure.
Give me guys that are proven, that have figured it out. We know they figured it out. And let's
Do you think you'd be able to, I think you do a good job of sniffing out, like, okay, this is a guy I can pay compared to somebody I can't pay. Like a guy that won't be able to handle it once he gets a second deal.
I'll never be able to figure that out. You guys have seen me. I mean, as soon as somebody gets really motivated to do something, is confident. I'm like, fuck it,
one video, you guys all pro. If he could have been out of the league in a wheelchair for 6 years, he puts one workout video out, and you're putting him as an all pro comeback.
Just real quick, think about that mental toughness in a wheelchair.
Bingo.
And then gets all the way back and puts out an incredible workout video. Like, fucking put him on my team.
Yeah, that's a guy you want to suit up for you.
Bingo.
Start in the blender.
I think what you are exactly. I think what you're thinking about though is my prediction that Cam Newton was going to be all pro and come back and win a Super Bowl. With the Patriots.
Well, he did say that the Lion was
from one video.
Hey, that video was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Though. Do you remember when Iconic Saga Productions put out that workout video? Oh, he was in his house.
Has an 8K camera and 12 editors. Yeah, it looks amazing.
12?
No,
Jeez.
AJ.
I'm saying it's great production value. That's what I'm saying. He's doing a very good job.
They have a very good production team.
Yeah, going 7-9 with that Patriots roster. Also, he should have won the MVP. But with this pick,
Bill Belichick can't put a goddamn team together.
No, I'm not worried.
saying?
Now that D-Bud said that, I mean, fuck, we're gonna get Terry McLaurin, but. For our friend Ty, who's not here right now, the last wide receiver really that was a first round projected pick being off the board. I'm starting to wonder if Aaron's going to come on because I assume he might be throwing the scotch back right now.
Yeah, when should we? Because I just got a text from Cliff. He said, "Brother, I have a couple quick media things, and then we'll be ready to hop on with you if you want to chat." Is Tom on right now? Yeah, let's do that. I assume Cliff's going to have to talk to people for a bit, right?
Yeah, probably.
Who did the Chargers take? Zion
Johnson.
Zion Johnson.
Protecting Herbert. Smart.
Mm-hmm. They took a left tackle last year in first round, guard in this round.
Got Lindsley in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
And they also signed JC, right?
They got Filer from the Steelers.
No, who'd they pay?
Corey
they paid
Linsley.
JC, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, JC Jackson. Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying JC Treader. Yeah. And traded for Khalil Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot here.
Yeah.
Chargers are like primed to go on a run here.
Oh, yeah. Re-up Mike Williams, the receiver.
Austin Eckler was on the stage. Do we know what that was for? We had it muted.
Probably their pick.
No, he was up there way before.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was up there way before when there was a trade, I think. The Saints were on. And Austin Eckler was up there. He looked good. Looked like he's in shape. Looked like he's ready to go on a run.
Yeah, he's yoked up.
Joining us now from the War Room after making a selection and a decision to continue to protect their franchise quarterback that they drafted at 6 just a couple years ago. The man who got me into the NFL, a gentleman and a scholar. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach, or general manager, of the Los Angeles Chargers, Tom Telesco.
Yeah, Tommy!
What's going on, man?
How you guys doing?
Hey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I hope you can
Thank
hear
you.
us. What went into
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Okay. Yes. Yep.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. Very happy for you. I assume everybody's celebrating. Did you have a list of guys that would be there, or did you have him zeroed in early knowing that he would be left or around?
We had a list of players, but he was one that we were targeting, and I kind of had a good feeling he would be there. When Kenyon Green went off a couple picks before, that threw it off a little bit. I didn't think he would go there. Good player. I thought Houston was going to go a different direction, but no, he was a guy we had targeted. I thought it was a good chance he could be there at our pick, and we're excited. You know, it's an investment in the offense for us, an investment in our quarterback and our skill players, and you know, we've got great skill on the outside. We got Austin Eckler, we have Justin Herbert. Obviously, we got to make sure we can block up front, protect, and you know, run the ball in the fourth quarter when we got a lead and we got those pass rushers coming. So we're excited to add Dahn.
Hey, lot of games there, one-score games, you know, last 2 years, a lot of one-score games. You can run that thing out. It sounds like that's like, hey, we need to close games out here. You've invested in the offensive line the last 2 years. Did you expect this draft to go the way it's going? A lot of trades, a lot of action right now. Did you expect that going in, or is this taking you by surprise?
You know, for me, I'm just looking at the names coming off, counting names. I don't really get into where they're going so much. So, I thought the first 5 picks, all defense. I can't remember the last time that's happened. Then there were no trades early, and then the trades started coming. So, you know, you're just trying to monitor the whole thing and just try and keep your head on straight and trying to figure out what you're going to do, and you hope your guy's going to get there. And actually, when we were on the clock, we got no calls really even to move. So it was pretty quiet when we were on the clock, but we had our guy there, so everything worked out.
Tom, why does it seem like it goes in bunches? Especially we saw the wide receivers. One goes and then bam, people are trading up trying to take the rest of them. Is that something that teams panic when they see that start to happen because they know everyone else is going to jump up in front of them?
Yeah, and you know, you try not to call it panic, but it is what it is. Like, you know, you're locked into your spot, and you see these players going off, and say you had we know that receiver group is a really good group, and we don't know exactly where everybody else is thinking or where they haven't graded, but. You know, sometimes you got to be aggressive and go from a secure guy, and you know, you got to give up a pick along the way. But you know, we all build our teams, and we all kind of try and see where our depth charts are. But yeah, like not surprised there was a run there because it was a pretty good group of receivers, and you know, they went quick, especially with no quarterbacks yet. I think I lost track the last couple.
One just went to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett is now a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Wow.
He stays in the building. You're not in the quarterback market. Do you have to peek around though and try to learn about them? Do you send a scout to try to learn about Kenny for future potential situations, or what?
Yeah, our scouts scout everybody no matter what. So we take our roster and pretend like it is an empty roster. We don't have any players at all. And our scouts go out and scout every player the same way. So Kenny Pickett was scouted just like, you know, really, honestly, the same way Justin Herbert was scouted up to a point. Obviously, when we get to like March and April, you know, we're not in that Kenny Pickett market. But, you know, because we also have to know where we think these players may be drafted. So because that's all part of draft management of where we think the players are going to go. And then you never know down the road. It's good to have that information in your system. So, yeah, that's all part of the process.
I watched a YouTube video on the Chargers YouTube, which is fucking great. Chargers social media and digital team does an incredible job. It was you watching draft day, and there's a lot of good nuggets in there. You hated their draft board. A lot of pride in your draft board. I enjoyed that. But there was a little tidbit there. You have been in a war room since 1995. Okay, that is a long-ass time, especially with how young you look. That is, hey, congrats on the lotion or whatever you do or whatever the case is. But is this always like Super Bowl, like big celebration tonight after the pick is made? Has it always been that way, and is every war room the same?
It kind of is. Yeah, it really is. I mean, you think about, you know, our scouts just worked a full year on this draft class. And all the work that goes into this, all the people. I mean, we got, you know, 20 plus coaches. We got doctors here. We got support staff. We got our pro scouting staff. We got ownership here. And it's exciting when you add a player to your football team. So, you know, you make a pick and everyone's excited about it. I haven't been in that draft room yet where you made a pick and nobody was excited about it, thank God. That probably never happens, obviously, because this is, you know, like every pick made in the next 3 days is the best pick in the world. And then when we get to training camp, we really find out what we have and what we don't have. But no, it's a good environment to be in. And we're in the locker room here at SoFi, which is a first for me to do the draft from, I should say a second, because I did the pandemic draft from our houses. But to take the draft room on the road, little road trip to SoFi, it's been fun, been interesting.
How was the Snoop Dogg concert? Did you go out there? Did you enjoy it? Did you get on the mic, or how'd that whole thing go? I know the Chargers going on.
I missed the concert. He did come in the draft room before the draft.
Did you dap him up? Did you get a good dap?
Tell you what, he's 6'4", right? Probably maybe 170 pounds if he's lucky. Athletic build. Looked like he could play receiver. Came in with Keenan Allen. Interesting.
Did you put him on the draft board?
Not quite, Pat. Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I didn't know.
Taking a flyer
I
on
didn't
that
know,
guy.
Maybe, but the Chargers
Good
going all
ones.
in over there, by the way. I'm excited to chat with you now, and I'm excited that you're the head of this thing. Last question for you from Connor.
Yeah, Tom, you said your phones were quiet during the pick. Before your pick, are you getting some feelers for teams that might want to trade up, or even before the draft, are you getting any calls from guys?
Yeah, you know what? The calls before the draft are just really generic. I mean, when you talk to somebody, it's always the same answer. Yeah, we'd have interest in going up or back. So it really doesn't start really get moving till today, and really doesn't start getting moving until the clock starts moving. So, but it was relatively quiet, at least on our end. Maybe one or two calls, but really nothing that made sense for us.
Well, Tom, we enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy the rest of the draft. We appreciate you so much for joining us. Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Have fun, guys. Take care.
Are you trading, or what do you think you're doing next? What do you think?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know.
Give me some suggestions here.
Trade Keenan Allen to Green Bay.
Keenan Allen to Green Bay, maybe the Colts too.
Not happening. Not happening.
What do you? Maybe Justin Herbert. Maybe get him. Carolina Panthers probably give up the entire franchise right now for Justin Herbert, if I had to guess.
Who's on the clock right now?
Patriots.
Oh, you calling him?
Oh, interesting.
Trade up. Get Travis Jones out of UConn.
Here we go.
Oh.
There we go. Darius Butler says, "Go ahead and get Travis Jones out of UConn, pal."
Just bring you guys into our draft room next year.
Hey, we appreciate you. Good luck the rest of the way. You're the
Anytime.
best.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, ladies and
You got
gentlemen,
it.
Tom Telesco. Fuck, we didn't ask him why he traded up for me. Bigger things. You have a mask on.
Yeah, I mean, now we go. It's the Patriots. They're on the clock. We are war ready, and I'm ready for the future and probably next Hall of Famer from this draft class to come to New England. Let's go. This is why we play.
You look like an asshole.
Well, I am an asshole.
No. But you're loyal.
That's right.
Harrison Ford?
Passionate.
Yeah. What?
Let's go.
Yeah, I know. I'm pumped. I mean, there's plenty of Georgia guys still on the board. Would love a national champion to come right in. Last year, I believe we picked a reigning national champion. He worked out pretty well, I'd say so.
Before we talk about whatever's going to happen with the Patriots, we have to revisit the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tomlin, Colbert, in his last draft, he's been GM and president, I think, of the Steelers for like 55 years at this point. He's hanging it up after the draft. Him and Tomlin have been an incredible duo in Pittsburgh of success, never having a losing season together, being able to make some runs. They were meeting with every single quarterback. They had signed Mitchell Trubisky out of Buffalo, paid him like a 2-year, $8 million deal. Nobody knew if that's what they were planning on doing going into the season. They were meeting with every single quarterback at a very public, high-profile level. Everybody's talking about it. I think Tomlin even did some interviews talking about quarterback selection. Now they go in-house, basically, with the University of Pittsburgh. They've been able to watch this guy every single day. What he did in the meetings, they knew. What he did in practice, they knew. What he did in the weight room, they knew. They share the same exact fucking building. As a Yinzer, as a Steeler fan, Tone Diggs, are you excited about the play? I like that the guy's sticking around Pittsburgh.
Yeah, for all the reasons that you just said, the fact that they went and took Kenny Pickett after they have been with him for 4 years or whatever speaks volumes to me. They know, like you said, they know every single thing about him. They think that he can be the next great Steelers quarterback. Kurt Warner said it earlier today that he was his favorite quarterback in the draft. Everyone said he's the most NFL ready in the draft. I don't know what that does with Mitch or whatever, but I mean, the guy's staying home. He's got moxie. You could drink a beer with the guy. He's fucking crafty. He makes athletic throws. He does wear gloves. That's fine. He's already played in Pittsburgh. Not a fucking worry. Very, very happy with Kenny Pickett, potentially the next quarterback for 15 years.
Look at him. Here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go. Pittsburgh goes to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Got Pickett spinning a rock.
Here we go.
Long hair. The dude's a rock.
Here we go.
He wears gloves and he spins the ball because Pittsburgh's gone to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Hey, how about Kenny, man? Good for him, dude. First quarterback off the board. That answers that question. It's at 20, so that is very late. I believe Darius Butler just told me in text message that we could potentially have Hollywood Brown on the show if we would like.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
Okay. Whoa. Now we're coming a real show.
Instant reaction.
Hey, we are becoming a real show, aren't we?
Wow.
Hey,
let's go Hollywood.
This
Where
is
else
unbelievable.
would you watch the fucking draft?
Why would you do it anywhere else?
Come on.
I believe we're doing okay. We were behind on a few there. Remember, we got kind of caught up there and kind of got distracted.
There was a lot of trades that happened.
There was a lot of things that took place, but I'm sending Zito a picture of what Darius just sent me. We'll FaceTime him. Can't wait. He's the newest member of the Arizona Cardinals. Can't wait to chat with him. We'll also be chatting with Cliff Kingsbury. Just got off the phone with Tom Telesco. And Aaron Rodgers will join us in a bit as well. What an NFL draft spectacular.
Unreal.
What were we just about to talk about before we got in there? Oh, the Patriots.
Maybe the Patriots.
Yeah, you're going to keep that mask on a little bit longer. They traded back.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. Bill, that crafty son of a bitch. He's always up to something.
Ian Rappaport has reported the Patriots are trading back. So you keep that mask on, or you wait until you guys get back on the clock?
I was planning on taking it off immediately after the pick, but I mean, we got to see where we went. I don't know if we're going back to the second round, if we're going back maybe with the Packers. Who knows? Maybe they want somebody, and maybe that's for DK Metcalf. I don't know. You don't know. Maybe it is.
Wait,
Oh, it's for the Chiefs.
Looks like Kansas City.
Why the fuck are we helping out the Chiefs?
Well, you could have been getting
question.
And the Chiefs.
Did they give us both their first round picks?
No,
the
just
Chiefs.
Jesus
pick
Christ
is in. Kurt Warner looks fantastic.
Yeah, Chiefs pick came in real quick too, so they were jumping on whoever they got.
Yeah, the Chiefs were calling whoever, like, as soon as that clock started, hey, Patriots, excuse me, we got a question. Can we make a deal here pretty quickly? We got a guy that we don't think will be around when we get to pick. Kansas City Chiefs had 2 first-round draft picks, I believe, right?
29 and 30 or 20?
Back to back.
They're one of the 8 teams this year that had 2 picks in the first round, which led us all to believe that there would be a lot of trades. Here comes another one. And remember, Hollywood Brown was traded earlier from the Baltimore Ravens to the Arizona Cardinals, and A.J. Brown was traded earlier from the Titans to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Now there's a trade happening with the Chiefs and the Patriots. And who the fuck do the Chiefs? Hey, this is big. Hey, we're doing stuff here.
Yeah, we are.
This is a good draft spectacular.
Yeah,
Darius,
very good.
thanks for the connect with
As
Hollywood.
soon as you said you were bored, shit got real.
Yeah, we were actually waiting for trades 3 in a row.
Hey, we just tried to FaceTime him. He did not answer the first one Zito just said.
All right.
Can you say, hey, a computer number might be calling you currently?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, and it starts with a 6 as well.
Could Baker get traded tonight?
Well,
at this point.
So everybody was saying, like, look for the Panthers if they don't take a quarterback. I think Albert Breer reported that first. Like, if they don't take quarterback and they take offensive lineman, look for that veteran market for them to heat up afterwards. So maybe the Panthers.
After tonight, I think. Didn't Streg say that after tonight, if the teams that didn't get a QB, then they'll start trying to get those vets?
Yeah, so will that take place tomorrow, or will that take place, I don't know, after the whole entire draft?
Maybe you set the stage tonight and then you finalize it tomorrow when your picks come up.
The terms are in for the Patriots-Chiefs trade. The Patriots traded number 21 to Kansas City for 29, 94, and 121.
Released them.
Kansas City took McDuffie, who the Patriots on Mitt's board, on Mitt's mock, he had McDuffie going to the Patriots at 21. Gets the number right, gets the player right, doesn't get the team right. Not bad there, Mitt. But now Kansas City picks up an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Absolute stud.
Absolute dog, this guy. You're right. Really thought they would go receiver, to be honest with you. Thought that was maybe why they were getting up in front of the Packers. Could be one or two more guys that they thought the Green Bay might go after. I'm a little surprised to see McDuffie go here, but he is a dog. No question about it. He is a dog.
We have a massive Chiefs fan that just so happened to also know that this was going to take place.
Oh, yeah.
Great friend of McDuffie. I think knows him personally. I can't wait to hear this. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, it's me, X Factor. I tried to be a Raider fan, but I hate those scumbags. I'm back now. We got a good pick here. I'm ready, Chiefs Kingdom. Let's go.
Seems like X Factor has not slowed down on the cocaine, maybe.
Still hurt.
Or the booze. What was he
No,
saying?
he's never done cocaine, but he was an alcoholic.
Yeah, because they said this guy's on coke or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Not on coke, but I am a alcoholic.
This is actual news break.
Mm-hmm. I've never done cocaine with that man.
Johnny Depp, thank you.
Good to know.
Thank you. Court trial, Johnny Depp with Yinzer accent. How do you
Is that
feel
gonna
about
end
Kenny?
soon?
Hey, Yinzer Johnny, how do you feel about Kenny Pickett?
You know, I've never met Kenneth, but I did once hang with another particular Pitt quarterback. We did enjoy cocaine together quite often.
Oh, who's that? Nice Kentucky accent.
Well, That is kind of how Johnny Depp does sound, though.
I'm saying Johnny was born in Kentucky, and he has that accent. It's pretty intriguing.
Well, he's cultured. He went to 39 different schools as a child.
Yeah.
He went to
I'm
high
a
school
big
down in
fan,
South
believe me,
Florida.
huge fan.
What you said,
Went to
Darius?
high school down in South Florida.
Did he?
Miramar, I believe.
I didn't know that.
Miramar.
Johnny
That's where the
Depp,
fighter jets are.
Oh, Johnny Depp. Yep.
He's a South Florida boy.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He was at like 40 schools.
Makes a lot of sense.
Anyways.
Makes a lot of sense.
Turns out he did not do cocaine with Kenny Pickett, which is good.
Bailey sent an interesting tweet from the Arizona Cardinals. Hollywood's already on the private jet, it looks like there. So.
Wow.
So is that why he's not answering?
That's probably why.
Look at that.
Bidwell doesn't give a
Nice
shit.
big old guy, too.
That's a big
Jeez.
jet.
All right, has Hollywood Brown answered or no? He's on the plane. There's no way he's going to be. I tell him we
You know
appreciate-
more about the private jet and internet and.
Well, I'll tell you what, that plane probably has good Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
the Oilers plane.
Imagine if we get a call from him
Yeah, it's been in the works.
On
from the
the
plane.
PJ.
That means, this has been something that's happening. Cliff Kingsbury just texted me and said, hey, he's good to go. Let's call him. Yeah, I'll send you the numbers, So we'll get Cliff Kingsbury on now.
Packers first pick also in.
Packers first pick also in?
Yeah, pick is in.
Pick is it.
What do we need?
That McDuffie pick is a good pick for the Chiefs, though. Need that in Spags defense. Play a lot of single high. Leave corners one-on-one.
He's
Ward,
smooth.
they lost Ward in free agency, so McDuffie was a good pick for them.
Okay, yeah, I knew he was a good player all the way up until yesterday. I knew that guy was a fucking ball player.
Yeah.
Because whenever Mitt actually said, "Oh, McDuffie's going to the Patriots," I said, "Excuse me, who's McDuffie?" Nick just covered his face. Something just happened.
Oh, no. Please don't do it. Please don't fucking do it. If you already know who they got and you're withholding this from me, don't fucking do it, okay? I swear to God.
The Green Bay Packers pick is in. Linebacker, Quay Walker, national champion, University Georgia Bulldog at pick number 22. A late high riser for the first round, says Ari Mirov of at My Sports Update. Hey, got a national champion and a linebacker coming into the Cheesehead community, Ty. You gotta love that. I'm sorry, Mad Mel, you gotta love that.
Yeah, don't hate this at all. I actually kind of love this. It doesn't put the same twinge in my penis that a receiver would have, because we really need weapons for Raj, okay? Listen, I love the guys we have in the room right now, but clock's ticking. Go get fucking Debo. Go get, DK. Get someone, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. But I do like this pick. We need an athletic linebacker, and, what are you going to do? Hey, goody, 1 for 1, okay?
Quay Walker, obviously a part of that Georgia defense that, how many is that now, 5, 6?
Davis, Tavon Walker, him.
Yeah, 3.
Four.
N'Kobe Dean's still on the board, though.
Geez,
He's
I was
very
I was being
athletic.
very ridiculous. I counted Jordan Davis as 2.
Quay Walker is huge. He's like 6'4",
yeah.
230.
Ran a
AJ,
4.5 flat.
Hey, remember we were at that national championship game? It was here in Indy, and we had great seats. Shout out to ESPN. They put us in the literally in the suite on the 50. It was very, very nice of them to do that. We got invited there, and as Georgia ran on the field to our left here, it was running right on the field. We literally just looked at all of them. And the last dude out of the tunnel, was the same size as the rest of the dudes. And they were all monsters of just that strength and conditioning staff down there. I don't know what they do. It just has to be like everything. Fucking beasts coming out of Georgia right now.
Yeah, they might have a safety getting the first round, too. See?
Yeah.
Brings the hat, too.
There has been another trade. The Ravens to the Bills. Hey, there is a lot of moves taking place, including... some wide receivers that have changed homes here on draft night. Hollywood Brown, formerly of the Baltimore Ravens, now a member of the Arizona Cardinals offense. The Arizona Cardinals offense is headed by a young, handsome mastermind, a guru, a man that just signed an extension with the Arizona Cardinals to continue ascending the Arizona Cardinals program in that beautiful city of Phoenix. Ladies and gentlemen, the head coach, Texas football player, Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, Cliff!
Let's go, dude.
My hype man. That was good.
Hey, you deserve it. Look how cool you look, dude. Wow. Look how fucking cool you look right now. Did you? Hey, you got another weapon. How long do we know this is going to happen? Because Hollywood's allegedly on a plane right now.
Yeah, it's been in the works a little while. We kind of knew there'd be a run on those wideouts. We really liked some of those guys early, but 6 win the top 18, and so we wanted to be prepared to get a weapon, and it just worked out perfectly for us.
Cliff, how do you keep this under the radar? I mean, this is a big deal, and he's already getting picked up in the plane. Like, how do you not let this out?
It wasn't easy. It's one of those deals where you really wanted to protect it because Baltimore is still drafting at 14, and you didn't want to give anybody a strategic kind of advantage to know that maybe they were going after wideouts. So we just made everybody guarantee that they would keep it under lock and key. There was only about 4 people that knew, and were able to pull it off.
Well, congratulations on being able to do that in 2022. That's impossible these days. Everybody wants to talk to everybody about everything. Speaking of everything, you guys knew that you didn't have enough weapons. When DeAndre Hopkins got hurt, everything changed. It's like, hey, we need to get a plethora of weapons for Kyler if we really want to make a deep run. Is that why this took place?
That was it. Yeah, we were really playing well, and we had all those guys healthy. Christian Kirk, Rondell, AJ, Hop, obviously. And when we lost Hop, lost Rondell for a little bit, it just kind of changed the dynamic of our offense. And we knew that Hollywood was a playmaker, has unbelievable speed, had 91 catches last year, and really more of a run-based offense. So excited to put him in our system and kind of see where it goes.
How have you matured, do you think, as a play caller in the NFL? And with all these weapons, how do you keep everybody happy, Cliff? Hey, how do you keep everybody happy, Cliff, including Kyler?
You don't, because every play Hop is basically cussing me out, telling me he's wide open, and I don't know why. He literally tells me, I don't know why you make this shit so hard. All you gotta do is throw me the ball. So it's a nonstop battle, but that's a good problem to have. I would say as far as evolving, the college game, it's a bigger field. The tempo, you can kind of just get lined up and spread people out and take advantage of space. This isn't like that. You better be able to find matchups, scheme some people up, and be consistent in your approach.
What's this draft been like? Do you feel more comfortable now that you've been a part of a few of them? Like, is it something that you can kind of settle in and kind of understand how the night might go?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first couple I was just kind of sitting back and taking it all in. And the last couple, I've just felt more in tune with what we're looking for, our selection process, and then how it may play out, and just having answers. If so-and-so goes here, be ready to take the next best guy.
Everybody always talks about, job description, and I assume John Lynch said this. In the job description, I have the final say in the pick, but I'd be an idiot not to listen to Shanahan, especially when it comes to a quarterback or something like that. How is the relationship with Steve in there and the ownership? How involved is everybody? And do you feel like it's a very, an awesome culture in there?
Yeah, I think it's great. Steve and I have a great relationship. It really started him taking a shot on a fired college coach. He went all in on me, and then we doubled down and traded a top 10 pick the year before and took Kyler with the number 1 pick. So kind of burn the ships together and know you're in it together has been huge. And he always tells me, hey, I haven't seen it work when the GM takes a player that the coaches don't like. And so we have really good synergy when it comes to that.
Oh, that's nice, especially for that, that son of a Marine out of Texas. You just need the right opportunity. You found it. God, how cool is this dude? Is this the coolest dude of all time? Right
Bar none.
Trading for Hollywood Brown on draft night.
Unbelievable.
Hollywood Brown comes over for a 23, basically. Darius Butler, question for Coach.
Hey, Clip 23, that's a high pick to trade. What was it about Hollywood, and when did you first get introduced to him? Like, did you recruit him out of high school? Like, what was it about Hollywood that you saw in him that you said, hey, we got to have this guy and add him to the offense?
Yeah, that's a great question. I actually had to play against him when I was the coach at Texas Tech, and so I saw him live and in person go for about 200 on us one night. So I've known the dynamic playmaker he is. I know Lincoln Riley really well, and he raves about the competitiveness and the toughness, how hard he works, and so we just felt like it was a great fit. At that pick, like I said, worried that some of those wide receivers would be gone. We couldn't be more happy.
He's going to love Phoenix, man. Oh, he's going to love Phoenix out there. Go ahead, Tone.
Cliff, speaking of, you said you saw him at Oklahoma. Did Kyler know, and has Kyler contacted you since and said thank you?
He's been, he's fired up. He's ecstatic. He wanted us to trade. The year they came out together, he was pissed we didn't trade back up and get him for him. So he's been waiting a couple years to get him, and he's as happy as I've seen him.
How's it going with Kyler? Good? We're all good, right?
We're all good. I told you, baby. It's just business. We're rocking and rolling.
Hey, how come the public shit's getting so loud? Do you think that's just people trying to do leverage, or just people guessing that there's a potential issue?
Yeah, I think slow news cycle.
You're telling me.
We've been good. he's our future here. Everybody understands that, and we're gonna figure it all out.
Okay, well, that's awesome. Enjoy the hell out of your night. Congrats on adding Hollywood Brown. Thank you so much for your time. You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, unreal.
Hey, thanks to him for joining us there. Yeah. We got to 128,000.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. Use the hashtag PMS SeatGeek Spectacular 125K, and you could potentially win 2 tickets to WrestleMania and 2 tickets that are season tickets to your favorite team.
Oh, holy shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, 2 different winners. All right, 2 different winners. All you have to do is tweet hashtag PMS SeatGeek Spectacular 125K and a screenshot. What? Shut up. What? And say something nice to somebody, and you could potentially win 2 tickets to WrestleMania next year or 2 season tickets to your favorite team's stadium. That's a fucking big one. That's a good giveaway.
Yeah, that's fucking huge.
God. Hey, season tickets is a great one.
Hell yeah.
That's a great one there. Happy we did that. So there'll be 2 winners.
Yes.
Obviously. One will win 2 tickets to WrestleMania. One will win 2 seasons.
Wow.
Hey, that's a lot.
How about it?
Somebody won 2 season tickets last year. I think it was for the Bears, right?
If I'm not mistaken, it was the Bears.
Hey, that was awesome. Bruce had to go through.
Yeah, Zeke got a free kitchen granite, too, from the Bears fan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, guy redid Zeke's whole kitchen for free.
I think it was an inside job.
As a thank you.
Hey, congrats, Zeke.
Pretty cool.
Happy you got that.
I'm not sure if that's true. I wish it was.
No.
It costs a lot of money.
Probably still living in your house.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Zito will finesse somebody. Zito will say, "Hey, up out of here.
Hey, come on.
Hey, you don't need to charge that much, do you?
How's your family?
Yeah, come on. Come on. Here it is. We have our first fan cam.
Okay.
Our first fan reaction. Remember, this was something that was happening as well.
Yeah.
PMS FanDuel fan cam. Friends recording other friends' reactions to their favorite teams' draft picks. If you make it onto the show, you get $500. Here's the first winner of that. It's a fan reaction to what team? We don't know because it just got uploaded. We have no idea. This is via Bruce. Shout out Bruce.
Hey, not a baby Bruce.
Not a baby Bruce.
We could have had.
It's the winner.
We could have had Jordan Davis.
This guy sounds fake.
Yeah, for sure. We thought this might happen.
That guy's fake.
Is he doing your?
He's doing your fucking bit from WrestleMania.
I like that guy. All right.
Okay.
Hey, congratulations.
That makes
Just make it much more realistic next time.
Yeah, tighten up, Bruce. Jesus Christ.
That guy was, Bruce, I don't know what happened there. I respect it, but that guy was not a thespian.
Yeah.
He was not natural in front of the camera there, and he also put the beer on the wrong side, show the face a little bit.
Who's he a fan of?
I was going to say, could have had Jordan Davis.
Oh, he's a Vikings fan, I guess, because they traded out of that pick. I
Yeah, they
think,
traded back.
for the Jordan.
Huh.
Oh, here's another one from another 500. Well, maybe we should think about this after that first.
I was going to say.
maybe.
This one's got to be better.
What's that?
This one has to be more authentic than the last one.
Only up.
I mean, usually the ones that go are the ones that they set the camera before and they know, like, okay, this is just for this pick.
I would like to let old Cuzzy know that just won $500. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We knew that was going to happen. Okay, we knew that was going to happen.
We did.
But we appreciate your effort. Now, this one, I guess, is about the Detroit Lions pick. Was this Aiden Hutchinson, number 2 overall, Michigan man back in Michigan?
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 12th pick to the Detroit Lions. With the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jamison Willman.
Woo! Another one. Douche.
All right. Yeah, Hey, not bad. 24 ounces there. It took around about 20.
That's a lot of ice cold beer.
Yeah. Also heard Roger Goodell mispronounce Jameson Williams.
Yeah, I did not know that.
That's the first time we've heard that. Williams?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Roger Goodell doesn't normally fuck that type of shit up.
No.
D-Butt.
Especially when it's Williams. That's tough.
That's a pretty fucking easy name. I feel like we probably got Williams every draft.
Yeah, hold on. Somebody told me that I was going to mispronounce a name for sure.
D-Butt already said it.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Safety from Georgia. He hasn't been drafted yet, though.
Did I fuck his name up?
No, you got it right.
I said it. Okay.
Hold on. Spell his name, please.
Cine.
Bro, Cine, dog?
Yeah, wasn't that's how they pronounced it on the national championship?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think if it had a little
I wasn't
thing on the
told.
top of the
Accent.
E.
Doesn't it have the Enya on the top of
It's
it?
pronounced scene.
Of course.
What?
Of course.
Umlaut above the E.
You didn't accurately tell me how it was spelled because I didn't know if you held down the I.
Yeah.
What's that called? What's that called, AJ?
There was no tilde. Or,
Umlaut is it the two dots?
Yeah, the He's not fucking German,
Yeah,
pal.
that's
Okay,
only
it's not
over
an
an O.
umlaut.
Accent aigu. You son of a bitch.
Mad at me.
Jesus.
Scene.
Hey, don't assume. Don't assume. I'm German.
So how do we say it?
Are you?
Yeah. Well, I was born in Germany. I got a German birth certificate.
Really?
Holy shit.
Where? Frankfurt?
Yep.
Dusseldorf?
You're in
No, I
Frankfurt.
can't. I was born on an American military base. Come on, AJ.
Oh, okay, good.
Ramstein?
I've been to that one. I think in
Yeah?
Frankfurt. Yeah, I think I've stopped through there with a soccer tournament or something like that. Good beer over there.
Okay. Well, I left when I was 3. I didn't get.
Yeah,
tried
but
beer,
3-year-olds are fucking drinking over
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start them
If
young.
you've ever
Stout.
been to Oktoberfest, they do snort cocaine off
All
of each
right.
other's penises.
All right, thank you, Yinzer
that
John.
real?
They do actually. Yeah.
Have you been back to Germany?
Who's pooping in the bed there?
I am going to go back though. Probably when NFL goes over there.
This
Munich
year?
soon. Is it this year or next year?
Yeah, this year.
year.
Tampa's over there, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Munich.
I got to make that trip back.
But CNA is not German.
no.
Even though we just took a trip to Frankfurt real quick. That was delightful. I didn't know that. Yeah. Good beers over there. That airport, Frankfurt Airport, is
gorgeous,
I
right?
think that's a big time international one. I think it's where you fly into normally. And I got a chance to go into their lounge. 7:30 a.m. They had all the fucking taps, all the local. It was unbelievable.
That's all time.
Sounds like heaven.
It was awesome. Yeah, it tasted delicious too, fresh off that fucking plane for all that time. Oh,
So you play soccer over here?
yeah.
Nice.
Well, I took a trip visit over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ended up in a rave.
Oh.
Munich, 2-3 a.m.
Like Euro trip?
Yeah, all by myself. We were having a blast, though. I really made some friends, it seemed like.
A lot of body language.
Well, we were all just in the middle of it. I was like, oh, fuck, this is awesome. And then I had to step out of the thing. It was in a basement, and I walked down to the hotel I was in. It had a room that was like, it was a very small room, but everybody was very nice. It had great booze.
That's awesome.
Great booze. They love to party over there.
Nice.
Where's Luca from? Luca's not there.
Luka is Croatian.
Thought he was from Slovenia.
Yeah.
Might be Slovenia.
We're a cultured show. You hear what we just did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys have selected attack. Is that with this? All right, we got a little off track there. At number 24, the Cowboys take offensive tackle Tyler Smith back to their wheelhouse of offensive lineman Jerry Jones. Loves bringing in big athletic dudes. He was the 2021 second team All AAC selection out of Tulsa.
Damn.
Here we go.
Shout out Jerry for not lying. He did say pre-draft that he was going to take an offensive lineman, and he did.
We should. Jerry Jones doesn't lie. He also said, I like moving up in this draft.
Yeah.
Remember, he said, I like moving up in this draft. Still got Zeke. You got Dak, obviously. You lose Amari Cooper, but you got some dogs at the skill position. Big time highlight names all over that roster. Will this be the year that the Dallas Cowboys go on a run? A.J. Hawk, 2 years ago. Okay,
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy's first year in Dallas. When he was asked who's going to win a Super Bowl before the season started, he said the Dallas Cowboys. And it's not his fault. Fucking everybody buys into the Dallas
Starting
Cowboys.
quarterback got hurt. Sorry about it.
Hey, listen, not your fault, dude. I've bought into the Cowboys
believe me,
before.
I know.
I've gone on ESPN and said, I love Dallas Cowboys. This is my favorite team. Everybody buys into the Dallas Cowboys hype because Jerry Jones is he's a good goddamn marketer.
Hell yeah.
Gentlemen.
He's a marketer. They're on national television every single week, it feels like, because everybody seems to know everybody on their team because they have a bunch of superstars on the team, but they lose all the goddamn time for whatever reason. Are they ever going to go on a run? Maybe rebuilding that offensive line back up is the right way to go, AJ.
I know Tyron Smith has dealt with injuries. He's still there. He's been banged up over the last 3 or 4 years. I don't know how many. He's an absolute monster. So maybe you plug this guy into right tackle, keep Tyron at left, and then you eventually move him back to left when Tyron's done?
He's an absolute champion of a drafter. Jerry Jones is absolute champion.
They lost La'el Collins to the Bengals, so this is kind of just a plug and play.
Remember, he was
situation.
playing cornhole at Joe Burrow's house, Joey
right.
B's house.
That's right. Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, Joe, ain't nobody going to touch you ever again."
A new bodyguard in town.
In town, that's me, pal. All right, I came from Dallas, where we fuck people up if they
Hell
try
yeah.
to touch quarterback, except for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton took a shot, and we just let him die.
It's all good.
Yeah, his head's still fucking rolling around on the turf down in Dallas. But I'll tell you what, it might just be because what we've seen today, the Philadelphia Eagles might be the fucking soup du jour of that division.
All right, let's remember, the Philadelphia Eagles got a bunch of dogs.
Yeah. They got a lot of dogs.
Nick Sirianni plays
Rock, paper, scissors with everybody he brings in. He shoots mini hoops with them. I mean, he knows the guys he's getting. I think that's a big deal with Jordan Davis, right?
Yeah.
Jordan Davis ends up in Philly?
Yeah. With their D-line is...
All Nick Sirianni cares about, right, is like, I want to see them compete.
Yeah.
Not that he's here tonight, obviously. He was here earlier. He wants to see him compete and be dogs. That goes... I mean, he must have a lot of belief that what we were told about Jordan Davis in the past, like, hey, maybe the Eagles build something special. Do you think Jalen Hurts could be a guy that goes on a run, Darius, brother?
I think he could be a guy. I think they're going all in to see just that. And then next year, if he's not, they're going to try to get a quarterback. But they're building around him. Obviously, on defense, you put a guy like Davis in a meeting room every day with a guy like Cox. That's great for his development long term.
Fletcher's played, 45 years in the NFL?
Just about. Long time. Been dominant, too.
What did every coach in the NFL basically says, hey, if you're in a position and there's an OG that has been around a long time, get in their pocket to find out how the hell they have lasted as long as they have lasted in the NFL. Cox has been there since I was in, grade school?
Yeah, just about.
And they have Javon Hargrave, and he's going to have a couple to follow.
And Kelsey. Like, I feel like if Jordan Davis is 6'6",
what?
The only problem he'd run into is a guy that's Kelsey's size.
Jason Kelsey's going to drink some beers.
What?
Little vodka.
What?
Maybe a little tequila.
What?
Go down to the shore.
What?
Gamble a little bit.
What?
Drink some more beers.
What?
Say hello to his brother.
What?
Run through the rain.
What?
Hey, that was a good what from Mel there. Hey, just remember when Mitt thought he retired because the beginning of his I'm Coming Back video seemed like a retirement video?
Yeah.
And now Jason Kelsey, one-on-one every day with Jordan Davis? Is that how that goes?
Probably.
Is that how that goes? He's probably real pumped. Thank God.
Yeah. That whole division made some moves, man. Giants, obviously, they got better than top 10. Got Thibodeau, Neal, both guys who could have been, top 3 picks. Washington got their receiver. That division may be interesting.
I can't believe A.J. Brown got traded.
A.J. Brown went to Philly.
That wasn't even
and we had no idea, though.
Yeah.
Debo got to be pissed
They've obviously
right
been working on it.
Well, they had to have been working on that, just like the Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
Didn't anyone people didn't do the plane tracker deal on the owner flying over to Baltimore or wherever he went and got him?
South Florida, probably where Hollywood.
South Florida, yeah.
But still.
But you probably go to Miami all the time. Remember, that FBO is loaded.
Yeah.
With
but
planes.
day up, I guess it could be anyone in the NFL going to that airport.
That's where Debo is. That would have been my first assumption.
Yeah,
If that Debo's in Miami, they're probably going to get him.
Debo and DK are on the phone with Tory Dondi. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, am I next?
I thought we were getting traded. What's the deal? We were all getting $25 million. I thought. Go ahead, Tone.
I have to say this just because as a show, I don't want us to all be murdered. We did miss a pick, and this fan base is a rabid fan base. So if we don't address it, they will fight us.
Good pick, too.
Who?
The Bills. We missed the Bills traded up, actually.
Oh, they get a running back?
No, they got a corner.
The Buffalo Bills pick up an incredible corner. They traded with who?
They traded 23. Who was it? 23.
Oh, Kyer Elam.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
This guy's a dog, huh? Darius Butler. They traded up to go get him. Everybody thought the Buffalo Bills might get a running back like Breece Hall. I think that was who was rumored to them on every single mock. Instead, they trade up with the Ravens, who the Ravens were allegedly linked to Jordan Davis. Instead, they get Kyle Hamilton. The Ravens are happy enough with that. Trade out again. Kyer Elam goes to Buffalo. How do you feel about that defense? No Pro Bowlers. No Pro Bowlers, although the Buffalo, no Pro Bowlers this year on the Buffalo Bills.
Didn't both your safeties all pro?
Yep, no Pro Bowl though. Yeah, but that defense is stout. It's stacked. They add another corner here. What do you know about old buddy here?
I mean, that's big time. Great bloodline, too. The Elams.
Jason Elam, the kicker?
No, not Jason.
Yeah. Isn't that
Matt
his brother?
Elam. Abe Elam. A lot of his family has been in the league coming out of Florida. But he's an A1 prospect. And then you add to a #1 defense. Obviously, you saw him melt down at the end of the year last year against the Chiefs. But this is a big addition to that defense, opposite of obviously Tre'Davious White. So excited about his pick.
Hey,
Great pick for the Bills.
Hey, the Buffalo Bills, AJ, they're favored in a lot of books to go win the fucking Super Bowl right now.
Well, this Elam corner, he's a physical dude too, isn't he, D-Butt? From everything I've seen, I feel like he's not scared to mix it up with dudes.
Physical, can mix it up, can run. Everything you want in the corner. Good. It's a good, really good
Buffalo
pick.
D too. Like those dudes take pride in knocking dudes' heads off too.
Yeah, got versatile safeties. Good invested in the pass rush in the first round last year. It's this is a wagon up there.
Hey, they got a good like family culture up there too. It feels like everybody absolutely loves it up because there ain't shit. It gets very cold. Now I know the bars are open till like 4 or 5 a.m. and that's awesome. A Buffalo night is an incredible evening, and the Buffalo people are awesome. But as a team, they really like. It sounds like they're even open. Like there isn't really much to do, so we hang out like at the facility. We hang out with each other a lot. I think that helps add to that team. Elam fits in on the defense and in the team. I mean, I would assume Bean and McDermott are absolutely pumped with this. That's why they went up and traded to get him.
Yeah, and they also got fucking Von Miller in the offseason. Like that defense, they're number one in scoring last year. There's no sight of them going down. And Tre'Davious White got hurt, and they still were the number one scoring defense.
Yeah, no Pro Bowlers though, so chips are still on all of the shoulders.
Wow.
The Baltimore Ravens have made a selection. They take Tyler Lindenbaum from Iowa. The Ravens load up on that offensive line. Obviously, a few years ago, Marshall Yonder retires. Not that he was a center, but that offensive line is something they take very seriously in Baltimore. The top center on everybody's board is now in Baltimore. Mad Mel Kiper, have you ever watched this guy play football?
Oh, God, I've watched every piece of tape this guy's put out since high school when he was at Solon. Tough, physical farm boy. He's a mean son of a bitch. Comes as no surprise, he is a John Deere guy. That tells you all you need to know. Marshall Yonda also went to Iowa as well. Listen, they love Kirk's dogs up in Baltimore, and why wouldn't you? This guy is going to be a plug-and-place Pro Bowl caliber... Jesus fucking Christ. Pro Bowl caliber center for the next 15 to 20 years.
They said on NFL Network there he was a wrestler. AJ, I feel
That's
like
huge.
State champion at Solon, I believe.
That's big.
I
right?
was going to tell you that. I was going to say that if you didn't mention it, like especially when your center is a wrestler, I love that. I think any offensive lineman, it's a huge bonus on how to use your leverage, use your hands, toss people. So yeah, he's scary.
They just showed a highlight against Memphis.
He ran like a 4.3 on a screen, didn't he?
Yes. He was just chasing down. A guy was running. He was running parallel to a guy as he was the escort for a screen. I mean, what a freak. 6'2.5", too, by the way. Is that what it said? 6'2.5"?
Yeah. 99 overall pre-draft rating.
Oh, and here's a video of him just bodying people in wrestling and then alpha peacocking. You said this guy's nasty, Mad Mel?
Yeah. Absolutely nasty. I mean, you have to be fucking nasty to be one of Kirk's dogs, and he is.
They always draft so fucking well.
I guess Big Truz has responded to this pick. What the fuck?
Oh, come on. Give him a break. Oh, no. He's going to protect you. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
What is going on?
Things might not be going well.
And another trade. Yeah, Jets are back in the first round. Third first-round pick.
Okay, congrats to the Jets. Hey.
Yeah.
The Lamar reaction helps me feel a little better.
We have an acquaintance video, I'm being told, of Tyler Lindenbaum's. Is that the case?
nice.
And big congrats to him. I can't wait to hear who's speaking up for Tyler.
Listen, I'll tell you something about this kid, all right? We went hogs hunting one time.
Are you kidding me?
This guy caught 10 hogs. First time out.
Caught him?
My daddy never did that. My daddy's daddy never did that. His daddy's daddy never did that. 10 hogs. We ain't talking about 1. We ain't talking about 5. We ain't talking about 8. Kid caught 10 goddamn hogs the first time he went. He's a natural. And when it comes to playing ball, boy, you can best believe when he gets on that field, he's going to be a hell of a player for this team.
Oh, it sounded to be a little bit like nondescript. It sounded like. Was that Tyler or somebody else?
I don't buy it. I mean, he's a hayseed from Iowa. He's not a Southern Fried Hick. I don't know why we're acting like, Jesus Christ. I mean, come on. Jesus. There are no fucking hogs in Iowa. You kidding me?
That guy looked a lot like you.
No, again, I haven't seen these videos. I believe they're just coming in from the back. But if what he's saying is true, 10 hogs on the first time.
That's a lot of hogs.
He went hog hunting.
Hey, that had to be a long day. His persistence has to be something very serious. His competitive stamina. He's a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense now that you see that video with the wrestling video of him getting all juiced up.
Let's get past the hog hunting real quick in Wrangling or whatever. Let's talk about Big Truz saying what the fuck. What is going on, dude?
No way he resigns.
Hey, what is going on?
No way he's going. Hey, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but Lamar Jackson to Indianapolis feels way more real after this draft now.
He could have been watching the playoff game.
Could have. Yeah, what's going on?
Watching film?
Yeah, he could have been watching the NBA playoff game right now.
I see what's going on over there.
We don't know if this is him losing his receiver and getting the center. You know,
That'd
you
be,
don't know.
it's it's coincidental timing,
timing.
potentially.
Yeah, there's probably a delay too. I mean, who knows what stream he's watching?
I think he wanted Elam, and he probably just saw the Bills. Pick.
Jason?
No, Kair, I believe, a cornerback.
All right, Jason Elam held the ball.
Jason Elam's got more family.
Jazz Mavs is going on right now, so you know.
What's the score? Is it close?
It's 41-36, middle second.
Hey,
somebody just got a big time.
Someone just picked up their third foul. Has to go to the bench for the rest of the half.
These refs in the NBA have been a little fucking.
I think Lamar might be from Utah or Southern Florida. I can't remember.
Well, he's a big Doncic guy, I think.
Lamar Jackson is awesome. Remember, he was thinking about quitting Twitter a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I actually put under there like, hey, we need you on here, dude. Like, listen, we fucking need you on here. Let's relax, okay? He said, man, I just be fucking around and people be taking it too serious. It's like, no, Lamar, don't let the negative take away from your Twitter. He is a top 10 follow on all of Twitter. And tonight on Draft Spectacular Evening, I could have never guessed that he might be the star, but his tweets have really taken away the story from me. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I mean, he had one of the tweets of the year with "Why's the buddy have the thing?" when the new emojis came out, and that was by far, I mean, top 10 in the past 2 months.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
Old timer.
Me too. What happened? Can you tell me?
No, all right, let's move along here.
Move past it.
The Jets have selected Jermaine Johnson II out of Florida State.
Damn.
26.
Wow.
From Last Chance U.
Right?
I just did quite a pan.
They were doing the tomahawk chop.
So he was mocked top 10. What happened?
Yeah, he was a lock for top 10. A lot of people.
He got a
He was
lot.
a late bloomer, though. He was a late.
All his
bloomer,
Florida
a little
State
older.
boys doing the chop, obviously, as he walks to the stage. Congrats to him. 26 overall, going to the Jets. The Jets, by the way, trade up to get him. The Jets have had Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
Then they picked up.
Garrett Wilson, wide receiver from OSU.
And now they get Jermaine Johnson. Look at the Jets. Bob Sala making some plays. Bob, obviously an incredible defensive coordinator, had to see something out of Jermaine. He transferred out of Georgia, ends up at Florida State, has this massive year, and everybody's wondering why he couldn't play at Georgia. It's like, have we seen fucking Georgia get drafted already? Maybe the guy just needed to go to his place. Last Chance U, Coach JB. Good for him going to New York, AJ Hawk.
Well, yeah, and it's great value for the Jets. I'm sure they saw him still available. Didn't a lot of people have him mocked in their top 10?
Everyone. But hey, just remember this, Jermaine. First round draft pick.
That's right.
First round draft pick, dude. Don't worry about anything else.
Now,
I assume he slid a little bit because every team considering taking him called up Coach JB, and he basically said, hey, if you don't select this guy, you're a fucking bitch-made cat. That's all there is to it. And I think it scared away a couple GMs and executives.
Coach JB had those conversations?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken.
And they were like, well, the fact that guy just said that we could potentially be bitch-made cats, we don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, wash your hands of the situation, if you will.
And they said, is there any slapdick whiskey around?
And I believe he said, yeah, I'm drinking it and I'm smoking this stick, and you can't have any. So, piss off.
And you're also a
bitch-made cat, dog.
Is that what he said?
I believe so. Now, that's not confirmed. We'd have to check with Coach JB, but I have heard that, kind of through the grapevine a little bit.
I like that Coach JB went to the bat for his guy, but Jermaine Johnson goes to the Jets, their third first-round pick this year. Good for them. Tone, what were you going to say?
Not about this pick, but I've gotten multiple tweets, and it's that Linderbaum wrestling video. I guess that was against Tristan Wirfs.
Oh, shit. That's why he was so pumped, by the way.
They're in the same conference in high school.
And wow, great conference, by the way.
The Womack, baby.
Yeah, great conference down there. That's incredible. They became friends, obviously, and teammates, absolute studs. Joining us now is a friend of ours and a former teammate of the man to my left, your right on the screen. Everything he does gets dissected by every human on planet Earth. The only thing we know is he's the back-to-back NFL MVP. His calves look fantastic. The hair is still growing. A couple weeks ago, he was wearing a leather jacket in Miami talking about Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
Coolest dude on fucking earth, ladies and gentlemen, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers. What's up, dude?
What's up, boys? How's the internet? It's a little, I got a couple bars.
You got Starlink from Elon.
You and Elon, boys?
Hey, it's been a great fucking show, boys.
Oh.
It has been amazing, man.
Hey,
I have watched from minute one, from Brock with the intro. Dude, Mad Mel, Coach Holtz.
Yeah.
That shit was unreal.
Hey, what a joke, huh? What an absolute joke. We appreciate you joining.
I mean, why? Seriously, though, I'm going to pump you guys for a second. Why watch any other show mean, not only are you guys hilarious, but you're giving shit away.
Come on.
I mean, give me that massage chair.
Oh no! Hey, you got to guess how many M&Ms in this thing? You think?
Oh, there's got to be over 1,000.
Well, we don't know.
Okay, no clue.
Find out tomorrow. You can guess hashtag PMS FanDuel Spectacular. Put your guess in there and say something nice to somebody in the hashtag. You could potentially win a grand champion prize of $15,000.
Wow, a lot of moolah.
Anyways, let's get back to it. Aaron?
The outfits tonight, too. A lot of people that know my affinity for you and the boys have been commenting on the belt buckle.
You like it or no?
I'm a fan. I wish you had a mustache to go with it, with the Canadian tux, but I'm a fan. Speaking of tux, AJ in his robe with his tuxedo T-shirt and his fake books in the background looks pretty solid.
No, it's a real book. Remember, that one has a title. You know the book. Actually, read it. AJ, which book is it?
Aaron actually pointed this out when he walked up here a couple months ago. It's the first thing he noticed.
Which book is it?
Is the autobiography of Chuck Berry or what?
That's up top. Your Ayn Rand book is down below.
Okay. All right.
Okay, pal.
All right, let's move along. We appreciate you. You're the best. It's great to see you. You look fantastic, okay?
Yeah.
You look fantastic. How's everything going? We haven't heard from you for a while now, and obviously the world's excited to listen to you chat on this glorious draft spectacular. How do you feel about life? How do you feel about your relationship with the Packers? How do you feel about how the draft's going? Just everything as a whole, Aaron.
You know, I haven't, because of your show, I've watched the last couple drafts. It's been a wild one, all the trades. I mean, I couldn't believe that not only Marquise got traded, but AJ got traded, and the run on receivers that happened, and all the Georgia kids that got picked. Obviously, they had a great defense, but it's been a little wild. As far as me, I'm doing great. I'm sitting out here in the LA area, listening to the ocean. Watching you guys on my computer. It's been great. You guys are so far ahead, too. That's the other thing that's amazing. You guys have the picks before any of the networks. So, again, why would you watch any other show for this one when you guys literally have the information? When you're not showing replays of the little bits or the cut-ins with, the super fans and stuff, you guys literally are ahead of every single pick on network TV.
They're going to hate us. They're going to hate us. They're going to hate us. Go ahead, AJ.
Aaron, what do you think of the linebacker you guys took from Georgia? I think he's a monster. Pat and I saw him play in person. Everyone on that team runs a 4.1, I believe, from that Georgia defense. But what do you think of it?
I don't know a whole lot about him. I got some text right after the pick. He's an athlete's first guy like myself. He was a big hit.
Oh, this is really important.
Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Hey, Malibu,
I'm back.
come and go.
Mm-hmm.
Malibu.
I'm
Hey,
back.
you're in Malibu. I seen that house on Zillow.
Back to 2 bars.
Okay.
Back to 2 bars.
I didn't say that on Zillow. But
No, he's athlete's first guy, and a lot of fans in the workout group of his. I got texted from my trainer Ryan Capretta. Big fan of his. Really enjoyed working with him. Say he's a good kid. I mean, obviously fits the bill. He's 6'3.5" and 230. Pair him with Dre. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Sound sweet words.
Yeah, this is our fault, not yours, by the way. Sorry.
Pair him with Dre in the middle. I think that's pretty good for our defense.
Excited to hear that from you because everybody assumed that the Packers were going to try to get some weapons. And nobody has heard from you since Davante Adams got moved to the Las Vegas Raiders. When that move happens, obviously we know the connection and the relationship that you and Davante have. You've talked about it on this show ad nauseum and how much respect you have for him. Did that surprise you? Obviously you're not going to be able to replace a Davante Adams, but how has that conversation evolved with the Packers from you? And what do you think are going to be the steps going forward?
Well, we've had a lot of success with second and third round receivers in Green Bay. You look at Greg Jennings and Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, James Jones in the third round, obviously Davante Adams in the second round. Those guys turned out pretty good. So I'm not sure. I think we're about to pick here in a second, but it was a little surprising with Davante. Obviously, when I made my decision, I was still thinking he was going to come back. I was very honest with him about my plans and my future and where I saw my career going as far as how many years I wanted to play. But I felt like he was going to be back, Didn't obviously turn out that way, but I have so much love for Tay and appreciate the time we spent together, and definitely wish him the best with Derek in Vegas. But that's a big hole to fill for sure.
Yeah, Devontae's an absolute stud. And thank you for talking about that, by the way. I think people are going to be intrigued to hear that. Whenever you said that it did surprise you a little bit, I saw Mad Mel Kiper shake his head, but it doesn't sound like you are that pissed off about it either. You understand business is business, and you have faith and trust in Goody and LaFleur and everybody over at Green Bay, much more now than maybe in the past?
Well, it is the business. You know, it's a tough business. It's a wonderful profession. And those of us who've been blessed to play for so long realize that completely. And there's a lot of things that happen that surprise you, even still. And I thought that based on the number that we offered Devontae and, you know, being able to play with me for a few more years would definitely make a difference. But in the end, I think he was ready to move on and wanted my help in making that happen. And it was a tough position to be in for sure, because I love him and I care about him and want him to be happy. And he's definitely going to be missed.
Hey, what's this offseason been like for you? I know a lot of times you don't throw in the offseason until late. I don't know where we're at now, end of April. And are you looking forward to, you know, whenever you do get back to Green Bay, just having a nice, cool, calm, like drama-free year coming up?
Well, I mean, I threw in this little charity flag football game where the only
that was mean, by the way.
Was me getting picked off by that JC kid.
Yeah, and then you tried to assault him. You tried to assault him afterwards.
Hey, don't hand the ball back to me after a pick, man. Hey, you know who I learned that from is that dude right there. That dude, where is he? He's right over there.
Used to fire that thing at you.
Right over there, man.
Over there,
AJ. Yeah, AJ and his broken fingers would fire that thing at you. If he wasn't flipping you off on the field, he's firing that picture. Not that he ever really picked me off, but
like in practice, AJ picks you off, he finds you, and just
anyone.
Yeah. It was anybody. He's throwing it back. and one time, Big Mike didn't like it. He was not very happy about it. Hey, AJ, what are you doing that ball back?
Ball security.
Ball security. Like, hey, Coach, I'm probably not going to do that in a game, okay? So we're going to be fine.
Oh, I love that. Hey, the Packers have made their second first-round selection. They go back to Georgia, back to defense. Defensive tackle Devontae Wyatt. Georgia D lineman is also going to the Packers. So you go linebacker and D line. You talked earlier about second round and third round wide receivers and having a lot of faith in the history of the Packers, having a lot of success there. It sounds like you expected this to happen almost. Like, hey, we need to load up on the defense a little bit.
Well, I've had a little insight. I've been talking with him, throughout the night. So
this guy's got sources.
Okay, well, it's about time.
You got sources.
Yeah, thanks, Mel. So I know that they really liked Wyatt early on, and were wondering if he was going to be there at either pick, I believe. And when the linebacker was there in the 20s, and all six of those receivers, I believe it was six who they had first-round grades on, were gone. I think it was pretty obvious that they wanted to shore up those two spots in their mind, which was another inside backer besides Dre, and then a defensive lineman to be in the rotation with Kenny Clark and Dean Lowry.
Lowry,
and Slayton. So I think, it's possible we could maybe move Kenny I think this kid's pretty big. Isn't he like 340, 350 or something?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mad Mel.
Yeah, absolutely stout. 340, 350 in that range. You got it. Nailed it.
Is he a dog, though?
Well, if you're going to come play in Green Bay, you better be a fucking dog. So I hope so, Aaron.
Is he like a Cocker Spaniel or something else?
Well, I'd say more like a Doberman Pinscher, probably. Cocker Spaniels, I know, Lou Holtz was talking about that earlier, but, that sack of shit, who knows what he's talking about.
Matt, Mel, do you have a question for Aaron?
Yeah, I do. Aaron, love you, pal. Great to see you.
In character.
Anytime this stuff comes out about Deebo Samuel or DK Metcalf, do you take any stock in that, like these guys actually might get traded to you guys, or is that solely for assholes like me to get all excited just to have our hearts broken a couple weeks later?
I mean, I think we've been in the mix with some of these guys. That's what it seems like. Now, there's not a lot of teams that probably want to trade receivers to Green Bay, so I think we're probably at the back of the line for a lot of these teams. As far as, our picks are usually late, and nobody wants to trade in the division a guy like Debo probably. But at the same time, I think if you're not going to pay Devontae, obviously we traded him, but he wanted to move on. But going out and paying another guy, I don't know if that makes a ton of sense. Now there's some veteran guys out there that I think could be possibilities, and also we have 2 picks in the second round tomorrow, and I'm sure there's some guys on the board that they probably like. But yeah,
Is there anything?
I feel like we've been in the mix, but does San Fran want to trade Debo Samuel to us?
Probably not. Pipe dream.
Hey, just real quick though, like it sounds like you guys are taking wide receiver tomorrow in the second
Yeah,
round.
probably gonna get Christian Watson.
Okay, see, I love that. It sounds like that's
Maybe
what's
he knows.
happening. This guy has a source.
Yeah.
Remember, this year much different than years past. Aaron, this stat is now going to hit the internet and run for another year. In your entire tenure at the Packers, there's never been a first rounder spent on a wide receiver, right? So this is just something that runs with the internet. And we all know how the draft works, and you guys are winning a lot, so you're towards the end of most drafts anyways. Whenever you think about how the team is built, how important is it, you think, to get a guy like Devontae on the squad? Like, do you think another, super out, or can Alan Lazard become that? Or do you worry about that at all with the team going forward in the next couple of years?
Well, I think it's something we got to address for sure. But I think what you got to remember as well is, of all the positions in the draft, if you go back through the history, and I just think about the drafts when I was a young player, a lot of receiver busts in the first round. There's very few of the Calvin Johnsons, Julio Jones.
He's available.
Guys, I mean, you can't even really think about a lot of guys at the top of those drafts. And usually it's top heavy. You got a guy like that who's going to go in the top 10 and be a Hall of Fame receiver. Or you have guys who could be middling, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, Donald Driver, 7th round receivers who turn out to be excellent players. A lot of it's situation, a lot of it's the quarterback, a lot of it's the scheme they go to. But, it's you're not going to always be able to hit on those. The one receiver I thought who to me looked the most NFL ready and it was the kid from Alabama, who was dealing with an ACL, who's not going to be ready, beginning of the season, maybe a pup guy. And I think he went, 11 or 12, Detroit trade up to get him, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But, it didn't seem like, and from what I heard, that there was maybe a Justin Jefferson in this draft, too. And you think about Justin Jefferson, he went, 22nd, I believe?
Yeah, the Vikings were laughing in the war room, you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. That's the draft. You never know. You're going to pick a guy and you expect him to play well in the top 10 maybe, and there's busts sometimes. And there's guys who are middling players. There's guys who are, Packer Hall of Famers that get picked in the top 10, and every now and then there's Hall of Famers, but it's very rare. In 2009, I think might have been the last time we had 2 first-round draft picks, and we took B.J. Raji, I believe, in the top 10, who was a really solid player, important part of our Super Bowl run.
He did this thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then we traded up, I believe, to 25 or 26 and took Clay Matthews, who's the all-time sack leader for the Packers. So, again, 25 teams passed on him. We had to trade up to get him in the first round. So the draft, there's a few guys who are sure things and a lot of guys who, especially in the first round, who you never know. I think about my first-round draft and the guys picked in front of me. There's not a lot of Hall of Famers going in from that draft, and that's just the way it goes. But there's guys still playing in the league, going into their 18th season, who weren't picked in the first round. Or guys who played 15, 16 years who weren't picked in the first round. That's just the way it goes. So you just have to have trust in the guys pick them, the personnel people, and then a lot of it's the situation, the fit with those teams.
Aaron, obviously, that's the ocean behind you. It's not the Fox River. In De Pere, Wisconsin, we know the Packers are started their offseason
He's in
program.
Malibu. He's in Malibu.
What's your plan? Do you have to go back for minicamp or any are there mandatory things that you will be back in town for?
Well, I've already got one day in. I went to the Bucks game a couple weeks ago, and then
there we go.
They lost that one.
Yeah, we lost that game, but we won 3 in a row. And Chicago got real quiet after that.
No, you still own them. You still own them. Yeah, got it.
Real quiet.
Yeah.
They're fishing right now. I think the Bulls are fishing right now. But
Zito's in the bathroom. Zito's in the bathroom. Benny the Bull also in the bathroom. All right.
But I'm going to be out there for minicamp for sure. Probably a few more days in May. It was good to see the guys get back there. See Tom Clements, who's back as our quarterback coach, and so yeah, I'll be back there. A few more days, and then for the minicamp.
Darius Butler has a question for you, Aaron.
Speaking of basketball, man, we talked nothing about football. I saw you in the picture, Paul George, Von Miller looked like on the basketball court. I had some power rankings the other day as far as football position groups on the court. I had DB up there at 1, quarterbacks 2,
punter,
tight ends, no, not punters, and then receivers there at 4. Number 1, do you agree with those power rankings? Number 2, who was your hoop game like? Who would you compare yourself to on that court?
Vlade Divac probably in his prime.
Hey, Vlade was skilled. Vlade was skilled.
Burning heaters afterwards.
Vlade burning Marlboro Reds at halftime, and then taking guys down on the block, jump hook, which I have in the arsenal. Every now and then stepping out and draining some threes, playing great defense, and every now and then taking some charges. Some people would say flops.
Oh,
but,
shit!
But I would say charges. But as far as basketball players, one of the best I've seen for sure was Tremont Williams, corner, long time in the league.
DB.
And there were stories about him. AJ knows this. There used to be a basketball team in Green Bay that would go around and play local police stations, fire stations, high school all-star teams for charity, right? And they would blow these dudes out. And the stories that would come back a lot about Tremont was pretty incredible. His shooting ability, his dunking on people. But this is kind of before, unfortunately, before camera phones, and that's probably why they don't do this anymore. Because obviously, they don't want anybody getting hurt. But I wish there was some footage of some of the Green Machine games back then, because we had some skilled guys. Receivers for sure, I wouldn't put fourth. I'd definitely put them in front of us. I always feel like I'd be a good 6th man on our squad if I'm not starting at the point.
Good defense or what?
But no, not really. Other than DBs, there are no other defensive players. I mean, you see some of these linebackers, D linemen shoot.
They're wrestlers. They're wrestlers. Yeah.
It's as bad as the O-line.
Hockey players. Yeah.
Running backs are absolutely ass.
The muscle-bound meatheads like AJ, they can't. Really
I was a basketball player. I didn't wrestle.
Oh,
sure.
All right. Hey,
look at those ears.
Hey, you smacked the. Yeah, you'll call flyer out there. Hey, did you smack the backboard on the layups? Those Cavs say you smacked the board, huh? That was
Their shorts are too big. Their shorts act like a cape and hold them down.
I can't believe Paul's got the short shorts.
No, that's 2022, dude. Like Aaron.
But PG, the fun thing is there's some basketball players in with CAA training right now. Don McLean runs them through workouts. Legend from
By the
University.
Way, John McClain just retired from Houston. Miss Sports Media, John McClain.
I believe they gave him the key to the city.
They did. He deserved it. Sorry, Don McClain, though, training really.
Sang American Pie.
Sings American Pie, yeah.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Throw my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. When good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing this'll be the day that I die. Hey, this'll be the day that I die.
Hey, shout out Tyson Fury. What a beast that dude is.
Stallion in the ring,
Unbelievable.
man.
And then he sang that song.
Yeah, he's
on the outro, bro. Mic drop. What an entertainer. What an entertainer.
He's going to fight Francis Ngannou, too, in UFC gloves or whatever. We have to do an announcement of a draft pick because a guy's been wearing a helmet since they went onto the clock, and it was numerous picks ago.
Like 21?
The New England Patriots, you take the helmet off.
Do we have a companion video for this one?
The Patriots have made their selection.
Here we go.
They drafted somebody from UT Chattanooga.
Hell yeah!
Cole.
Let's go!
Cole
Hauser.
Strange.
Cole Strange.
Cole Strange. Let's go. See you in the Hall of Fame, Cole. Welcome to the squad. Thanks again, Bill.
Right.
Let's go.
Woo! Congrats.
Hell yeah. What's he play?
Aaron, we do have an acquaintance video for this particular pick out of UT Chattanooga.
Let's go.
Cole Strange. This is somebody from Boston that knows all about this guard from Chattanooga who's 6'4", 307 pounds. He's a bulldog.
Hell
He's
yeah.
got a quick first step, and he's always the coach's favorite. Has the face mask with the middle fucking piece
Let's
here
go!
in college. Here's an acquaintance, I guess, or somebody from Boston.
Look, when we're talking about NFL prospects, can I swear? Okay. When we're talking about fucking NFL prospects, this guy, he might be the best guy you've ever seen. He was wicked good in high school.
True.
He was wicked good in college. He's gonna be even better in the pros. I mean, listen, one time we woke up, everyone hung over as hell. Okay, we went out partying the night before.
Party.
This guy wakes up and he eats 5 Baker's dozen donuts from Dunkin'. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. The guy is a born champion. He'll probably bring you a Super Bowl.
That's you.
No, that is actually my cousin, to be fair. The other guys I didn't know, but it sounded like he knows what he's talking about. He probably is going to bring us a Super Bowl.
And an offensive tackle, offensive line seemed like such an easy pick. That's like the most important position in all of football, aside from quarterback, obviously. Offensive line just seems like the safest pick in a draft to me. You don't think so? You don't like
Was
it?
that the question? Was that the question?
Yeah, you don't agree? Do you agree on that? Because there's a lot of offensive tackles being taken. There's a center being taken.
Yep.
It feels like it's always just assumed like, yeah, good decision. Build from the trenches. Like it's always kind of assumed that way. You don't think that's the case? Huh? You think that maybe offensive linemen can be found anywhere, just like you said about wide receivers? Is that what you're saying?
Look, I'm just going off what's happened in Green Bay over the years. I mean, we've had Brian Bulaga was a first-round pick, Iowa, and he was a stud for us for a long time.
Kirk's dog.
But there's not a ton of those guys, I don't think, unless you're picking in the top 10. To be honest, look at our offensive line now. Elton Jenkins was a second-round pick. Bakhtiar was a fourth-round pick. Josh was a second-round pick. Runyon was a sixth-round pick, I believe. And, not sure who's going to be playing the other spot. But it's not like there's not many teams that have, a bunch of first-rounders across the ball. We've had, Josh Sitton, was I think a fourth or fifth round pick. TJ Lang was a third or fourth, maybe.
Maybe TJ.
Corey
Tauscher.
Lindsey, I believe, was a later pick. Tausch was a later pick. Scotty Wells, who was center for us, was a seventh round pick. College and Spitz were not first round picks. So we've made. Hey, a lot of it comes down to, again, situation and coaching and scheme fit. And there's some no doubters that usually get picked in the top. And I think, 3 guys win the top 8 tackles, I believe?
Charles Cross, Evan Neal, and Ike Ekwonu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those guys are probably no doubters, and got the chance to be Hall of Famers. Not always, but usually you go in the top 10 in linemen, you're a no doubter. After that, kind of like receiver, you can find guys in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round and who can play and not just play and be a stopgap, but play and be a long-time starter.
AJ, you got anything for Aaron? Let's send his ass
Kevin,
out here.
sorry.
Wake up, pal. Jesus Christ.
Fall asleep at the wheel.
Hey, what's the deal,
Watching
Aaron?
the TV, there's a great player was drafted. I don't want to announce it. A guy that I'm a fan of was picked by the Chiefs. Sorry, Pat.
Oh, the Purdue edge rusher, you're saying.
Yeah, say his name.
George Karlaftis. This guy's a
Wow.
stud. This dude's an absolute stud. Say his name. What's that all about? I knew him. I know this guy's
he's a
Purdue.
monster.
What the
Sorry,
hell?
I was watching some of his water polo highlights. I got distracted a little bit. I didn't see Aaron. Hair looks good. Are you going to continue to grow this out for this season?
Last year I went with the Keanu John Wick look.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Somebody sent me a picture the other day, which I feel like is my next go-to look, and that's Nick Cage from Con Air.
Oh, hell yeah! You need this. I think you're going to need
get in the
this.
weight room.
Put
Hey,
Bonnie
you
back
guys-
in the box.
I think this is the
You guys
what?
bring up that pick right now. I know you guys can. Bring up that any pick of
Yeah, well, he's in the beater and he's kind of jacked.
Yeah.
And I think he has like a blue.
Peter.
Yeah.
You have to shave your forearms to get in the weight room, bud.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is fucking yoked, dude. Not just the calves, too. We're talking whole body.
Have you seen the new Nick Cage video yet, though?
There's a movie coming out.
Yeah, with
Not video. I said video like there's a sex tape.
Are you in it?
This movie.
Do you know Nicolas Cage? You guys hang out?
I don't, but I'm a big fan. I mean, Keanu, for my money, is the best actor in the world, but Nick is a close second.
This guy's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I love that you referenced when you were dressed up like that. Quite a conversation piece, which pivots to a great conversation ender here and lets you get back to your life, and we appreciate you joining us. And AJ alluded to it earlier, like a nice drama-free season. How pumped are you to be away from last year? Kind of like, seems like you're in a great, happy place. Next year, from the sounds of it, it's going to be the most normal NFL season that we've had in numerous years. Feels like you're in really good spot with the Green Bay Packers. How do you just looking ahead to the next season, are you in a much different place than you were last year, or do you think that didn't change much?
I mean, there was a lot of things from last year that were unexpected for sure, but and it definitely wasn't the smoothest year at times. But I do feel good about where I'm at with Green Bay, my relationship with Brian and Russ and Matt, and bringing Tom Clements back in the fold. It was great to see him in the room. I walked in and surprised him. I was teasing Matt I wasn't coming in, and walked in the room in the morning and surprised those guys. It was fun to see him. It's different. I was actually, talking with some former coaches tonight who I love, and miss Hackett and Jo and Getsy, being around for sure. But we got a great group of men working there, and I'm excited to get back there and get things going. We got a lot to play for, a lot of exciting things. I'm sure the Packer Nation will be wondering why we didn't take a receiver, a trade up, or whatnot. But at this point, you just got to have some faith in the organization and faith in that whoever we bring in tomorrow and the rest of this draft, that I'm going to put in the time to make it work with those guys, and we're going to find a way in Matt's offense to be successful like we always have. And it's not going to be any different this year, and we're going to be in the mix. And obviously our defense is going to be really good. And defense wins championships, as David Bakhtiari tweeted out earlier.
Yes, sir.
And offensively, we didn't do our part last year in the playoffs, and we got to live with that and find a way to get it done next year when we're in that position. But let me just say, you boys are so fucking entertaining.
No.
And I appreciate you guys. It's great being back on with you. Keep up the great work, all you guys. I love seeing you guys' personalities come out, and even Gump to speak up every now and then is great.
Got a baby Goop!
Baby Goop! So, and I love the hat too, buddy. But keep up the great work, boys, and appreciate you guys having me on.
Hey, we appreciate you so much. Hell
Love you,
yeah.
pal.
I think the Packers fans, after hearing that, are ready to run through a wall. This is what your goal is, your inspiration is. Good luck chasing this photo. This is what we need.
Hell yeah.
Wow. There it is. I'm right there with a little better hairline, though. A little better hairline.
Make sure you get that fan for the photo for Instagram. You know what I mean? Make sure you get the full free Nicolas Cage there at the end whenever he finds his life. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and really do that.
I like him in the beater, though. I'm gonna wear the beater.
All right. Well, you're probably gonna look yoked because you're on that Poncha Karma all the time. We appreciate you, brother. Enjoy the rest of the off season, and thank you for your time. You're the best, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Rodgers. It was very nice of him to join us.
Absolutely.
And it's almost over. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, that pick's already in, too.
Hey, defense wins championships. Hell yeah, you just got him in there. Even though everybody says that that's not the case. Aaron's like, no, and been there, done that. Defense wins championships, Ronnie.
Yeah, you saw the Super Bowl. Aaron Donald. Defense.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Okay, so
Bucks the year before, that defense carried them until the Super Bowl. Then Tom Brady had a good game, but that defense carried them first 3 rounds.
When football matters, right? You got to be able to run the ball and you got to be able to play defense.
Not so much run the ball. It's just a different NFL. You can kind of, matter of fact, A-Rod is one of the best quarterbacks at that. You get that little pitch to receiver, get a couple blocks, pick up 5-6 yards on first down. That's better than the run.
Extension of the run game, they say that.
Exactly.
We have a video of Sean McVay reacting to Cole Strange being drafted to the New England Patriots. Sean McVay.
Really? Just went. Oh, my UT Chattanooga to the first round. Hey, where is... How about that? And we wasted our time watching him thinking he'd be at 104 maybe.
These guys are fucking roasting Bill.
This is awesome.
No. McVay has the utmost respect for Bill. Actually, before the last Super Bowl, Bill texted him. I think they're just pissed that Bill's he knows. Hey, you see that middle face mask? You see that bar? You guys talking about defense win championships? O-lines win championships. And Cole Strange, like that other guy said, is probably going to bring a Super Bowl to New England.
Les Snead?
Sean McVay. Was that Les Snead hosting that?
I think so, yeah.
Are they doing run that? That's a fucking GM? Are they doing a watch along?
Just went. Oh, my UT Chattanooga to the first round. Hey, where is... How about that? And we wasted our time watching him thinking he'd be at 104 maybe.
Is this a watch along? Why aren't we watching along?
Oh, are they doing that
I don't
live from
know
their
who it is.
the LA house?
Yeah.
Whatever they got going on. I think McVay was saying like, and we were idiots thinking that there was a chance we would get him.
Yeah. I mean, either way, you guys saw that face
That's
mask.
that. People are going to take that as a shot at Bill.
Yeah, for
Big
sure.
time.
That's unbelievable.
That made you feel better about the pick. Though.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, when I saw the photo of him, I knew, okay, this guy's going to be a Hall of Famer. But now that I know Sean McVay, Super Bowl winning coach, the best team in the league, he wanted him too. Cole Stranger's a goddamn player.
Hey, was there any doubt that Bill Belichick wouldn't hit a home run tonight?
No, absolutely not. And there was also no doubt that it was going to be a guy that none of us have ever heard of in our entire lives, which makes me feel even better because the last time that happened was Kyle Duggar, and he turned out to be a dog.
Was he worth you wearing that helmet for fucking 2 hours?
1,000%. Look at this fucking guy. He's playing center there. He's playing guard in the photos. I mean, that's our fifth offensive lineman, too, because we had a guard spot to fill. Now we're protecting Mac Jones. You kidding me? See you guys in the Super Bowl.
He's number 69. He has the middle metal thing. He is right out of a fucking movie.
He's got the AQ Shipley tattoo on his left arm.
Darius, what'd you say? You
No,
called
that
it?
face mask, we used to call that a duck. That's a duck right there. You got that bar going, that's a duck.
Yeah.
Like you should duck or it
No, that's just what we refer to, duck. You know, the face mask, the Dahn, we used to call it a crab. So, it's a duck.
Oh, he's got a
that
duck.
was the Dahn though. Everyone that was universal, right? The Dahn.
Yeah, Dahn or ED, Eric Dickerson. He kind of made it. He was one of the first guys to make it famous.
Nobody does the duck anymore.
No.
This guy's going to do it.
Yeah, absolute throwback player. Exactly the type of guy you want.
You are not going to poke this motherfucking guy in the eyes.
Nope.
One person poked him in the eyes one time when he was a kid. He said, never again. I'm fucking putting a metal thing.
Give me that fucking bar down the middle.
Sir, you don't have to do that anymore. They kind of taken like headshots out of the game almost from defensive linemen. You don't have to do that. It's like very abnormal for people to get stabbed in the eyes these days. Nope, fuck, never happened to me again, Cole said.
Yeah.
Fuck, I will learn my lesson.
Doesn't care about it. And that's why he actually uses that face mask to do the AJ Hawk and put guys in body bags. And, right there, Rydell, underneath the chin to a middle linebacker.
No, not in 2022.
Well,
Can't
you
do it
never
anymore.
know.
On
Inside the
2022.
box, you never know.
Yeah, they
You can do it within 3 yards.
Boom.
You can get away with some shit. And the last pick is in. Wow, this is awesome. Well, here's to us.
Yeah, how about it?
An hour early.
Hey, Tone, will you round this? Will you remind everybody of this thing? Tone Diggs has the. This is the bin that Tone Diggs is referring to.
867.
Okay, that's not going to be enough. I don't
Okay.
know.
Tweet it anyway.
If you
1,200.
haven't heard yet, if you've joined late, use hashtag PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular with your guesses.
Because it is
A draft
spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
With your guesses for how many peanut M&Ms are in there.
Yeah.
Damn. That thing's.
That's a lot.
Include your.
How many bags you put in there?
Well, we did bags, we did short bags, we did big bags, we did a bunch of things.
It was a mix. Yeah,
Well,
okay.
because there's people in the offense, in the office, I think, that have troll accounts that try to win these things.
I do.
So we had to fucking mix it up, so they couldn't do any math.
Hashtag PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular. Include your cash tag to be entered to win with your guess for how many are in there, and you could win a Cowaway driver,
What?
an Oculus,
What?
a PS5,
What?
a massage chair.
What?
And if you don't win one of those, don't worry because 50 people win $500.
Wow.
Holy
Is
shit.
that it?
One grand champion
Yeah.
will win $15,000.
Damn.
Yeah. Go ahead and guess. Come on. Use your Twitter. Hashtag PMS, FanDuel, Draft Spectacular. Make your guess. Say something nice to somebody. Have your Cash App cash tag in there. We're losing steam. I'm happy this is over.
Unbelievable. 3.5 hours. This is
Thank you, NFL.
tight show.
Hey, on my guide, on my program guide, it said 8 to 11:30. So like they kept it pretty close. Huh?
I wonder if there was like a full meeting, and that maybe one per club meeting. Hey, we ain't fucking doing the 5. Like, let's go. All right. I understand we got to do a show, but also way too long.
Yeah.
Everybody was tailing.
nice.
Our ratings were tailing off at the end.
in
There was a
Vegas.
lot of trades. There was a lot of action. There was a lot of moves made. This was a hell of a first round that's wrapping up here with the Minnesota Vikings making their
Oh
pick.
no!
What?
What's Raj wearing?
Oh, here we go.
I haven't seen him. What's he doing?
Let's go.
Is he out in Vegas? Is he
Vegas
wearing one
attire?
of those is he wearing a carrot top outfit?
You see him yet?
If this isn't a quarterback, only one quarterback went.
Is he wearing a Chris, which is definitely the under 2.5, which was at -1?
It was
48?
-2 something, I think. It might have changed. Oh, when it went to 2.5, it changed.
Yeah.
Pick is in.
Oh, he's got a
Is that it? Oh, he looks awesome.
Bro, he looks
A
sweet.
sundial?
Is that a
Look
Flava
who it
Flav
is.
chain?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, the clock.
Nah, that's Chris Angels.
Oh no, it is. It's a mesmerizing But
Well said, Tony.
Is this a part of a Chris Angel bit? What is that chain?
if that thing spins, you will be mesmerized.
I'm not looking at it. I've seen that type of shit before.
All of a sudden, Chris is going to pop out of
Lewis Seen!
Hey, you got in there.
Lewis Seen
Got
out
in
of
there.
Georgia.
Wow.
First round draft pick. Congratulations. He can always say that. 32. Last pick of the draft. The Minnesota Vikings take another Georgia defensive player, bringing it out to 5 or 6 in the entire, which is what I was saying earlier. I was predicting that earlier.
Wyatt, the linebacker, went to Green Bay.
Quay.
Davis.
Trevon.
I believe it was 5
or 6.
2 of them to Green Bay.
Hey, that's incredible. Hey, congratulations to the Georgia team that wins a national championship, and basically all their dogs get paid. What a night! What a round!
Seam will hit you. He will hit you in the mouth too.
Oh, he's
so
a dog.
him and Hitman Harrison Smith in the same.
He's the dude who.
That's literally the
secondary.
first thing it says.
Yeah.
Big hitter.
Yeah.
He's the dude who, when we were at the national championship,
6'2", 200 pounds.
was the dude who made the hit on the sideline and then fucking stared down Alabama's sideline, if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
Popped him.
Look at this fucking guy. Safety, 6'2", 200 pounds. This is what me and AJ were talking about when they jogged out of that fucking tunnel. That was the largest, fastest, most athletic defense of all time.
Yeah. They close ground faster than any defense I've ever watched.
It's crazy.
He just ragdolled that fucking guy right there.
This might have actually been it.
Dog. Oh, yeah, right here.
Yakum. That's
That was 4th down? No, 3rd down. That was the 3rd down play. What a dog, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
145 tackles, 14 pass breakups, 2 interceptions. Congrats to him. Congrats to him. Hell yeah. Congrats to the team. All right, let's go around the room real quick. Toxic table with Matt Melkiper. Big takeaway from the first round here in the draft spectacular, the 3rd annual one.
I suppose the Packers got better, but pretty fucking underwhelming, to be honest with you.
What's that all about?
I don't know. I wanted a fucking receiver. I wanted him to trade up and maybe get, but Raj came on and said, hey, don't poop your pants, cool it, you'll be okay. Got 2 absolute dogs from Georgia, so yeah, what's not to like? We'll see what they do tomorrow.
Boston Connor, your takeaway, you had a face mask helmet on for about a couple hours and you get a guy out of UT Chattanooga.
Yeah, if you find a guy that wears a face mask that has duck, as Darius said, middle, right down the middle, you draft that guy immediately. Probably should have been the first lineman off the board.
Greatest GM of all time says that.
Forever. And I assume tomorrow we're going to make some pretty big moves.
At Tone Diggs, fan of the Steelers, only one quarterback goes, and it is to Pittsburgh. From Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett, your thoughts on the first round of this NFL draft?
Thank you to the GMs for moving quickly this year. And you were right. You said it perfectly. Only one quarterback was worth a first-round pick this year, and we were the only team to get that quarterback, so that's a win, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, congrats to the Steelers.
Yeah.
If he works. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
If it works. We don't know.
See.
We think he will.
He's
Darius, a lot of big names got traded tonight. Friends of yours. What a wild draft spectacular. And thank you for joining us. This is awesome.
Appreciate you for having me, man. Like you said, it's been a wild offseason, obviously. A lot of receivers moved. We expected Debo to move. That didn't happen. But I think the Jets might have won this first round, man. They got better. Obviously drafted Zach Wilson in the top of the draft last year, but you went and got Garrett Wilson. You got Sauce Gardner, lockdown corner, and then Jermaine Johnson, who could have been the top 10, 12 pick on a lot of people's board. The same draft, same round. Joe Douglas doing his thing up there in New York.
They had 2 in the first round. They traded in another one. They had 3 first-round picks, and it sounds like they hit on all of them. Once again, we have no idea.
Nope.
We have no clue. AJ Hawk, your thoughts on this draft spectacular as opposed to the others? You dressed the exact same as Tone Diggs, which is cute and awesome.
Yeah, I think Sirianni and the Eagles made some noise today. I think they got better, and I think they did some things that we were not expecting. So credit to Sirianni and the whole Eagles organization, I think.
I don't really remember anything that happened. Who drafted who? I'll have to kind of take it all in. I kind of blacked out here the last 3.5 hours. Sure. I am very excited to go to bed and react to all of this tomorrow. Tone Diggs has a hand up. One last thing.
I just need to update. Mitt did not win the mock draft.
Jesus, no.
I don't want to say he came in last.
I mean, there's
Tony
Diggs.
There's no shame in
last.
He came in last.
Shit.
Well, if you're not first, anyways.
Exactly. Then who had a good one, Diggs?
You can say the winner?
I could. Yeah, Schrags was the winner.
Had a baby Shrakes.
Of course he was.
Friend of the show, Shrakes.
Should have known.
Not even on TV tonight for some reason.
Yeah, he's
Because
only
he
on
knew.
night 2, night 3. They didn't want to put him in here and fucking just ragdoll all the other insiders.
Can I just say I'm excited for all these young men in Las Vegas tonight who are definitely going to enjoy some cocaine.
All right. Shout out to you, Nick. Great job back there, Yinzer, Johnny. Zito, incredible work tonight, buddy.
Thank you,
boys.
Thank you.
Foxy, this whole week you've been fucking killing it, pal. Foxy hasn't slept in 4 days for tonight. We appreciate you.
Man, Foxy, thanks, pal.
You've done a great job, and the Foxy flick was unbelievable. Goomp, thank you so much for all your contributions. You're a fucking man.
Had a baby Goomp.
Hey, how about a shout out from Aaron there too, huh?
Appreciate that. Appreciate the hat.
Hat game super strong. He says, Goomp, living the high life, dude.
5 dogs taken tonight out of Georgia.
Love that.
Most ever taken from one team on the defensive side of a ball in the first round.
Even like my Florida State teams back in the day?
Yes, sir.
Miami. Wow.
Miami?
I thought Miami, yeah.
Even
5.
Bama.
Because remember, what was that Miami-Florida State game? They talked about the roster. I forget what year it was. And there was like, I think 30 guys or something, like 30 or 40 NFL guys or something
Florida
like
State
that.
was in the top 5 for like 20 straight years when Bobby was there.
Do you remember this? You're a Florida guy. Do you remember
I was thinking of Miami, Ohio State when AJ that national championship.
Yeah,
game.
the fake pass interference.
That was the entire.
Like total pros, a bunch of them. I don't know how many first rounders, but think about that. Five guys from your offense or your defense in 1 year are not only draft picks, they're first round picks.
First round.
So the other 6 starters are what, juniors and or sophomores?
Like if you have most schools, if you go there and you watch practice and they have one guy like, I think this guy will be a second to third round guy. You're like, oh, cool, man. We got 5 first rounders on one side.
How about Jermaine Johnson being judged because he had to transfer out of there to get some playing time to get some reps? It's like, well, they had a bunch of fucking dogs up there. I mean, actual first round talent. Congrats to Georgia. Congrats to everybody. Billy, great work in the back. Bruce, great work. The fan cam, we got 2. They were great.
They were unbelievable.
We appreciate them. Thank you for handling all the giveaways, all the winners of the PMS FanDuel Draft Spectacular guessing game here with the M&Ms. Can't wait for somebody to count those tomorrow. All the other giveaways, the PMS SeatGeek Spectacular 100K, PMS SeatGeek Spectacular 125K. What a fucking joke of an existence. Thank you to Chris Ballard, Tom Telesco, Cliff Kingsbury, Aaron Rodgers. We will see you all tomorrow at noon for a Feel Good Friday first round draft recap reaction show that should be absolutely average. Probably be above average.
Stuff to talk about.
A lot of stuff to talk about. Probably have rap sheet, probably have Shregs on, hopefully.
Yeah.
Really get some inside stories, hopefully, on some of these trades. How about Cliff Kingsbury saying, we had it for a while, only 4 people knew.
Pretty
I feel
sweet.
like there's a lot of information that we got tonight, too, that people are probably going to talk about.
It just came out that Hollywood Brown requested a trade at the end of the season.
Okay. Where was Shefty on this one? In Rappaport.
Well, accumulation of information.
Lock and key, only 4 people.
We congratulated Cliff Kingsbury on being able to keep that kite.
Hey, who's Hollywood's agent?
I don't know.
Credit to him, too, by the way. That's how these things leak.
Or her.
San Antonio.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he might be a part of
Donda
Sports. Paradigm. Did you listen to the album?
I did.
Me too. I supported. I put a stream. I put a stream for every song.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crushing. It has
got some good features.
Yeah, it's like 50,000 listens right now. It's absolutely
a couple of the songs do. Yeah, a couple of the songs. They're great. AB's back in the league this year, you think?
I don't know. I think, him saying he's not getting surgery until he gets signed, that may set him back a little bit. But he looks like he's enjoying life right now, so we'll see.
May narrow the pool of teams willing to go after him.
Well, and he's killing it, and he still is Antonio Brown. But Darius, we appreciate the hell out of you for coming and joining us. Have to make this a regular thing.
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Have to. In that suit, unbelievable. Go ahead, Tone.
Did we get Tory Dondy as the answer?
Is he? He's one who reps Hollywood?
Yeah.
God damn.
Dandy's out here.
Who doesn't this guy fucking rep?
Tory Dondy reps
Power player.
Hollywood Brown.
Okay, see ya. Gee, what the fuck is this guy's deal? I mean, we got 3 minutes left, 4 minutes left, and he's just out of there? Are you kidding me?
All right, that's it. Tory Dandy, though. Hollywood Brown, AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel. We did not know about Hollywood Brown until today. They were all looking to move and get paid. Congrats to Tory. Congrats to the boys. Congrats to everybody that got drafted. We'll see you tomorrow. You are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.